Hey everybody, welcome to episode 109 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is Friday, May 16th, 2014, and I'm Somppi.
I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Kumar.
That's weird, Kumar. You sound like you're in another part of Canada again.
I am, yes. Indeed.
Wait, no, you
I'm in Toronto.
Were
He's
you
in the GTA.
Had you already moved by last time?
Boom! Topical and
it's
reference.
One of those things where it's kind of preliminary right now, so we'll see what ends up happening.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But all right, cool. Well, anyway, we did it where it wasn't bi-weekly.
Yeah,
Also,
buddy.
all four of us are here for the first time in
14
I don't know,
years.
2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now all we got to do is
Keep on this track.
get Devin and Dan fired so we can record videos. This is the recording video. This is high. I'm doing a hand gesture where one hand is circling the other one.
Circulating?
Come on, please. If you guys are wondering what's playing over here, you get... Whoa, that's the wrong side. I'm pointing away from the screen. Fuck it. It's really hard whenever there's some weird shit going on. GTA 5 is being played over here by Devin. In case you guys are wondering, it's going to be really hard to focus because Devin plays this like a goddamn maniac.
Anyone tuning in right when you started to talk about that?
Yeah?
Devin rammed into a taxi, and then the guy went like a bullet out this front window. So, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to my Grand Theft Auto Let's Play.
Oh, God.
Episode 109.
So, Dan, who's been missing for a while because you've been really sick, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually feeling quite a bit better today. It's the first day in like 3 fucking weeks that I've been feeling okay.
Which is good. It's
Yeah,
good to hear you're finally
it's great.
feeling good.
Yeah, it is. It's good to be good.
While you've been sick, you've been doing stuff?
A little of other games here and there, but mostly Hearthstone.
Ooh, still up in that thing?
Yep.
No, it sounds amusing here, but yes. Awesome. Wait, so they restart the season once a month, right?
Yeah.
And when we talked last, I think you were just finishing up the last season. You got your card backs and all that stuff. So in this new season, what rank have you gotten to?
Well, we talked about that, I feel like, on our multiplayer stream, not even on a podcast.
Oh, right, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
okay, wow, shit. Okay, so
Started fresh.
a season ended. What rank were you?
12, 13?
How many ranks are there, just for people who are not
There
familiar
are
with
25
All right.
plus Legend.
Okay.
And Legend is a real-time ranking of everyone on the server.
Okay.
So
That's
there
craziness.
are as many Legend ranks as there are people in Legend.
So I forget, whenever you hit 12 last season, had you already spent money to get like card packs like the 50 or whatever?
Yes.
Okay. So this season, what rank are you right now?
I am 13 right now.
Ooh, so you caught up to where you were kind of.
Yes.
One away. Nice.
It's been I'll get a lot of winning streaks, and then I'll kind of, and in the levels I'm at, I've heard that this doesn't happen in later levels. When you're on a winning streak, every win gets you 2 stars instead of just 1. Whereas I think in like ranks 5 through 1,
Yeah.
you don't like that. If you're
There's
on a
no
winning
like
streak, you still just get 1 star.
one? Okay. Cool. Okay.
So I've been getting a few good matches on winning streaks, and then I've been losing a lot.
Okay. So you kind of fluctuate from going really close to going 12 again to.
I got to 12 at one point, but then lost a few and went back down.
Okay.
I've been fluctuating between 12 and 15.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
I kind of like that. That kind of reminds me almost of the way like Halo 3 and stuff, or Halo 2 used to do matchmaking, where like you'd find that like sweet spot between like, usually for me it was like between 30 and 40ish, where you'd kind of fight really hard to get really to like the 40s, and you'd drop down to like 35 or something. You're like, ah, shit, I got to try harder, and you kind of
Yeah.
bounce up and down. That I always love that. I mean, you never hit the top, but you found where your sweet spot was, which was always awesome.
Mine right now seems to be 12, but there's still, I mean, season of this month is only half over.
Yeah, so you can still get better.
So I can still, yeah. Today I opened a few card packs that got me a bunch of missing cards that I needed to make a Miracle Rogue deck.
Oh wow.
Which is, I had to take apart my dumb Rogue deck that we played with.
Oh,
to
the
do
one
it.
where you kept making me pick up cards and you almost killed me, and then I blew your face up. I
Yeah,
think.
that dumb, hilariously fun one. I took it apart because I like to have one deck of each class because I'm a little...
Obsessive compulsive?
No, it's more like I just like to switch between the classes a lot. The proper way to play that game, free to play, I've already dumped money in it, so I'm already too deep to care about this.
Yeah.
The way to play that game free to play is you look around online a little bit and you say, okay, that's the type of deck that you want to build.
Okay.
And then you disenchant every single card you get that is not a part of that deck.
So when you want to create a card out of like the enchanting dust or whatever that shit is,
Yeah.
do you have to have already have gotten that card before, or there's just
No,
a
there's
list
just
of
a
all the
huge
cards?
fucking list of everything
Okay,
you can
that's
craft.
cool. That makes sense then.
What's happening in the chat right now?
I don't know. People are talking about me giving HJs and BJs. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I'm not the type of person for $1.
Dollar values and stuff too.
I ain't no value meal. You fucking bastards. I'm a high class $25 whore. I don't know if I'm laughing or crying. It's neither. Improv. Yeah, acting.
Acting.
Acting. Whatever. So yeah, so you're still really hard into Hearthstone then. That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The Miracle Rogue deck that I built is it kind of just durdles about and does nothing for about 7 turns.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Okay.
The old one kind of did that too, but not.
The old one was really weird.
Not by design. So the Miracle Rogue deck is basically it's a bunch of cheap spells that all cost 3 to 0 mana to play.
Okay.
And then you have this guy on the field, and the reason I say I opened a pack that gave me a lot of what I need is because there's a few key cards in the deck, and one of them is a Gazetigen.
Gadgetzan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
Auctioneer.
Oh, yeah.
And what he does is whenever you play a spell,
God, play more WoW, Devin, Dan. Fucking saying all of them. Fuck, that's like the second time I've done that.
Yeah, like
Didn't I
seriously.
say Kumar too last time? I was not even a fucking D name. Oh well, whatever.
Well, Kumar is a D-bag.
Yeah, I guess so.
What am I?
Oh shit!
Oh, hey, buddy.
Kumar's
Kumar,
joining
what's
us.
up?
Joining us
Hey!
from Toronto. I'm sorry if
I'm
I just
so lost.
I divulged your location. No, I'm sorry, but
when I said GTA, I divulged this
I
location.
guess so. I guess it wasn't the TA. It was, oh, no, well,
Great,
T.
Great Toronto area.
T dot.
Greater Toronto area.
Great.
if you have the
Toronto
G, then
area.
it just narrows it right down to his house.
Yep.
He's just in the
Toronto
T.
area.
You're in the TA. Anyway, no. What?
So the Miracle Rogue deck.
Yeah.
So the Auctioneer makes you. What's it? Gadgetzan? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Gadgetzan.
Okay. It makes you every time you play a spell, you draw a card.
Okay.
So the deck is filled with little spell cards like Shiv and Backstab and a bunch of cheap stuff. That some of them draw you cards already, and then you're going to draw another card for playing it while Auctioneer's on the board.
Okay. Cool.
And then you either win by playing out a fucking ton of spells in one turn, and then playing Edwin Van Cleef there,
Yeah.
that big guy, because he... Oh, here we go again. Because that guy gets +2/+2 for every spell that you've played before him that turn.
Okay.
Or you win by playing Leroy Jenkins, which I just got enough dust to craft. And he is a 6/2 charge.
Sounds weird to say. I've got enough dust. Angel dust.
Yeah.
This dude's drugged.
That's like when we were talking about it when you first started playing. You're like, feels good to say dust that rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Dust that card.
As a little update to them, whenever we talked a lot about Hearthstone, having gone back to it and kind of playing it some more, and like I not that I've been playing a lot of it, but just playing more of it, my experience has been a little bit better, a little bit less angry, a little bit more fun.
Are you getting better at it?
I guess maybe a little bit at least, but it's just that when I used to play it, I'd be super frustrated going through it. Now it's just been, I've been leaving it being either happy or
Satisfied.
or at least feeling like I had a chance instead of just being like, oh, that fucking RNG's so garbage. Oh, fucking decks of cards is shit. Like, I don't know. I feel a little better.
Have you played any more since the multiplayer night?
Since the multiplayer night? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Well, that was last weekend.
Yeah,
I think,
no,
so.
I wouldn't have. I have enough to do 2 arenas, but I just haven't done them yet. I want to like start it up and actually do it, but I've been streaming a whole fucking ton.
Yeah, been
In a good way. But yeah.
Well, the reason I'm playing it so much
Yeah.
is because I can have it on my iPad.
It's really
while I'm
easy,
doing
especially
other
if you're
stuff.
sick. You can just be like in bed and be like,
Well, that's a lot of the reason why I played it over the last month is because that and Hitman Go came out, which I played a little bit of,
okay,
not a ton of. Yeah, so it has been a lot of Hearthstone.
yeah,
And because of this, I also bought Borderlands Vita.
Yeah, how does that
came out?
Yeah, well, like I was asking you about that today.
It is Borderlands 2
okay.
for all intents and purposes. The graphics are a little bit dumbed down because it is, a Vita. But actually, the way they're dumbed down makes everything that's interactable, like everything that you can interact with, kind of stick out a little bit more.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Yes, I understand. Whenever you point up, I know the chat is above us. Yeah. So, yeah. So all the objects that you can interact with, like just like whatever random like Yeti piles or
Yeah, you just poke them?
whatever shit. Yeah, all the stuff that you can interact with is like weirdly stands out. And so I can actually like kind of tell like if I've cleared an area properly or not without kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it was harder to tell in Borderlands 2. Like,
Yeah,
did
it was
I get
a little
all the
weird.
like weird ice piles in this area? I don't know.
I just want to take a little aside, Dan. If you're wondering why I'm not constantly looking at you, it's just so that
No,
my
because
face...
it's hypnotizing. Yeah.
No, not this. It's because the camera's from this side, and if I'm facing you, it's just
the side
check
of your
out my
head.
ears, the side of my head. So I'm trying to like pay attention.
No, I understand. Just
Okay.
the way you've set up the room, I actually can have eye contact now.
Yeah, I
But
think we're gonna
the way
move it
we
around.
used to do it before is we just used to all look straight.
I think for sure. Exactly. You
Yeah.
got the chat at the back of my head. I think I'm gonna move around the camera next time, and we'll actually be able to face each other. But in case you're wondering, I'm not ignoring.
No,
you.
it's okay. As long as we all stare at Grand Theft Auto, it'll
Perfect.
all work out.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah. So I had one question to actually ask you about Borderlands Vita.
Yeah.
But you won't be able to answer it.
I think I will because I know what you're going to ask.
I heard the frame rate wasn't so good. How's the frame
It
rate?
isn't.
No?
You
Okay.
should not buy that game unless
Okay.
they patch it.
Okay.
If they do patch it, you'll probably have a hell of a time.
Okay.
But right now, do not fucking buy that game because you will hate the fact that you basically flushed your money down the toilet. But I'm having a great time with it.
What did you link?
So okay, I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid recently, and someone took a screen cap of my stream and put the fucking cardboard box over my picture-in-picture, with just my eyes showing. It's fantastic.
Great.
Yeah, I'll try to show it
Pretty
to you.
amazing.
There you go. You can see it, Dan.
Oh, yeah, I could see it. when
I'll
it was
try to put it on
yeah.
the stream if I can at some point.
Oh, that's great. Oh, you should totally just take that box photo and do that for the rest of the goddamn stream.
Just you got a green screen behind you. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna show it on screen. Yeah. So, anyways, so Borderlands. I also heard the co-op is only 2 people instead of 4.
That's right, but that's a non-issue for me because I played Borderlands 2 in single player anyways.
Okay. Have you tried playing online? Like, is it easy to get other people to just kind of hop into your?
No, but from the forum stuff I've been reading,
Yeah.
apparently no one is playing that game in like open co-op.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's just playing it like with a friend.
I guess that sort of makes sense. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, even on PC and stuff, just
Well, no, but it was a big
Unless you'd
enough
finished
install base thing, I guess, on PC and enough slots in games that people could
I also want to say.
just random matchmake and find games.
I think on PC it was also default to open, so you kind of like, oh fuck, people are joining, and you like kind of
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
on Vita it defaults to
locked or something.
friends only.
Oh, okay.
But then if you like suspend it or do anything but constantly play the game, hey, there's a helicopter. You should kill the guy in it, Devin. What was I talking about before discussing
Borderlands
murder?
Something
Player.
about suspending the game.
Oh yeah, the second you do any sort of suspending of the game, it just kicks you into like offline mode.
Okay.
So friends couldn't join or whatever till you restart the game, which is like again non-issues for me because I played that game single player. Aside from Kumar jumping into my game a couple times, and just throwing guns all over the floor, and then
Leaving? Yeah, he did that a lot.
So yeah, games have been fun. I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that I played. Oh yeah, Age of Mythology Extended Edition.
Oh yeah, how is that?
It's Age of Mythology. There's a reason they did not put HD on this one, like they did with Age of Empires.
Good.
Because they did no remastering whatsoever.
Oh,
Hey, it runs in widescreen. Okay, ship it.
like 1920 by 1080 or something at least.
Yeah, it'll do like HD resolutions, but it is not any sort of HD textures.
Okay.
So you're going to see nice, high resolution pixely blocks talk to each other.
Wow.
But you know what? Age of Mythology is fucking solid gold gaming.
Isn't it still $20 for the like?
I believe it was
Remaster?
$24.99,
Wow. Okay.
but it was cheaper on Steam pre-order or whatever, so
Okay.
that's when I bought it. That game is still solid as fuck, and I love every second of it.
Yeah, it's such a good game.
I am so happy that because I used to have a copy of it back when you still bought things on CDs.
Oh, really?
But I have no idea where that is. It's probably at my parents' house somewhere. Maybe my brother has it, or who fucking knows. Anyways, I have a copy of it now, and I have been playing it, and it's super fun. And I'm like almost halfway through the campaign now, and yeah, it's great.
I can't seem to remember how I had this.
It's like you remember it, right, Dan?
Fucked up. I fucked up.
Yeah, it's exactly. Liz was kind of walking by while I was playing it too, and she was like, "Oh, this sound nostalgia. I remember every moment of this now."
All I think it was Age of Empires going wooloo all the time.
But yeah, that's Age of Empires.
But then again, everybody remembers doing that, I guess. But
use a sheep as a.
Was it that, or was it Warcraft where you click on the sheep and it explode?
That was StarCraft.
No, so yeah, Warcraft.
Okay.
Yeah, Warcraft.
Because you can click on animals in StarCraft. And
yeah, I feel like other things in StarCraft will explode too.
No, all the like random, like wildlife on StarCraft maps.
All exploded.
You just click on them, all explode.
Okay.
Hey Dan, who do you play as?
In Age of Mythology,
Yeah.
I play as Norse, and I worship Thor
Nice.
as my major god, and I go all Ulfsarks all the time.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't handle those Ulfsarks. I also have a Minotaur rush strategy, worshipping Zeus and quick teching to Athena, I think, and it still works.
What?
There's a dude inside of a vehicle's engine running.
Where?
But he's gone.
Oh, okay.
If you're done with that game, I think I have a segue game for Devin and I.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk more about Age of Mythology, but it is Age of Mythology.
It's literally just made to work on current systems instead of like
it's not
probably weird CPU shit or like some fucked up stuff.
It even still kind of runs crappy, like I remember it.
Oh, really?
So I've been playing Hearthstone and a lot of games that you should not buy.
Noted.
So yeah.
So speaking,
I mean, that's about it. I can talk more about Hearthstone if people want, but hit me up on BattleNet. Add me. We'll play a few games.
your code and stuff is by heart.
Brenner 1494.
So BRENNER number sign
1494.
1494. Sweet. Devin. Speaking of gods, what have we been playing a bit of?
We played Smite. That game's fucking sweet.
We went.
Oh yeah, I played Smite with you guys. That's right.
Oh yeah, we did a few matches. I forgot about that.
Whoa, Devin, that got bad fast.
I think every podcast.
I looked away, and he was driving, and I looked back, and he was in the air, exploding.
I feel like every time we played Grand Theft Auto 4, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
during the podcast has always been us totally losing focus over everything. But anyway,
I'm doing great. You're fucking drunk.
Trying to move that out of the way. I thought it was falling. Anyway, so we started playing Smite.
The game's great, actually. It's for people who have never played it. It is a third-person MOBA.
Yes.
You are by default locked kind of on the left and right axis. You can't really move your cursor up and down.
You can actually go in the options and turn that off, but there's no point.
Doing left and right is great. So left click.
If you do up and down, it still kind of moves the camera a little bit. It just doesn't move the cursor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So WASD is how you move around. Abilities are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you what?
People in the chat, you play without me? Like
yeah,
two different
apparently
people.
we've offended people.
I played with both those people. Not the kids. So far.
Well,
I know
no,
we
but
played once.
we probably haven't.
Yeah.
Me and Devin.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
So I find that game to be quite refreshing from the top-down MOBA scene. It's really easy to get into and it's really easy to understand.
I like alternate perspective MOBAs.
Yeah.
When we were playing with Drackle, he said the same thing too.
Yeah.
Where it's like this awesome knots. There are no others.
You have to click if you don't have to click so much and stuff, and it's not like.
But I feel like I'm not as much as I like real time strategy games. I'm not as adept.
Yeah.
As playing those as I am.
I
guess games with simpler control schemes.
But before I got, I think both of you didn't have to play it or whatever. I was already playing it, and I was telling you guys that the reason I was enjoying Smite is that it seems like it's just fun. It reminds me more of Awesome Knots.
Is Smite the game that maybe like back at like podcast 15 or some shit, you got into the beta of it and tried to play and went like, oh, this is shit. Because I seem to remember that.
Yeah. Shit, that's ringing a bell now.
It probably happened because what happened is...
You get into the beta of a lot of stuff. I understand that.
But
for some reason, I feel like every time you play the beta, it'd be like, game's cool, shit right now. I feel like that's every time.
Ghost Recon
You're just waiting for it to get better, aren't you?
Waiting for that Jesus patch. But no, so like this one...
That's just Ubisoft in general.
Yeah. When I used to play this back in beta, I guess, I didn't like it because it looked okay, but it was like the feeling of the game was missing. Like, still now when you move around, like you kind of... The animations are way better, but before, like when you'd be running, it didn't... It felt like your feet were moving either too slow when the ground was moving really fast. So it was like there wasn't like the kinetic part.
It didn't have the flow.
And then like hitting someone
floats, man. Who cares?
Yeah. And then there was like people who would swipe, and it would never really feel like you were making contact. So you're just like, am I hitting? Am I not? And everything kind of felt not so great. But going back to it now, it feels awesome. But no, whenever I told you guys to get it, I was telling you guys that like the fun that we have playing Awesome Knots, which is where it feels really competitive.
All you had to tell me to get me to download that was, hey, it's MOBA. Hey, it's not like
MOBA.
RTS
Well,
MOBA. Yeah. Because are there other games? Smite, Awesome Knots. That's all I fucking got. Really.
No, I think that's about
that new Dead Island one. Maybe.
Yeah, the new Dead Island one. There's the new
Dead Island MOBA.
Yeah.
There's a new Orcs Must Die one coming out. It's like the same thing, except for you manage the creeps going out, and it's kind of like Winter Mall Wars from like Warcraft and stuff, which I'm actually kind of excited for if that works out well. But anyways,
are you talking about the Dead Island one?
No, Orcs Must Die.
Oh right, that
They're having another
something.
one. Onslaught or something. Orcs Must Die. Something.
Whatever Robot Entertainment is working on instead of Hero Academy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no. So playing Smite, I told you guys, hey, it's like Awesome Knots. It kind of feels super competitive, but also kind of feels really fun, especially depending on what game mode you're playing. There's a Conquest, which is like the normal 3-lane thing that most MOBAs have. But we've been playing a lot of Joust, which is kind of like a 1-lane sort of combat heavy. There's like a jungle, like an outside area where you don't need to really fight things, but there's buffs and stuff there. But
I do like that there's labels all over the jungle.
Oh yeah, there's labels on everything. Like make sure that it's really, because I mean,
and I like that there's no like weird fog of war stuff either. It's just like, do you have line of sight to that person?
Yeah.
Do you not?
no. When you're in the jungle, I don't know if it works so much in Joust, but if let's say the other modes when you're in the jungle, if they're standing in the lane but you're like in the jungle, even if they're looking at you, they can't see it too. They like step in or until you emerge or do an ability.
I've never noticed that.
There's a way in I think there's a way in the options to run the minimap. You can make it so that the like fog of war places are actually darker, but it's harder to see like the icons or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Point is, they made that seamless enough to where I didn't even notice.
Yeah. But what did I want to say? There's
It's only
Orcs Must Die Unchained.
yeah. Oh, Unchained, is that what it is?
Yep.
Nice. Thank you
play
too.
this fucking mission.
Yeah, I don't know. Smite feels really good. I bought the god pack. It was $30 to get every single god that exists in the game currently, and all of them coming out in the future, which is kind of awesome. Apparently, it used to be $20, but now there's
No, that is
like 60, 70 gods.
Is it released or is it beta still?
I think it's released now. I think it's considered released.
That would explain all the like ads and stuff
Yeah.
they had at PAX. And
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I bought that pack and I've been trying a lot of the gods.
Honestly, if we start playing it at the level we played Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
like that kind of frequency, I'll buy that $30 pack because just like
Yep.
because it's basically a forever pass,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
Do they just keep giving you everything as it comes out?
Yep.
Well,
Exactly.
it's the heroes. You don't get any like skins or anything with that.
No.
right?
Oh, okay.
Some skins cost money, but
There's an awful lot that are like, hey, you got this skin for this hero for coming to PAX or something, or you got this one by buying this graphics card, or this one for buying this computer, or
liking us on Facebook or tweeting us on Twitter.
This one's for Facebook, this one's for Twitter. Yeah, that's interesting to me actually, so that people can actually get. They did a little bit of that with Awesome Nods. They had the Clunk one that you could get
for liking watching a YouTube video.
No, that was the Viking.
Honeydew.
Yeah,
The Honeydew Viking one.
Skull Deer. That's the Viking stuff.
Now, the thing is, yeah, in Awesome Knots, you always have to pay for money for it. I think in
League of Legends, you can buy it with RP, not IP.
okay, so you have to spend money on it anyway.
It's always cash.
In this one, you can spend
Though they-
favor in this one as well for.
I did see that. There's two costs.
But there's
on a
the
lot of
special
them.
crazy ones that you can still spend money. It's kind of expensive. It's $8 usually per skin or something. Some of them are $5 or $4.
I mean, Awesome Knots is $3 or
Yeah.
$5 if it has a different voice.
Yeah, that's kind of comparable with League of Legends. They do have legendary skins, which are the most expensive one is $30.
I thought you could unlock those legendary ones.
No,
Or
they're
do you have to get to a level to be able to buy them?
no. You can purchase them outright if you're
Wait, are
level
you talking
one.
about League of Legends? Or you talking
Yeah,
about Smite?
League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, in Smite, there's legendary ones as well.
Yeah, so what happens in Smite is that every time you play a character,
There's
if you in Smite you can use favor, which is like the IP or whatever from League and all that stuff, which is stuff you earn just by playing the game. You can use that to buy skins, or Every time you play a hero and you kind of are a god and you do good, it kind of levels up your mastery for them. And if you hit the max level, which I think is like 15 or something, then you unlock the gold skin for purchase, or you just get it, I think. But you have to play a lot of games with that character, which is kind of cool because like the more you play it, you're kind of building up towards something.
Also, I can see if you never pay for anything in that game, just using the 5 free characters and eventually having them all max level, right?
And it seems like certain characters are just with the game, and they never rotate out. And then there's
there's
5
the 5. There's like Raw, Neath
is a bow person.
One.
I think there's one for each, like an assassin,
Thor.
a guardian, a mage, a hunter, and a warrior. I'm guessing. I think this is just one of every class, or all the one of every
because
type.
that also gives you a balanced team if you have 5 free people playing with each other.
You can kind of get an idea of what kind of person you want to play.
Then they have the rotating heroes like League of Legends has, where it's the 5 ones that are free for everyone this week.
I remember what I wanted to mention though, and it was what you were saying, how when we're playing, how everything in that game is super well labeled when you're playing.
It's like Death Note or something. Taking pictures of people before they die.
Oh my god. But you were saying that's really everything's really clearly labeled and stuff when you're playing. And the thing that's one thing I like is that when we tried to play Dota,
most free to play things where
but I mean like
fucking sense
when we played Dota, there was instantly the moment where you kind of brought up the stuff to buy items, and it was just like, wait, where the fuck's the secret shop? Or like what the
fuck am I doing?
And then when you look at this game, there's like everything has like potions everywhere. There's like little things, or like you're running around. There's huge signs saying like mana camp to the right, like XP camp, or like damage. And it's really
they made it really accessible, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, because
that gets people who don't have a lot of MOBA experience into it.
Also, that tutorial is perfect even for like. I feel like they should have a separate. I feel like you don't even need to play the tutorial if you've ever played a MOBA before.
No, probably not. Other than to know,
it is intuitive enough at that point to where you can figure it out. Yeah, just turn that volume off. Like,
but anyways, Smite's been really fun. We've kind of gotten a little bit into it. Kumar, we didn't get you downloaded it. We didn't get you to download it. My voice. Kumar's
What's that?
Did we get you to download Smite?
I did not know. Is it, sorry, I totally zoned out here. Is it a free-to-play?
Yeah, it's a free-to-play MOBA third-person crazy thing.
Okay. I would say third-person MOBA action game.
Yeah.
Well, MOBA
right.
is...
Yeah, I should check it out because, I mean, you guys have been talking about it nonstop for quite a while now. So
yeah. We've been going... Devin and I have been going pretty hard, I guess, for like a week or two, kind of just being...
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, even just, like, hearing about it in chat and stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So, and even other people as well, like... when we're having our conversations in raid call and stuff, everyone's talking about Smite, or you bring it up, or you convince someone to play it before they go to sleep, or whatever, right? So.
Well, it's been like, you kind of have Devin who's always asking me to play CSGO, or you have Dracula always telling me to play like different games, and I'm always like, I'm not really in the mood, but for some reason...
fuck you, Drackle.
Yeah, like, fuck Drackle and all the games he wants to play that are so cool. And then, like, but nowadays it's just been like, do you want to play Smite? It's like, yeah, who the fuck else is on? Except for now we have the issue where all the modes you want to play are like 3-player, and then it's like, who else wants to play Smite? Oh, I do. We're like, okay, now we're like 6. This only goes up to 5, and then it's getting complicated. But
I feel like also
everybody always wants to play though.
Yeah, but you also get like, okay, I've played a couple. All right, I'm done.
Yeah,
but there's someone to fill that slot.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's just been fun. It's just been a good experience, I guess. But
it seems like a really cool game that you guys have gotten into.
Yeah, it's fun. It makes me happy because it's really easy to convince people who I normally play games with to play it. Unlike going to a lot of people and be like, "Hey, you want to play League?" And it's like, "No, I'm just gonna get shit on. Everyone's gonna yell at me." It's like, okay, well,
yeah.
But Smite's just kind of been
like chat interaction in fucking.
Yeah, you just can't talk to the other team unless there's a way to turn it on. But yeah,
well, there probably is, but you kind of have to be mouse and keyboard whole time,
which means you
move
die.
Around. It's not like you can be clicking and then click your guy to go somewhere and then stop and type in chat, right? If you want to be moving, you have to be actively engaged to move.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Smite's been really good.
Coming off Age of Mythology, right into that. I
yeah,
was
exactly.
Like, yeah, all right. I'm all in on the theme of this.
Also, okay, a lot of the characters in that game are really awesome, especially unlocking all of them and kind of having the ability to...
Also, a lot of the women are wearing, like, not a lot.
That's kind of...
They're wearing...
At least that's my first impression of that game.
That's
They're wearing not a lot, but I want to say that...
the tutorial hero is that Nerith person who's, like...
Neat, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever, yeah, I don't...
But I feel like a lot of the chicks in that game, sure, they're kind of, like, half naked or whatever, but I feel like they made them look more badass than just kind of...
Oh, everyone in the game looks badass.
There's not one here where you click on, you're like.
I'm just saying, Neath
learn
there
that.
sets a certain impression
Yeah.
of the game right off the bat.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fan service.
But it's awesome. Anyways, Devin, what else have you been playing this week?
I've been enthralled with Stalker Clear Sky, which
I saw you playing
3
that.
podcasts ago I said was shit. And now I've dumped like 30 plus hours of my
Last week
life
you were telling
into
us
it.
about you learning like the upgrade system or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah, so I was explaining this to Dan. The upgrade system, whenever you have to reach a certain... There's different technicians throughout the whole, I guess we'll call it overarching zone. So the map is kind of divided up into, I think it's like 6 main areas. You've got the swamps, garbage, corridor, dark valley, village, and I can't remember the other one. And there's all these different factions, and each one has a different technician you can use.
Okay.
And some are able to upgrade lower grade weapons for cheaper, and some are only able to upgrade top tier stuff for cheaper. So you kind of have to pick and choose what you prefer, because some of it is like I have essentially an M4 rifle that's got a scope and a silencer, and I've got it fully upgraded, but I have it upgraded for accuracy because that game is horribly fucking inaccurate. Regardless if you're using single shot or whatever, even if you're using a sniper rifle, if you're pointing that reticle at someone, there's no guarantee that it's going to hit them.
Okay.
It's kind of a dice roll most of the time.
So just like Star Wars Chernobyl whenever I played it.
Yeah. So it's not really reliable. So normally I have like 10 or 12 rounds get shot at someone, and then normally the 12th round clips them in the face and they're down. So if you're generally pointing at them and shooting, not rapid fire, but like general fire, you'll hit them and they'll die pretty quick.
Okay.
So it's the upgrade system. You can choose to upgrade, like, for instance, accuracy and muzzle velocity are 2 different upgrades, but they upgrade the same piece on the gun. Okay. So if you choose accuracy, you're not going to be able to upgrade muzzle velocity because you've already got that upgraded with something else. So it'll replace the barrel with like a lightweight, longer barrel, but like muzzle velocity will put a larger barrel on it, which means you can get more oomph out of your gun. Okay. So it's kind of like a trade-off of damage for accuracy, and you can kind of switch between the 2 of them, which is actually pretty sweet because it gives you a lot of options available to it, and it kind of makes it a little more unique, I guess. So I've upgraded a couple of different guns and then sold them back once I've got new guns. But you can kind of have to be really careful about what you upgrade, because it will either be... I'm kind of at like end game guns. I don't want a tattoo. I've got
I'll get you one, but just while you're talking about Stalker.
Oh, that's not good. There we go. So it's kind of allows you to change and modify kind of to fit your playstyle. Okay. So I have when I was first playing, sniping was really inaccurate, so you kind of had to get really close and up close and personal to people.
Was it that when you point on someone it would miss, or that it was just kind of like...
It kind of sprays around them.
Okay.
Like I said, it kind of feels like a dice roll as to where you're going to end up hitting them. Okay. So like your reticle can be right on them, and you'll shoot, and you'll see the bullet hit like a branch or something behind them, and then they'll be alerted. Okay. And then they're going to try and track you down and kill you. So you can play it like... Those fuckers. You can play it super stealthy, where you'll actually like roll up and you can knife people to death if you're really good at it. Okay. Or you can, like, there's silenced pistols. You can find silencers that you can load onto your pistols. You can get sawed-off shotguns, full auto shotguns. You can get, like, there's a pretty wide variety of weaponry you can use, and it fits every playstyle. So, like, when I first started playing the game, I had an AK-74U, which is like this short, stubby little AK, and I essentially would just run at someone. Well, not really run, but like hide around a corner and just like unload 3-round bursts at them, because it kicks really hard. Okay. So you kind of point at their chest, and like by the 3rd bullet, you're normally hitting them in the face, and they're done. So you kind of like change and adapt your playstyle to how you're going to be playing it, and that correlates to the upgrade system as well. So that I upgraded like ammo capacity and muzzle velocity and recoil reduction, so you can kind of like take them on. Okay. And then there's armor upgrades you can do, and there's all these different tiers of armor. So you can get like ballistics one if you're going to be fighting a lot of people. You can get like a essentially hazmat suits if you're going to be going through radiation or anomalies.
Okay.
And you can upgrade those to have different like containers for artifacts. Artifacts are like these little things you find in anomalies, and they're essentially modifiers for the game.
They also radiate you.
Yeah, they'll radiate you, or they'll give you more health, or they'll like, so you can kind of like change it around a bit, which is really sweet. So right now I have I feel is the best armor in the game.
Okay.
And I've got 3 artifact containers on it. One that gives me +6 to health, one that gives me +6 to radiation damage, so I can kind of be irradiated and it doesn't really matter. And then I've got one that adds +10 to carrying capacity, so I can carry a lot of shit.
Okay.
Which, when you don't think that's really important in a game like that, like...
Does it actually add more slots or just like the weight limit?
No, it's actually like it... you can crank as much as you want in all your slots, but the second you actually like...
Surpass a weight
limit. So like, it'll tell you your max capacity is like 50 kilograms, but you can actually carry up to 60. But when you hit that 60 point, you're not walking anymore. You're stuck there.
Okay. So it's like Oblivion or any of the...
Yeah, it's like that.
Games.
So it gets really pretty crazy when you like are trying to collect guns to sell back to these different technicians for rubies to get more upgrades, because you're making actual gun runs. So you're like clearing out a camp, collecting all the guns, taking all the ammo out, going back and forth, and like trying to take care of it really quickly.
Okay.
And your stamina bar, like if you're fully loaded and you're running and sprinting, your stamina bar essentially just drains in like 30 seconds, so you're not running very fast. But even if you're fully loaded, your stamina bar still depletes as you walk.
Okay.
So you kind of get chunked down, and then you have to stop and rest and kind of go that way.
So it takes forever.
Yeah, it takes forever. So I've kind of got the best gear and the best gun, and so I'm just rolling through places now. And I've got
it's not ruining the game, though, is it?
No, it's really not. And the reason
you work for it, I guess.
Yeah, you work for it, so you feel this great sense of accomplishment. Like when you take out the thing that they added that's different to this game than Shadow of Chernobyl is they added this dynamic AI system. So what'll happen is you'll join a faction, whether it be Stalkers, Bandits, Freedom, or Duty.
Okay.
And you can be friends with all of them, except normally if you join Stalkers, you're arch enemies with Bandits. If you join Duty, you're arch enemies with Freedom, and vice versa.
Okay.
So they'll automatically like kill on sight you, essentially. So you have to be careful that way. But you can kind of work your way around it and be friends with the other factions, and so that you can get discounts and such. So I'm friends with Stalkers because they gave you the best. They gave you one of the best suits right off the bat for completing a mission. But
like armor-wise and all that stuff?
Yeah, so armor-wise, it's got like lots of artifact containers. It's great with radiation. Like, it's just kind of great stats all across the board.
Weird. It's from the tattoos. It hasn't gone away yet.
So I've kind of been modifying it that way. And
I lost my 22 million. Sorry, continue.
One of the things that you have to be careful about is there'll be different zones. So like the garage is like classified as the bandit zone, but the stalkers are trying to take over it.
Okay.
So what'll
happen?
There's
still bloodsuckers and all that garbage.
Oh yeah, there's still bloodsuckers. There's still the mutant pigs, mutant dogs.
Those are fine. It's the bloodsuckers.
Yeah, so
the brain dudes are cool too.
There's zombies. There's the brain fryers. Like I haven't gotten to any of the brain scorchers yet, which is like that's the next part that I'm going to. But the crazy thing is you'll take over an outpost with your group of people. So you have like 5 or 6 AIs coming to help you. And once you take it over, they will then occupy it. But then the other AI team, the other faction that you're against, will try and take it back. So you'll see on your minimap this like little red icon that's bandits moving towards this like minimap and saying like their mission is to take over this location. And then like you'll have like a little mission being like, help me, like I need some support or something. Normally what I end up doing is just letting them duke it out until there's one AI on my team left, and then I shoot them. Like shoot the enemy because I can collect all the gear.
Ice cold.
So I essentially just do it so I can collect gear and sell it back to them. So I'm straight up mercenary. It's pretty horrible of me, but it's really invigorating because you kind of feel a real sense of accomplishment when you clear out something by yourself.
Okay.
Because the guns are so inaccurate. It's not just like Call of Duty where you're like headshot, 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 headshot.
Every bullet in the clip is going exactly where you're aiming.
Yeah, no, this thing you're like fucking unloading at it and you can die really easily. So you're constantly mashing like bandages and med kits and like trying to take care of things. It gets to be a little insane sometimes. So you have to be pretty damn careful about it.
I have a question for you for all the expansions for Stalker.
Yep.
When you play Shadow of Chernobyl, it kind of like goes, hey, you start an abandoned camp, and then, oh, look, there's these dogs, the mutant dogs, and oh, look, there's like these mutant rats or something. And then it kind of goes like, oh, there's some blood...
What?
Down on the D-pad.
Down on the D-pad.
It kind of goes like, oh, here's bloodsuckers, then here's like mutant dogs. And, like, it kind of leads you into learning more and more about it. When you get to either Clear Sky or you get to...
Call it Pripyat.
Does it just throw you in kind of knowing what all the mutant things, or does it once again like ease you like, hey, here's a dog?
Call of Pripyat is just kind of like, here's some shit. You're going to get fucked by it.
It just doesn't...
Go ahead.
It expects you to already know kind of like what exists.
Kind of. I think, I don't know, man. It messes with you a little bit because what'll happen is like when you wake up, you're in this Clear Sky camp that you can only get out of by using guides, and that's the other thing in this game added that Shadow of Chernobyl didn't, is there's what the fuck? Wow, that's scary.
Out of nowhere.
You can use these guides to get around to the fast travel points, but they'll actually drop out because other people will take them over.
Okay.
So this just kind of like you wake up there, it kind of gives you a little explanation of who you are and what's happened to you, and then it just says, "Fucking do this for me."
But I mean, it's not. Sorry, I should explain.
There's no tutorial.
So there's no tutorial. There's just it's kind of like an expansion more than like.
Yeah, it's more of an expansion. Like it's a standalone expansion essentially.
Okay.
But it's a prologue to Shadow of Chernobyl.
Okay.
So it actually says when you load it up, it's like prologue, Stalker, Clear Sky.
Okay.
So you play as a merc, and then you're hunting down this stalker called Fang.
Okay.
And you're trying to figure out what happened to you and so on and so forth. Where Call of Pripyat is after the fact.
Okay, so it's like okay.
So you're actually hunting down your character that you play in Shadow of Chernobyl.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So you're trying to hunt.
That's Pripyat or that's Clear Sky?
Pripyat.
Can you transfer a save and give them all the like sweet gear?
No, that's the thing that I really like about these games is there's no transferring of saves at all. So when you start a new game, you start a new game, and you kind of have to rebuild yourself up again. So I've kind of reached this point where I'm starting to crescendo against everything that's in the zones that I've explored. And I'm now going to take the next step where I've just started meeting. I don't know if you played Shadow of Chernobyl, the zombies are pretty mindless in that.
Yeah,
like they'll run at you and just kind of shoot. In this one, they're fucking accurate. Like they'll drop you really quickly. So I've just started running into zombies, so that's kind of like where I'm at, and that they're pretty hard enemies. So that's kind of like near the end. End of it. I don't know if this one has a crazy multiple endings, but I've been a real motherfucker in this game, and I accidentally iced a whole bunch of NPCs that were like on my team.
Oh god, okay. At one point, it's like, hey, go join up with these guys. Why are they dead?
Yeah, well, it was like, hey, help defend this, and like I was running to go help them, and somebody shot me in the arm with a sniper rifle, and I just like was like, what, and just like unloaded into these guys, and if you're scoped in. It doesn't say like friendly or like red or whatever. It just legit like whatever is there, shoot them. So it gets to be a little bit much sometimes.
So I don't think you really even mind when you kill someone wrong though.
No, but like I don't know. It was really bad because you kind of like your standing with your faction goes way the fuck down. So like there was a whole bunch of like missions I had to.
I feel like Devin's mind is actually just like, oh no, now I can't go sell to them. I gotta bring these guns somewhere else to sell.
Essentially, that's how it goes.
Either that or just oops.
Yeah. So it's kind of like this. It's a little bit like it's definitely a free for all when it comes to when you first start the game, as well as the military just like hates fucking anything that moves.
Okay.
And when you go to the second zone, you legitimately like come out right beside the military.
Oh wow.
So I spent a good 40 minutes murking everyone in the military base.
This is in Clear Sky now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just spent like 40 minutes murking everyone in the military base. So I got a really good gun up front. And then like I just had all this like fucking retarded amount of ammo and like all these military med packs, which are really like heal you instantly and like all
They
this.
also give it radiation or something?
Yeah, no, those are the science ones.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of had like this great starting basis to go off of. Plus the military, each guy you kill will actually drop you a stash, which is similar to Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl.
Okay.
Where when you loot a corpse, you'll look at their PDA and it'll be like, hey, I stashed something here. Like, go look at it. So I've probably unlocked like 400 of those stashes, and I've gone through and like emptied most of them.
I'm guessing you can't get those otherwise, right? Like, you have to actually...
No, that's the thing I really like about it. It's not like you can stumble across them and just be like, hey, yeah, I found this. Like, great. You actually have to... If you open it up and it's not marked as a stash, it's empty.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay,
so there have been places where I've actually, like, marked them, like, gone through them and viewed them before and been like, fuck, this is empty. And then kind of had to go back and, like, find a corpse that matches up to that stash and then... unlock it that way.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's the lore of that game. They did a really deep backstory into it. So it's actually a lot of, if you read through the dialogue, and you can talk to anyone in the zone. Some people will tell you to fuck right off. It's just kind of what happens. But then other people will be like, you can ask them what news they've got and different stuff like that, and they'll actually answer you, which is pretty sweet. So
is there a lot of dialogue in that game? Like voiceovers? I don't remember if there was a lot of NPCs that you go up to and it was just like a text.
No, it's all voiced.
It's
all voiced.
I couldn't remember.
And what'll happen is like there will be people who you'll talk to who, you'll see like a little subtitle text appear on the bottom left side of your screen.
Okay.
And that's classified as like important text.
Okay.
And so that will kind of be the stuff that you have to pay attention to. But it breaks sometimes depending on the location that you're at. So, like, random bandit people who are deemed to be important will just call you a cocksucker and tell you you're a pussy. But you won't be anywhere near them, and you'll have to, like, fuck them up. So it can be pretty intense sometimes. As well as there's, like, just that AI system will really kind of breed different life into it. Like, you know, like in normal games like Fallout, you'll go to the village and the village will just be there. Yeah. And like nobody will attack it. I went to this other Stalker base a couple of days ago, like yesterday. And while I was going and talking to the leader of the Stalker base, a new mission popped up from him. Like when I was talking to him, he's like, whoa, wait, I need you to help us defend our base. And there's a bandit band that was attacking the base, and there was like 30 bandits attacking. Oh, cool. Okay. So you kind of like murked them and then went back and talked to them, and then he was like, good job, have some free stuff. Like, it's, I don't know, it's pretty cool dynamic to it, but at the same time it can be really frustrating because bandits will just constantly spawn.
It kind of reminds me of, like, since we're playing GTA right now, the San Andreas stuff where you like take over parts of the map and then gangs would come over and try and take them out. You have to be like, oh no, I gotta go to Fandit, drive all the way back, and essentially. So it can be pretty damn annoying sometimes when you're like running across a map and somebody's like, I need your help. And it's like, no time for that, but you have guns, let's go sell them.
Yeah, so it's like, it's dumb stuff like that that really kind of bothers me. But it's a little janky, but I haven't hit the mod community for it yet, but I was doing some, like, looking online, and there's a high-res texture pack that was updated for it. Cool. And it looks pretty friggin' insane, so I was definitely thinking I might, like, once I beat the game, install that and see how it runs and looks. Compared to what you just went through? Compared to what I went through. But that game is just, it has this weird hold on me that all the Stalkers do, where I first, like, play it, and, like, once you get past the, like, 2-hour hump, and you get, like, an assault rifle, it just feels really great. And you can't put it down? Yeah, you can't put it down. Like, last night I played till, like, 2 in the morning. Oh, wow. And I couldn't stop myself. I feel like you're giving me the same thing that Dan did with Hearthstone, where I kind of want to go play Hearthstone. Now I kind of want to play Stalker. Sadly, there's a lot of shit coming out in the next few weeks. Yeah. But I kind of also now really feel hyped about playing Stalker again one day. And not pussying out once I get to the Bloodsuckers. No, it's... honestly, like, if you think that's scary, the thing you have to be really terrified of is, in, like, Clear Sky. Yeah. When you're running and you will just hear sounds. Yeah. They did a really good job on the audio because it's all open world. You'll be running and you'll hear, like, moans and, like, weird things, and then you'll turn around and there'll be nothing there. Or you'll turn back and it'll just be like, there's a bloodsucker right there. So they don't have, like, it's not jump scares per se, but they do this really interesting, like, audio sound design. That reminds me of when I was playing through System Shock 2 and I finished it, and it was like back in the day where games would have, like, left and right audio, but not up and down. Yeah. So sometimes there'd be, like, a screaming thing behind you, turn around, you're like, where the fuck is it? And you're like, oh, it's probably upstairs. But you just... it'd just be super fucking loud as if it's about to, like, maul your face, but it's just like a random sound somewhere. Yeah, the craziest one, though, is is always when you're talking to people. So what'll happen is like you'll hear people through walls, but they do a really good sound like distance.
Okay.
So the closer you walk to someone, you can actually overhear conversation.
Cool.
And there's this bartender in the Freedom like base camp.
Yeah.
That's actually a stoner.
Oh, nice.
And so like
Sorry, say that again. He's actually a stoner.
Like
Yeah,
he's a
he
stoner.
throws oh, I thought he threw.
So no, he'll come up to you and be like, when you talk to him after you say like goodbye, he's like, "Yeah, man, it was great. Too bad we couldn't spark a doobie." And he's just like,
When he pulls out his guitar, pew, 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 like the Stalker.
I've made it my pact to end anyone who's holding a guitar.
Fucking douches.
Yeah. So like I was walking up to him to go collect a reward, and he was talking to some other guy, and he's like, "Bro, this is some premium kush," and just like trying to sell him like weed in the middle of this war zone. I was like,
Takes away all the
what?
nuclear stuff.
Yeah, so it's pretty great. I definitely recommend
Gives you power.
if you like the Metro series.
Yeah.
It has that same vibe to it, but it's open
Man,
world.
I can't wait for the Metro Redux.
On PS4 and Xbox
Yeah.
One as well, or just PS4? I forget if it was on
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's probably
They'd
both.
probably be both because they've been pretty multi-platform. They've even gone to
Yeah.
freaking Linux with that shit.
Yep.
Um,
It's pretty amazing, and I really wish, like, I know Stalker 2 was put on hiatus, but I really feel like that would be, like, if they added the tech that they put in Metro Last Light into the Stalker
yeah.
games and, like, redesigned some of the aspects of it,
Yeah.
I feel like it would be pretty amazing.
They would have a pretty insane atmosphere, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, like, those guys are master of atmosphere, and you get it in like, all the Stalker games. The world feels open, and when you go into, like, closed locations, it feels closed and really
I think
scary.
my only thing that I've never liked with those, and it's not really like a huge gripe, but like what I would like is whenever you walk up to like an area, it just goes like loading screen, then you pop into like a different thing.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if it was just kind of like super seamless. But I think that'd be super fucking crazy how unsafe you'd feel if you were to go into like an underground bunker thing with all this crazy shit happening, and you go to sprint like out of it, but the door is just like an openable door, because you'd probably be fucking running away from like bloodsuckers or something, and you'd know that like, man, when I go past this loading screen, these things are still fucking running after me, and that'd be retarded. But yeah,
Do a seamless world like they did
Yeah.
in Metro Last Light, where you just have that slight hick and then it keeps loading. I thought they had the loading screens.
There's
yeah.
definitely loading screens.
Trying to think of
There wasn't, but then like there's level endings.
Yeah.
where
dialogue endings.
Yeah. Anyways, other than the Stalker series, which you've now kind of re-got me hyped for, what have you been playing?
Oh, there
Or
was
is that-
something else I played. Oh yeah, I finished Second Son.
Oh yeah,
Oh, finally.
How do
You had
wait,
like half an hour left, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Or a boss
legit had
fight
half
or
an hour.
something.
I had the final boss fight, which was really fucking easy, and I did full evil,
Okay.
and that ending for full evil is fucked.
Really?
It's so bad.
It's so fucked. Like, do you want me to spoil?
No,
it?
don't, because I still want to go through
Okay.
and fully evil it at some point.
You never will.
It's gonna shock you, Riccio, if you haven't seen it.
It's
Honestly-
super easy to go through when you skip all the fucking cutscenes. Well, other than seeing the evil stuff, I guess. But
Honestly, it's
It's super good when you don't care about actually seeing the evil stuff and just skip it all.
yeah.
So quick, so quick.
It gets to be a little bit like the ending is I found it to be a little bit repetitive sometimes, because I found that strategy with that one power that no matter how many guys I was facing just worked out fucking great.
Okay.
And what it was I just used smoke and just used that like choking ash ability.
Yeah.
And I just fucking like throw that into a group of people and then just run around burning their faces.
Yeah.
It was like
For me, it was doing the
Done.
neon leg shots over and over again.
Yeah.
so it kind of feels a little bit, it didn't feel like broken, but it just was like kind of put on easy mode and just like rolled through it really quickly. So
Yeah.
it's not, I guess it's not a
I
bad
feel like
thing.
it's more annoying to refill your powers.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like I would have liked it if they had have just kind of like made them a little bit infinite, like there was an ability.
Although, I mean, at least the traversal stuff doesn't use up powers. Like
yeah,
it did in
that's a nice.
Yeah, thank God for that,
first
because that would have
two,
been annoying.
because- Yeah.
That's a really nice feature that they don't use it. So, I wish there was an ability at like when you hit maximum evil or maximum good, that it was like your powers don't need like.
You don't need to go to sources.
You don't need to
anymore.
go to sources. You're good. But I feel like that would kind of burn the game a bit. But at the same time, it broke my flow when I was trying to get somewhere else or during the middle of a fight. I was like, where's the fuck's that power? Like, okay, I'm just gonna have to fucking beat these people to death and not use my powers.
There have been so many times in that game, maybe not so many, maybe like 5 or 6, but where I will, like, I'll assess a situation and then be like, okay, I rolled with Neon almost 100% of the time.
Okay. Right.
Once I had it.
I went with the power after all the time once I got it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
But I would like assess the situation, be like, okay, I'm going to jump down here, I'm going to aim, it's going to slow down time, and I'm going to get their legs, and like this, or I'm going to jump down here, I'm going to use the super or whatever. And I don't know what it was, but I feel like I went to absorb a Neon source, and then somehow absorbed Smoke or the other one.
Yeah.
And went, fuck!
And then jumped down and aimed down my sights, and it's like, what the fuck is...
It caught you off guard, didn't it, Dave?
I hate Smoke.
I was actually really sad. I remember like the initial realization whenever you get more than one power, and I'm like, oh sweet, you just got like Neon. Oh cool. How do I switch back to Smoke? Which button is it? How do you go back to? And then realizing like, oh, I have to go find it every time. I was like,
yeah, that really bothered me.
And then your map gets so crowded with the 3 different colors.
Yeah.
But I couldn't fucking determine which colors went with what most of the time. I was like, this one's fucking. I had to wait until I was like close enough to drain it and was like, drain Smoke.
yeah.
Drain Neon. I was like, fuck.
Also, that last power has drained it in a dumb way. And I don't like
yeah,
The last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get that one accidentally. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go drain. Oh, I'm gonna get the other one. It's like, oh, fucking goddamn. But yeah, Infamous was really good.
Because also the traversal with that last one is not
nice at all.
Good. No.
No.
But what was it? There was I feel like Infamous was a really good game, but for some reason once I finished it,
there's all that paper trail stuff is in the game now.
Yeah.
Right? But I can't bring myself to like boot it up and play it again.
The thing is, when Paper Trail started, it was really interesting, but I fucking hated doing it every time because you'd run up to like a post office box. It's like, oh sweet, cool. Now log on to your PC and go do this thing really quick. You done that? Okay, go take a picture of something. Okay, go back to your PC. And I was like I'm lucky I have this shit like right next to it. And even then I was just like,
people who have like, I have to
get up or open my phone and try to do it on my phone or something.
Yeah.
But there was that plus like, I would do something on my PC and I'm like, okay, just get to the next fucking part. Like, I don't want to figure this thing out. And it just ended up me like trying to Google the ways to do it just to kind of skip all the garbage.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. I just got to go grab my my laptop charger.
Sure, no problem, man. Let me make sure I don't have to call him. Oh, this thing. But yeah, no, it was interesting, but it was also super annoying. I don't know. I've only done part 1 and 2, which thing where the one's out like that first week and a half or something.
I kept trying to do the first one.
Yeah.
And it kept saying like, your account isn't set up yet or something.
Okay.
And then I went and set it up.
Was the Paper Trail ones the like journalist stuff, or is that something else?
No, it's
the journalist stuff is like the like day one.
Oh yeah.
You bought this digitally or
the limited? I think it was a limited edition first run ones came with it.
First run and digital copies.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Paper Trail was the origami power one,
origami
which I think you can get that now or something. I don't know.
Maybe I would assume if they introduced it into the world and gave the like powers and stuff, I would assume at the end of Paper Trail that you get it.
I feel like that one would have a pretty cool traversal.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Welcome back. But yeah,
well, the traversal, like what the paper person actually does is just fucking teleport.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah,
that was really cool. Exploding origami.
To be honest with you, I did not touch that at all.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying to go through, but I haven't finished it. Maybe one day I'll go back and do that really quick just to kind of see what it's like.
8 parts or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Because it's supposed to be for 2 months after release, right? And that's 1 a week.
Yeah, that would make sense then. Yeah, roughly 8 parts. Unless they like skipped on one of them, it was like fuck it, here's the power. Everybody hates this. But yeah, no. Anyways, I don't know. Infamous was alright. I feel like the more I look back at it, like I had kind of fun playing it, but it was also just kind of like...
It was just another Infamous?
Yeah, it was just kind of like another Infamous. Like, and I mean, it's not to say it was a bad game, because Infamous is still really fun to go through, but it was also just kind of like...
Just another adventure game kind of thing.
Like, I feel like I get that a lot lately, where it's just like, you get really excited for a game as it's coming out, and you play it, and it's like, yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
I kind of feel like part of that is because of the fact that we have so many games to play, period. Like, there's so many things that come out pretty regularly.
Yeah.
I actually think it has a lot to do with us maturing as gamers.
That too, yeah.
Because if you look at a lot of how we play games now, we're still playing a lot of the new stuff.
Yeah.
And I know me and Devin are skipping on certain ones, but you don't because you stream and have time to fill with that stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like just noticing our gaming habits, there's always like a core few games that we're each going back to all the time. Or like never stop playing in the first place.
Yeah.
Like you keep going back to Warframe all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's that.
Whereas it like a couple years ago, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Nope. I feel like it's not the old faithfuls is not the way to put it, but it's something that has solid gameplay that keeps your interest, that you keep going back to because it's either being patched or it's just like been long enough that you've kind of forgot how the game goes, or you're looking for that.
I keep going back to Awesome Knots.
Yep.
I literally cannot stop playing Hearthstone right now. If they were still making, I'm playing Hearthstone right now. You don't see it, but I'm playing Hearthstone.
Did you actually try the new Awesome Knots character, by the way?
I tried Foxy a little bit. I haven't tried the new Sentry one that just came out yesterday or whatever.
MCB showed me the music that plays. It's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah, you have a collect call from.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. One of the lines that Sentry character says, because he's got a phone on him, he says, "Your refrigerator is running. Why aren't you?"
Oh God.
Oh, that's fucking great.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's something Somppi would say.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like I feel like Somppi would just yell that to an NPC in game during like Grand Theft Auto or even.
But
Rust
that new Sentry
like
character is supposed to be like a ganker. Like
okay.
appear out of nowhere, fucking end people.
Like a new
like a
chameleon.
Leon. Like a Leon, yeah.
I started playing a character like that in Smite. Actually, it's really fun.
Oh yeah, your nemesis.
No, I'm another character now. It's the Loki where
really?
you hit one button and you go just invisible. You just run up someone's back and you do more damage when you stab in the back. And then when they run
So
away,
literally is Leon.
yeah,
It's literally Leon. Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, like a pull thing, but you can teleport behind them and stuff. Anyways, it's fucking awesome. But yeah,
He's the god of tricksters. So
yeah, but yeah, but what was the point we were talking about there? Just going back to a lot of good shit.
A lot of good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I mean, Kumar's considerably older. Well, not considerably older than us. He is older
He's
than us.
fucking old.
But I feel like
Thanks,
he's already there with the way he plays games, especially as he's always playing Spelunky, he's always playing FTL. He has those core few that he keeps going back to, even though he will play Infamous, but then he'll be done with it, and he'll go back to these other.
I finished Infamous so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. You know what?
I think we were all very hyped for Infamous, though. So we all kind of sat down that first week and just cruised through it, except Devin, because Devin has Bioshock.
Mind you, it's
syndrome.
also
I have
like
this
it's a game that
weird fucking thing I do with games that are like new releases.
So I got 3/4 of the way through and then stopped and never play them again.
Yeah. And then I'm like, 2 months later, I'm like, yeah, I should fucking play this game. And then, I don't know. It's weird.
I've been having this weird thing the past, let's say 2 weeks, where I've been broadcasting a lot longer than I normally do. From going from like a quick 4-hour stream to making every day almost like a 9-hour crazy fucking
Where did that
sprint.
coincide with you moving here?
Yeah, here, where I can just go whatever time to whenever time.
Not disturb anyone except potentially your neighbors. Which
I haven't
pissed
heard
off
shit
tonight, but
I have no idea. I can't hear.
Who they
I always
are,
have headphones on.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't hear shit. Whatever. No, but no, they literally have no way of contacting me other than like fucking hitting on the door and hoping.
And even then, you're not going to answer that fucking door.
I won't know it. Yeah. Like, no, it's not me. It's this guy outside from me, to the left of me. You're on the corner. Fucking birds, man. Screaming about games.
fucking birds, man.
But yeah. Anyways, the past I've been streaming a whole bunch, and I've managed to start and finish a whole bunch of games that.
I've noticed that used to be known as like the person who's like,
I'm not gonna finish shit.
I'm never gonna finish this fucking game.
Oh, look at this cool game. Oh shit, look at this
Even
cool
at
game.
the point that like maybe a year and a half ago, we had a long stream day where we sat down. Maybe it was a couple days or whatever.
Yeah.
Where we just sat down and like, okay, here's a stack of
games.
8 or 9 games that I've gotten I've done the Devin syndrome with.
Yeah. And just being like, oh shit, I was 20 minutes away from the end. But
Brothers in Arms. I bought this game when it came out in 2007. I remember getting stuck at this mission. It was so hard.
I've got like
10 minutes later, you're done on the first try.
I walked like across like a fucking little road and was just like,
kill
wow,
the
man.
tank, and then
Look at this cutscene. I was like,
credits.
you're just done with it, aren't you?
what the fuck? Yeah, it was over. But yeah, anyway, so the past few weeks I've been finishing games where, okay, for example, I played through. Let's go. Had I finished Daylight by the last one?
No.
I'd done half of it.
Yeah, you'd done half.
And then I showed you guys.
Well, we talked about it on the reason why you're confused because we talked about it on the.
That's what okay. So does that mean I hadn't finished Outlast either?
No, you had finished Outlast.
Because we were showing on the okay, and there was penises that I had to cut out, which I changed that. What picture did I add for that penis thing? It was the Nathan Drake fucked up weird face. Anyway, yeah, there's a penis. There's a lot of penises that ended up in the last podcast accidentally from Outlast. Outlast has a lot of penises, you guys.
It's funny because the moment of realization was the best part.
Yeah,
because it was so completely unexpected. And
that game was awesome. Anyways, I played through the rest of Daylight. Daylight is about a game that was told was about 2 hours long. I think I finished it within an hour and a half or 2 hours ish.
I think it was about that.
Yeah, it was a game that I was super hyped for. I was really excited because back whenever I was looking at it, it was when it was kind of I was going to get it on the PS4 because what they were going to do was some interesting stuff. I think that they mentioned with the PlayStation camera where
they would monitor your reactions.
Well, yeah, whenever they need, because the game is all about being procedurally generated for the whole map. It would just kind of like create hallways, create stuff, and then you'd have to go find things like Slenderman, like hey, go find pages and stuff. I think I talked about it last week, but I hadn't finished it.
Yeah, you talked about it.
Solid stuff. And whenever it would try to scare you, it would kind of be like, oh, I'll turn the camera on and record it. Then whenever you're dead or something, we'll show you your highlights. I don't think they actually ever did that. But anyways, that's why I was excited about it. So I was like going into this like, oh, you know what, I'll finish Daylight, whatever. I played about an hour and a half the first day that I played it. And then the second day when I went to go play it, I was like, oh, you know what, we'll sit down. I don't know how many hours are left. Let's fucking do this. And then I finished it within 30 more minutes. And it was like the most depressing bullshit ending thing, kind of like,
oh yeah, you showed us that fucking ending.
Like to the point where I hate to be super mean about it, but like it's to anybody who's thinking about picking it up. I know it's like $15, maybe it's $9, but I would even like skip on it. The gameplay is really not that fun officially. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I don't remember if I talked about this last time.
Like a 3.
But it's the first Unreal Engine 4 game.
Yeah, also ran like crap till I finally got it to work properly ish kind of. But anyways, the thing is that it literally has like the worst ending, and not even to spoil what it is. You're running through doors like you've been doing for the past hour and a half, and then suddenly it shoves you into like a cutscene where this dude's talking to you, like the guys been talking to you the entire time, and like they're just talking, kind of like, oh yeah, no, so here's some little history stuff, and then like it just randomly tells you to do something for like 10 seconds of something, and then it's got black screen, credits roll, and you're just like, what?
So it's just really abrupt.
It's really abrupt. It doesn't really tell you much about what the hell the story is.
The way they phrased that sounded like it was supposed to be some sort of big mindfuck reveal or whatever, but
and I was like,
what is even happening?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? It's over? Like, what the fuck? And I think it's because what you're supposed to do is play through the game multiple times to kind of find all the pages strewn throughout the entire
But even
thing.
still, that's just poor fucking design.
Not only that, but a lot of the game is like main character Sarah being like, oh, who's there? Ah, ooh. And you like clicking on like a piece of paper that you have to just read over and over and over, like just different stuff. And it's not that great. It was really not fun, and the scares kind of get you the first few times because things spawn around and scream at you. But then when you figure out that if you don't look at them, it doesn't activate the scares. You just kind of look at the floor, look at the walls, and then you just kind of like turn around, like not looking at them, and keep sprinting. Then it's super shitty. And then when you realize that things can accidentally spawn in front of your face, scream, and disappear instantly and do nothing, it's just sort of, I don't know, the game's sort of, it's just not good. I don't know. I was really sad. Outlast is way better. But anyways, boom, knocking that one off. I finished that. After that, I'd already finished Ni no Kuni, yeah. So I started on Wind Waker, on the Wii U, the HD remake.
Didn't you like power through a lot of that though?
So I powered through it, but I didn't really power through it. I just had a lot of free time to play it. Because it was weird because it was like, oh yeah, I'll finally start Wind Waker. I've never actually beaten it. I got to a part where we have to go collect Triforces, and I stopped, which was coincidentally pretty much the end of the game.
This is like when you had first played it for the first time, kind of thing.
Yeah, back when I was like a kid playing it on the GameCube or something. I don't know. Apparently, the game
they super shortened that for the HD thing.
They did, but they also didn't.
Yeah, it's still long.
Yeah, it's still super bold. They thankfully in the HD version they let you kind of get the sail that makes you like double speed and like just not have to worry about pointing the wind in the right direction and all that stuff, so it goes faster. But yeah, so I started playing Wind Waker. That game is fucking awesome. Looks beautiful and like plays really good. It makes me realize also how much third-person action adventure games have changed in terms of like hack and slashy kind of like, I don't know, fighty slashy adventure games, RPG adventure games, let's say. How lock-on has changed. For stuff like Darksiders, for stuff like other stuff, where you'd hit like that Z targeting thing. In Wind Waker, there's no like target select, So you lock onto some dude. There's like 5 dudes attacking you, but then one dude's gonna try to attack, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna parry him, so I'm gonna target him. So you let go and you tap it, and you're like, no, I'm dying. And it was just, I kept wanting to just target and then flick the right stick to like swap targets, and it's kind of cool to like see how stuff has changed. Like even just the minor details, how like some developer at one point put out a game was like, oh, let's add this shit to it. It's like, oh, that changes everything. Now we can do better fighting. But despite that mild whatever crap, that game was fucking awesome. I managed to finish in like 3 streams, I think, which were incredibly long.
Jeez.
And it's so weird to play that game and have people in the channel going like, oh man, I played this when I was a kid. It took me like weeks. It took me like a year. It took me whatever. Like I kept putting it down and shit.
3 days.
Be in like 3 days and be like, wow, that was the game. To be fair, I didn't go get a lot of the extra heart containers. I just kind of like mainlined the game. I did some side stuff, but not too many of it. Not too much of it. But goddamn, Wind Waker was a fucking phenomenal game.
Most of the Zeldas are.
The thing is recently I've kind of not wanted to play any Zelda games. I hated them, and then I kind of played a bit of Darksiders back like a few years ago or something. I really enjoyed that, and then I still hated Zelda games. Then I played A Link Between Worlds, which is the 3DS one. Got super hyped about Zelda games again. Bought Wind Waker HD and finally got around to playing it. And now I'm like, me playing that and having people come in and being like, yeah, fucking Zelda's so good, like I missed this. And then people talking about Skyward Sword, which I was kind of curious about, talking about Twilight Princess, which I've never played either. I'm now going to pick up Twilight Princess whenever I have the time and play through that because, holy shit, there's obviously a lot of love that goes into making these games, and a lot of people seem to enjoy them, and a lot of people are talking really highly about Twilight Princess, so I think I'm definitely going to check that one out. Skyward Sword kind of always has like weird mixed reviews of people enjoying it but hating certain parts of it, or just kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I was given a chicken bite here, and I can't eat it because I keep talking. Also, Devin's doing crazy stunts. But anyways, yeah, so I finished Wind Waker. That was really good. I'm really glad I played through that. Makes me also realize how the gamepad on the Wii U lasts about 3.5 hours before dying completely. So I had to play
battery-wise?
Yeah, and with my cast going for 9 hours sometimes, I was plugged in a lot, which is not too bad, but it was just, I didn't realize that thing doesn't last too long. But yeah, so Wind Waker was really good.
You finally had a reason to play it a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's kind of, there's something to be said for being able to start a cast one day, put in like, let's say Wind Waker, and then 9 hours later being like, oh shit, it's late, I should stop, and have been like, okay, playing the game, but like still really enjoying it. And sure, people do that sometimes, and that's really cool, but it's different when you're broadcasting it, because a lot of the times it'll get towards the end of the night, and like I'm just streaming. I'm like, I don't want to stream anymore. Like I don't want to be talking anymore. Like I just want to. It sounds really stupid to say, but it's like I don't want to focus on too much stuff. I just kind of want to relax. But Wind Waker, 9 hours later, I'm still like, let's fucking go hard. Like shit. Like tomorrow morning, I cannot fucking wait to wake up at 2 p.m. Not wake up 2 p.m. Wake up and then by 2 p.m.
You motherfucker.
No, I've messed that sentence up. Wake up and by 2 p.m. be like streaming and fucking playing some more of this stuff for 9 more hours. Like let's go, let's do this. Like that game was fucking. That was really fun. But yeah, anyways, after finishing Wind Waker, I moved on to other stuff, which I've been meaning to have time to play.
I also just want to point out real quick, you just have a fucking single popcorn chicken just sitting on your desk, not even like on a plate or
keep
anything.
Talking.
So you keep doing it. Hide the shame.
I don't want to talk.
I tricked him into eating the popcorn chicken. Now
That's the worst.
Stop talking.
Okay, so
Great shit.
You bastard. So I finished Wind Waker. I can't tell if there's anything else that I finished. Child of Light. Had I finished that by last time?
No.
Nope.
No.
You hadn't.
I finished Child of Light. That
And,
was really.
you know,
That was the ending,
first
right?
of this new series you've been working
So
on.
Child of Light was fucking awesome. $15. I think maybe I did finish it by last time.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think you had.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I believe you finished
I don't think
it
you had
after.
finished it, Riccio.
I feel like
I
that
finished
was
it?
Sunday or Monday or something.
I don't
like
think
that.
you had.
That game is amazing. Multiple things to say about this. $15. That game is fun as fuck. That combat system stays awesome for the whole game. The kind of crafting gem stuff felt really good. The story was pretty awesome. The rhyming stuff was really awesome. Anyways, for $15, that game is fucking awesome. But then when I got to the end, and then the credits start rolling, and there's like an actual vocal, and like songs with vocals in it, and I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of recognize this person. Who the fuck?
From Montreal, man.
Yeah, who is this? And then I realized it was
Beatrice Martin.
Yeah, Cœur de Pirate or whatever. And I was like, oh,
you went
shit, it's her.
super French
Cœur
there.
de Pirate. No. Yeah, but I was like, oh, shit, it's that chick. I used to listen to her. And then, like, I go to look for that song, and then I realized she made the whole fucking soundtrack for the game. Because all piano stuff. And I was like, ah. And then that soundtrack is like $9, and I'm probably new to buy that.
I already did.
From the little bit that I've tuned in when you were playing Child of Light, the soundtrack sounded fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so mellow and amazing. Like,
she's such a good composer. It's unreal.
Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, it's super awesome. Yeah, so Child of Light, highly recommend playing that. I don't want to say too much. That game is actually really cool. It's a bit, it goes dark, but really cool, and it's fun. It's good. It's a good playthrough for $15, and it was like I think 10 or so hours to go through, which is awesome.
Good. That's good.
That's good value
over.
Yeah,
money.
for sure.
Yeah.
And what else? So
Content-wise, it's pretty good.
I started. I don't want to get to the new stuff because I think there's something else that I played this week.
No,
but I can't remember it
because it was Zelda right into the other thing.
I put this little. Okay, no. So it would have been the other stuff that I finished before it. Okay, so once I finished Zelda, I was looking at my games of like what I want to do next and what I want to play, and there's one series that I was looking at, and I've kind of been not wanting to start a huge series of games just because I was like, oh, you know what, like if I start this, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get through all of these, or it's gonna be a lot of casts. It's gonna take a while. Like I don't want to just get people to start watching this until I realized that a lot of older games, if you sit down and kind of not tank them as in you're trying to go through them as fast as you can, but just kind of really sit down and play them, they're kind of like 9 or 10 hours or so. So you can, with the way I've been casting, you can kind of finish them in like 2 casts. Let's say, I think the series that I started, Metal Gear Solid, the first game took me 3 casts, but that's only because I started it halfway through one of them. It was like I finished Wind Waker and then I waited like 20 minutes and then I went into Metal Gear Solid.
No, so that would be a solid 2 because the other one was finishing it. Like it was
right.
It was starting it, a solid day of it, then finishing it and switching to 2 halfway through.
So so I started Metal Gear Solid. I've never played the first one.
At that rate, you should be on Metal Gear 3.
Well, today when I was playing Metal Gear 2, people were like, "Holy shit, you're already at that boss battle?" So I guess I'm like halfway through or something. Fuck.
Well, considering of the 3 people they said at the beginning, you just beat one of them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyways, I've never played Metal Gear Solid before. Well, that's kind of a lie. I played Metal Gear Solid 1 a while back. Like I think it was the PC version came out. I went the starting part where you go up the elevator and I ran around the snow or something, and I fucking gave up because it wasn't running. Well, back then, spoilers I might have found on the internet or something, and I was like, oh, what is the internet? What's happening? I don't know what the fuck was happening. Yeah, so I started playing Metal Gear Solid, and holy shit. 2 things. Or multiple things, but 2 things that I'm in my head right now. 1, holy fuck, for a PlayStation 1 game, in 1998, that is the most insane shit ever. Amazing voice acting, like quality voice sampling or whatever, like it doesn't sound like it's tinny or fucking garbage. A shit ton of voice acting.
Well, and I mean, arguably that entire game is its voice acting. So I can see why they didn't skimp on that.
But it's awesome. So it's like a shit ton of voice acting, a crazy awesome story. Gameplay that at first I was going into it and I was kind of worried because like this is gonna be fucking garbage to go through. Like the old Metal Gear Solids, like stuff has been tough from 2, 3, 4 from what I've been hearing until 4, where you could finally like crouch walk and do like simple things that I'm kind of used to now. So trying to go back to the first one, I was thinking was going to be shit to try to get used to. But man, that game is similar to something like nowadays you'd think of like Monster Hunter, where the mechanics are weird, but they're built to be restrictive, that everything kind of knows the restrictions and the kind of like what you're, I don't know, it was just good. Anyways, I got really into it. I finished it in like 2-ish casts. I was so surprised about how good that game was for a 1998 game. Like it was better than some things that I played recently.
1998 was a fucking incredible year of gaming.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to bring up as a second thing. Were you there on the cast when I was started? Okay. 1998 has like all of the fucking games pretty much. Like Rogue Squadron or something, I think was
the
one
original
of them.
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron, Ocarina of Time, Half-Life 1. No, that's just some shot. Pokemon apparently. What else? I can't even remember. There's an insane amount of games that came out in 1998. I have to check this because it was kind of mind blowing. So Banjo-Kazooie, Rainbow Six coming out. Oh no, that was the PS4 version or PS1 version, N64 version. Sorry. So Metal Gear Solid, Fallout 2, which is insane. Pokemon fucking came out, the first one.
This is like black and white, right?
Yeah, yeah, but red and blue, but like the black and white.
Sorry,
red and blue.
Yeah.
If you just think about the number of franchise starters that came out that year.
Yeah. Half-Life, Sin, which died there quickly after. StarCraft Brood Wars fucking thing. Thief Dark Project fucking came out. Like,
holy shit,
look,
really?
Baldur's Gate.
Oh, Baldur's Gate.
That's
one of my favorites.
First Mario Party. Sonic Adventure, which was actually insane on the Dreamcast. Like, just fucking Delta Farce. Wow, I just did the stupid, whatever that stupid Canadian stupid shows. Grim Fandango, which is another thing. Like, just 1998 was fucking insane. Like, what the hell?
The only other year that I can think of that's been like that fucking incredible is maybe 07. Because that had like Mass Effect, Bioshock, yeah.
I remember one
Halo
of those,
3.
So there was some point with the PS3 and 360 where just like everything was fucking just hitting all crazy. But yeah, no, I was just shocked. Like I was going through this,
and all the sequels to those games came out in 09.
It was all garbage.
So like, yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just an insane revelation of just realizing how insane 1998 was, and apparently how game design was fucking amazing.
Taking it to the next level.
Yeah. So yeah, I finished Metal Gear Solid 1. That game was fucking cool. The stories are complicated, but I didn't think they were going to be still like totally kind of easy to follow, I guess. Like, I don't know. It was it was just really awesome. And
they weren't as bad as you thought they would be?
Yeah, not as bad as I don't know. People have been saying like, oh, you got to like do them in order. You got to do this thing. You got to do like you got to read wikis after this to understand everything. I'm sure you do,
They're
but
not that bad. I feel like you can figure out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But almost like when you're that not knowledgeable about the series.
Oh, yeah.
Like the fact that you didn't even know that you played Metal Gear Solid 2 as Raiden.
Yeah.
Like that's something that like I've never played Metal Gear Solid 2 in my life, and I knew that.
There's some things I know. Like the weird thing is
So I feel, but I mean, to that point, I don't think you should brave wikis at all yet.
Yeah,
because I feel like you'd have a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
wrecked for you.
But when I started Metal Gear Solid 2, I think I've actually played a bit of it before because I had it, I think, on the original Xbox. Is when they put it out at some like I had like a greatest hits weird version of it or something.
Weird. But even then, the first mission is you play a snake.
And I just didn't. Yeah, so I think I didn't even get to the fucking part where you're doing whatever the hell I'm doing now. But
doing the game.
Yeah, doing the game.
The non-tutorial.
Yeah, but
still kind of a tutorial because Kojima. But
yeah. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 has so far been pretty awesome. I just started today. I just got to the, I don't know, no spoilers, to the Fat Man fight, the dude who plants bombs everywhere. And that was pretty cool to go through, and that's pretty much where I'm at. But yeah, man, that Metal Gear Solid is a fucking crazy franchise. And the only thing I'm worried about is that I've played through 4 fully before, but that's when I bought the PS3 for the first time. I didn't even have HD. It was just like coming in from like a shitty TV that was like crushed 4x3. Could barely fucking read the words, and I'm pretty sure I skipped a few cutscenes. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, yeah, I'll just go through this game. Yeah,
no, that's my dad played that game just like, oh, cutscene, skip it. All right, next gameplay.
Yeah,
I assume that's how you played that game too.
Yeah, because I don't know. At one point, I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Just whatever.
And also, like the amount of like backstory and stuff behind those games is just like
it's crazy.
If you started in 4, you couldn't even like. I bet you'll re-experience 4 as a brand new game, having played. The
I'm gonna be going through and be like, oh, this is that part with like, there's a character that's in Metal Gear Solid 1, which they kind of like bring back, kind of him. Like we experienced that today, where it was just like a dude that kind of looks like somebody from the first game that they're bringing back, and I'm just like, oh shit, they brought him back, and just playing.
From everything I've heard about Metal Gear Solid 4,
yeah.
I haven't actually played it. I own it, but I have never played it.
Oh man.
That game is like fucking everything that series has ever wanted or
well, it's technically supposed to end there, I guess, but yeah.
Well, it's supposed to end with every game.
Yeah, yeah.
Kojima's always done after he makes a game.
It's weird because going through the first Metal Gear Solid, I could already feel different ways that I could have gone through it. Like done things differently to be like super stealthy or do whatever. Like thing is, Metal Gear Solid 1, you don't have the ability to like tranquilize people. You literally go up to bosses and you have to like shoot them fucking dead. Like there's no like, oh, you can be a nice guy. Maybe there is. I actually don't know. But it kind of makes me realize that maybe all the shit I was talking about or reading about Ground Zeroes of being like, oh, you could beat it in like 20 minutes. Sure, that's garbage, but I'm pretty sure there's so many just weird like. There's so much weird hidden shit in all the Metal Gear Solids so far that I've seen. I haven't even really seen shit.
Well, the thing a lot of people give Ground Zeroes a lot of flack for is that if you know, yes, you're right. If you know exactly where you're going, because technically you need to, the entire The entirety of Ground Zeroes is grab one person, bring them to a chopper, grab a second person, bring them to the chopper.
Yeah.
So if you know, like, where those people are on the map and which chopper point is closest to them, yes, sure, 20 minutes, easy, no problem. I mean, there's a podcast, a few podcasts back,
you played through the whole thing.
I played through the entirety of the game on the podcast.
Yep.
And that podcast was like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I was like being all shitty at it and just like getting in open firefights with people and just, yeah.
But
the one thing I really admire about the Metal Gear games is that they kind of just, they're all based in like one mission.
Yeah.
Basically. So you almost like, you get to know like the area that you're running
I didn't realize, like, I've always seen... like I've seen people try and speedrun Metal Gear Solid, or I've seen gameplay for Metal Gear Solid 1 before, like cutting out all the story things that I never see, but just see the gameplay. It looked like that game was fucking massive. But literally, there's like the starting elevator part. There's like an outside of the base. There's the main like bunker. Then there's like a tank yard. Then there's like a bunker. And then there's like an elevator down. And then there's like 3 rooms. And then there's like a boss room. And you're just going back and forth through like that, like general. There's maybe like a few more rooms added onto that.
But yeah,
it's like
also
a general...
you just exactly described it because you played the game and got to know that area.
And at to the point where at the end it's just like, oh man, you have got to go back to that first tank thing. So you just kind of run back through it, and it's
like, oh, I know
like a
exactly
3-minute
where
run.
that is.
And you're just like, wow, this game's really not that big, but it's not that bad. So I could see just like a small base, like in Ground Zeroes, could be something that you could approach in many like different times to just fuck around and see what you could do with it, or do like the side things. Like seeing like going through Metal Gear Solid 1 and realizing like that's like a base, let's say, and then in like thinking not of Ground Zeroes but of what 5 could end up being.
Well, 5 is supposed to be like crazy open world.
Yeah, like that sounds
like,
fucking more mind blowing now to me than it ever did. Like before, it was like, oh yeah, it's
3's like another level too because it's like a large forested area basically.
But
4's, I guess. I've never played 4.
Yeah.
You have no problems. I feel bad for you, son.
But 4, from what I've played a little bit of it, or seen a little bit of it, it seems like, okay, progress through this area. Okay, progress through this area.
Yeah.
So.
But,
come here, you yuppie.
What do I want to say? Devin, no. There's a few things, like, yeah, I don't know. And even like Metal Gear Solid 1, seeing like you finish it and you can kind of unlock like unlimited ammo bandanas and all this stuff. And I think Ground Zeroes has the same way. Like if you get different ratings or difficulty modes, you get like.
Well, you start with more guns, just like on the ground in front of you.
So that seems pretty cool.
But there was also the interesting thing about Ground Zeroes is that because you get to know the areas that you're going to, like even just after 1 or 2 playthroughs of that, it's like I know everything this base is. I know where to get down into the area you're supposed like. But they put 4 or 5 different missions just like in that same world, and then you still kind of know where everything is, but you're trying to accomplish different goals in it, and that's interesting too. Also, apparently there's like weird pre-order ones, and one of them he plays Raiden.
Yep, like, Déjà Vu and Jamais Vu, which is now coming out to both consoles at some point in the near future. You can you get both of them. No, there's a weird thing that I want to try to explain about Metal Gear Solid games. First, I'm really hyped. If you guys actually want to see the rest of the Metal Gear Solids, I'm about to finish 2.
Tune into
my channel. I'll be going through 2, 3, 4.
Until next Tuesday.
Until next Tuesday, whenever like
when
Wolfenstein
shit comes out, and it'll take
Transistor,
a little bit of a break.
Which I'll finish in like 2 days, like both.
Although at the rate you're going,
I'll finish
like saying next Tuesday, you'll be probably done 3.
Well, I want to not start 3 till I know that I'll have time for it. Whoa, Kumar, you okay?
Zimbabwe, you all right?
Kumar, turn into a squid?
No, like if you have both weekend days, I bet you streaming like all tomorrow.
The thing is, on the weekend, people want me to do like some multiplayer games, so I might dedicate a bit of that. Just to kind of take a break.
Maybe you'll finish 2 before you start.
I want to make sure that 2 is done, and then before Wolfenstein and Transistor and The Forest comes out. So I want to start 3 and then just fucking go for it. I don't want to be like, okay, guys, it'll be like next week, and I'll go through like the rest of this. I want to just go for it. But
maybe you should have Metal Gear Mondays.
And Tuesdays awesome. And Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. Starting next. No, okay.
Well, you have Warframe Wednesdays, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
Metal Gear Mondays.
Warframe Wednesdays has been a huge failure now.
Well,
because I've been playing
your fault.
Yeah, it's my own fault. But no, what I want to say is I want to explain.
It's Friday today. You played Warframe today.
Yeah, that's weird.
Warframe Fridays.
Warm Fridays. No, War Fridays. But no. So okay.
Warframe days.
This thing I want to try to explain about Metal Gear that is like I don't know how to properly put it into words, but I like how because all of them are like Hideo Kojima. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't ever actually probably know if I said his name properly, so I'm gonna fuck it up right now.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima. I like how it's literally like you feel like every game is like his vision, and somebody probably would have told him like, why the fuck did you do that? He's like, because I fucking said so. Just put that shit in the fucking dialogue. Or like just like dumb shit where like people be like, oh no, how do I disarm this bomb? Well, look at your controller and push the circle button. And you're just like, no one gives a fuck about it. Like, oh yeah, the circle button. That sounds great. Or like just weird shit where use like the controller on you and it'll vibrate, or just like dumb stuff. Or like today it's like, make sure you have vibration on. Okay, thank you, Colonel. It's like, no one gives a fuck. Or like just the way the gameplay works.
Just the like, how am I supposed to hack into that console?
Yeah.
Well, here you go. You walk up to it and you press the action button.
Yeah.
You got that? Yeah, okay. Like, in character, in universe,
And
I walk up to this and press the action button.
yeah, and just other dumb stuff like that. And that's like dialogue stuff. But going through like, why the fuck
like
does...
that's...
But why does
you kind of don't care.
Yeah,
You're
why
like,
does Raiden
yeah,
fucking
alright.
backflip when you go to dive in and shit? It's like, I don't know, just make him fucking backflip. Why does he fucking like front flip, hold on to an edge when you do that? I don't know, just fucking let's do that. It's so dumb, but it's amazing and like weird shit where like guards will sleep or sneeze or you can, if you stay outside for too long, like you'll sneeze. Like really dumb shit that he probably just walked into and was like, that would probably fucking happen. Let's just code that into the game. It's like, why? That would probably like ruin something.
Well, there's all like weird little things
Yeah.
that they never explain to you.
Yeah,
like on
bird
the
shit.
tanker.
Yeah.
You stay outside for too long, you catch a cold, and then you start
Yeah.
sneezing when you're inside.
Yeah, or like there was some mind-blowing stuff that when you start 2, you're in a tanker and you're playing as Snake, let's say, and you go in and it shows like a shadow on the ground, and like people in the chat were like, yo, back in the day, like shadows didn't exist like that, so you seeing a shadow around the corner was fucking mind-blowing. I'm like, oh, that's pretty funny. Like, yeah, okay, games have changed. And then I run around the corner, and then I just kind of keep going, and then it gives you like a little picture-in-picture on the top of like a guard noticing like a wet footstep on the ground and then following them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like just shit that you don't even notice that doesn't even really happen in games these days, except for I'm guessing Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4 and like Ground Zeroes or something. But just dumb shit like that.
It's
and
like
then
in 1, don't they follow your footprints in the snow?
In the snow,
Yeah.
which I don't even fucking know about. But it was just this weird revelation of like me going outside to stepping into a puddle and then walking around and having like small footsteps and then yeah. But
it's kind of funny how that stuff doesn't even really get implemented in games these days.
Yeah,
as
I know.
much.
That's why I was like me laughing.
Well, even in the like competing stealth series, which is arguably Splinter Cell,
yeah.
I feel like people were either Splinter Cell or Metal Gear people.
But
growing up,
it was just funny the like me laughing at a shadow and be like, every game does that shit now. To like something that still isn't done to this day, maybe properly, I guess, is the footstep thing. And that was, I don't know. I know a few games have maybe done it before. I can like think of one, but I can't think of it.
Splinter Cell's the other like big stealth series. It doesn't do that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's all about like sound and vision.
Yeah, but I feel like some games in the past have had it where like maybe like Manhunt, where you like kill a guy and like step in his blood, and you had like footstep, like, or Hitman or something.
Yeah,
but would
or
a
something.
guard notice that?
I think so in Hitman. I think one of them had it or something.
Oh, actually, you
But-
know what? Hitman probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Hitman
it had a
probably
blood.
had it.
Yeah, but like
Because Hitman's actually a puzzle game.
yeah, I guess so. But it was I don't know. It was kind of like a mind blowing thing that it was kind of cool. But yeah, it's man, like there's so many games out there that now people are telling me to play, and now that I'm kind of like, instead of being like, oh, I'll never have time to play it, now I'm kind of like thinking about it, like, man, now I want to give it a shot. A lot of them seem to be JRPGs. Like people are like, oh man, you got to go play Final Fantasy 7, 8,
Persona
9,
4,
Persona 4,
Persona
Persona 3.
4,
I gotta finish Persona 3 still.
Persona 4.
Persona, I'll go play Suikoden. Like Drackle gave me the money to go buy that, so I'm gonna go play that. I bought like Chrono Trigger because I've never fucking played that. Like just a lot of
Persona
JRPGs.
4.
Persona 4. That's a good one. I did forgot about that one.
Have you not beat
You
that
always
yet?
do.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
But-
buddy, you should get on that.
But yeah, no. But, and I bought like the Spyro games, bought the Crash games. Like there's a lot of shit now that I'm kind of. I realize that now that I can kind of stream a lot, at least for now. I want to try to tackle as many as I can because there is legitly a lot of stuff that is really old that is still really good that I
Baddest
just.
shit I've ever seen, Devin.
I don't know. I can't believe it's still amazing. I'm sad that I
Playing
missed a lot
this
of
game
stuff.
like a racing game now.
It's pretty rad, Devin. But yeah. Anyways, Metal Gear Solid is a lot better than I thought it would be, and like a lot better than I thought it would be going back to it now, and it's cool. Like
I feel like almost any series that you start from the very beginning of the series and play up,
yeah,
I feel like you can really get into
You see the growth.
you can really appreciate what each game did for the series and the improvements they made. I had that when God of War 3 came out. I bought God of War 3 and then didn't open it until I had finished God of War 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which had just come
I
out
did the
with
same
the
thing actually.
collection.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so fucking good. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, except you didn't finish God of War 3 until like 3 years later. When
I still haven't finished Ascension because whatever.
Well, yeah, Ascension is not what I'm talking about because that's just another God of War 3. But going from like God of War 1 and then going to God of War 2 and be like, wow, this looks better and it feels tighter to play.
And then right after going to 3.
Going to 3 and being like, this is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
The other 2 games are trash.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
TS155.
I never want to play them again because you go to hell and have to do shitty puzzle climbing.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the most garbage parts of any game in history.
Yeah. Every time you... Anyway.
Kumar laughing at me when I bring the game into Future Shop and we're on shift together.
He was
and being
so
like,
upset.
I can't get parked this fucking boat part. You just kick this box like this and you're done. Fuck.
He was so upset.
Random question from the channel. TS155 says, "What's your opinion on Ground Zeroes?" I haven't played it yet. Dan's the only one who did it, and
Who's done it?
Who's done
Twice.
it? Did you like? 'Cause I know you've said it's short, and we talked about that. But did you actually enjoy it?
I feel like I've always had an issue with Metal Gear control schemes, and that's a big part of what's kept me from playing them.
Okay.
And like, even if I sit down and try and get into them,
Yeah.
I just can't. You know.
Okay.
That's why I like really watching you play these now
me
because it's
fucking
like
angry.
I will literally never touch these games because of the control scheme.
Yeah.
And actually, when you started playing them, because I didn't know you were playing them,
Yeah.
I had the HD collection downloaded on my Vita because like I will have to get to these one day because these are fucking classics. And you started playing it, I went on my Vita, deleted them.
Awesome.
Because now I don't need that shit anymore.
Well, at least you bought them, so they got.
But Ground Zeroes is definitely a step in the right direction because it feels like solid third-person controls. There's a little quirk here and there, but it's not any more different from standard third-person than other games would be.
So you haven't played 4, so I think 4 nailed that down because you could also crouch walk in 4, if I remember correctly.
There was still a lot of weird stuff in 4. Like,
I can't remember, but that's what at least what I...
Even all the aiming and like the way you would move while you were aiming. In this one, it's just like, hey, you can play this like Gears of War if you want.
Cool.
Guys, quick question. This is going to sound kind of dumb, but have they even announced when
5?
When 5 is actually coming? Like, is there a release date for it or no?
2015.
I think maybe that's like the tentative. Like so far, it's 2015.
Yeah, that's the date that they always kind of push out, and most likely it'll be
a year
delayed.
from now. It'll be a year from now. Whatever. It'll be a year from now. Yeah. But I don't think they haven't locked down a date at least. No, Kumar.
Well, I mean, the whole point that they released Ground Zeroes was like a Gran Turismo 5 thing where they were like, hey, you're waiting for this game. Why don't you play the tanker mission?
Yeah.
And just live on that for a little bit.
Yeah, whenever I started Metal Gear Solid 2, and I was like, do you want to do tanker or
plant or tanker and plant?
I was like, is this difficulties? Like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, which one do I choose? Everyone's like, tanker plant.
Everyone was tanker plant.
I choose it, and it's like, easy, normal, hard. I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably some fucking weird level select thing or something. But
I get it, though, because nothing carries over from tanker plant, or you can just say, I just want to start a new game, play the tanker mission because I already have a plant save.
I'm actually kind of surprised
I just want to get right into the fucking core game, so I'm gonna play plant. Yeah, I get it.
I'm actually surprised that no like save things carry over from like 2 to 3 or I realize that chronologically that shit's all fucked, but like weird stuff.
Well, with the amount of talking and explaining they do, they don't really need to. They just kind of establish like, okay, this was the canon ending from the last one.
I think I mean more for like every time you finish it, it gives you like a random item or something, just like
like a bandana.
Or patch. Or...
I mean, back then games were on 3-4 year development cycles.
True. Plus PS1 to fucking PS2 to like now it's PS4, PS3.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about Metal Gear, it's like, okay, there was one on the there was a singular game on the PS1. And now there was 2 on the PS2. There was a singular one on the PS3. And now there's one on the PS4, and there will be a second one. That's just because it's...
That jump of playing Metal Gear Solid 1 and what that looks like... I know 2 I'm playing the HD collection, but still, like, 1 being like... Looks like Resident Evil, like the old school ones. But the
looks like that Red vs. Blue guys animated it, because they're talking and they're just moving their heads.
And their arms are like fucking the sockets are... It doesn't make any sense. The funny thing is, though, there's one point... Whenever you put your back up against the wall, sometimes it'll flip the camera a little bit or do some stuff. Metal Gear Solid 1, there's one where you're like, you put your back up against the wall and it kind of zooms out, and then the amount of pixels that Solid Snake is taking up looks like he's from like fucking Super Brothers, like Sword and Sorcery, like just this 1 pixel, like few pixels high, like 2 little stick figure like in the distance. I'm like, this is fucking like, what the hell is this shit? This is amazing. But
it's 3's the one where they make the leap to like, hey, this is a more fully realized 3D world rather than like the fixed camera angle stuff. So
that's three originally wasn't like that until Subsistence, where they put out 2 copies.
When I played it, it was full.
Because they put out 3 Snake Eater, which had still like the go into an area and you would kind of like it would follow you sort of, and then they put it out Subsistence, which then you could go like third person and have it follow you kind of.
I guess that would make sense why they kept specifically calling the 3DS one that they released
Snake Eater
3D, because
probably
it's probably the easier to recreate on a 3DS version.
Yeah. I also heard that one has very terrible frame rate. Anyway,
so guys, it's official.
Like
Battlefield is easier to play when you're casting than Resogun.
I could see that, yeah.
Dan, which one do I want? The one I'm driving or the white one?
The one you're driving.
But yeah, also hearing everybody talk, like, you gotta think that Metal Gear Solid 4 to me was a blur. And everybody's like, oh man, there's so many cutscenes, and kind of I know that there was a lot of cutscenes.
Because you have to press X to skip.
Yeah, but no, Metal Gear Solid 1 also had like an ungodly amount of like walk into an area and then it would just be like fucking like here's 25 minutes cutscenes. Oh, you just killed that boss? Let me tell you about the fucking Russian like crazy war thing that's going on right now for like 30 minutes. And I'm just sitting there like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I just sit there and just kind of stare. No problem. Go on.
But you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
because,
but well, in 4, yeah. But in I'm saying in 1 it was doing this stuff. And that was really cool. Like, there's a shit ton of cutscenes, even in 1, but it's all so awesome. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just you're getting like invested into it, but I don't know. I can't.
Hey guys, I'll be back. I just have to move the car for my aunt.
Sounds good, man.
Sure.
See you in a little bit. But yeah, I'm blown away by how fucking good Metal Gear Solid games are. Like sure they're janky and they're really fucked up to control and they're really not like anything else.
I also feel like that's just time has done that to them.
Yeah. But
I bet you if I'd played Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid 2 when they came out, I would have been able to deal with that control scheme. But the way I've formed as a gamer has led me to touch those games and go like, why the fuck doesn't it just control the way I want it to?
But even thinking of like playing that on a PS1 versus the first Splinter Cell, where when you get spotted, like it was just game over. Yeah. And then seeing like Metal Gear where you kind of run around and get spotted. Then
I got shot by 1 bullet, 3/4 of my health bar is gone.
Yeah.
But they have a machine gun, so I'm dead.
Yeah. But no, what I mean, like Metal Gear Solid, like you get spotted, you get shot or something, and then you could like run up to the guy, flip him to the ground, and like fucking just run somewhere and try and hide, and it's like evade and all that stuff, and that was really
Splinter
cool.
Cell was just like,
they
shot me.
Why give you a health bar? Because you guys saw scene, But until like later on, where it's like, hey, you have a license to kill now, just go kill everything. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about Metal Gear, but I'm totally like, I can't believe
Metal Gear forever.
I can't believe how
I have such a respect for that series that even though I've never.
Yeah.
It's kind of this like. It's this legend of gaming, essentially.
Well, I think that's also why you've had a lot of people tune in to watch it, actually, and why when a lot of people are really respecting your first playthrough thing, because there are some people saying some spoilers and stuff, but for every person saying that, there are 2 or 3 people in the chat being like, "Dude, it's his first fucking time playing this. Don't fucking say that shit."
I will say one thing: people are being really respectful in a way that, like, if say I'm starting 2, they won't talk about anything from 2, 3 onward. They won't mention like boss fights coming up and stuff. But I'll occasionally have that time where like I'm going up against a boss fight and everybody's like, "Oh man, this boss fight's really fucking crazy! Like, all the torture scene coming up's insane." I'm just like, I guess there's a torture scene coming up. But oh man, like,
but that's the.
Okay,
there's way less of it than I thought there would.
Oh yeah, it's to the point where it's like mildly annoying, but in no way is it ruining my fucking enjoyment for that game.
It's nowhere on the level of like, hey, this person's streaming BioShock Infinite. Guess I better jump in there and God. Just
that was the worst. But even then, I
had to be in your chat during that to time people out.
I feel bad for mods for that. Like when I'm playing a new game and like a mod has to time it out, so they have to like read the spoiler, go fuck, and then time it out, and it's like,
well, when you were finishing Infinite, I already finished it.
Yeah,
so that's why I was.
The fun thing is, I like when people kind of respect.
They respect the play,
but not only that, but like people will come in and possibly spoil it, so you have other people just like making up dumb shit. So it's kind of like,
is that what he said?
Then you kind of.
But technically, everything people have said here could work in this series, and it's all of it sounds like bullshit.
But no, bringing it back to
but there's again, for every person trying to spoil something, there are There were 3 people being like, dude, it says fucking first playthrough. I want to see him experience this shit for the first time because that's fucking magical.
There's also some people coming in and being like, there's no fucking way you know nothing about this. And then I'm just like, I fucking don't know anything. They're like, oh
well, it was that moment when, because I watched you start Metal Gear Solid 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
And when you were like, is this Snake?
Why does Snake sound fucking retarded?
Oh, it's Raiden. Oh.
And then I was like,
that moment for me, I was like, he really didn't even fucking.
I'd seen Raiden in that before, but I didn't think it was like, oh, you're just gonna fucking play with him like the whole time. Because I remember seeing like VR missions that you had as him, where
it's like you assume that of course you play the whole series of Snake.
Yeah,
but really you only play Snake in
like I clearly know that
1 and 4,
like 3's gonna have like Big Boss, which is apparently in the background and back in.
Well, yeah, three's like,
and like 4 is like farther in, but you also play as Snake again. And Ground Zeroes obviously you play as like Snake, whether it's Big Boss or I don't know what the fuck the difference is over that shit anyway.
Ground Zeroes is Big Boss again.
Yeah. Okay. So like that I don't even know.
Somebody clarify the difference between
I don't know
Big
yet,
Boss
but don't
and
talk
Snake.
about it. Like I realize that he's like either your father or like some weird.
They are both technically called Snake.
Yeah.
But Big Boss is the one that you refer to as the prequel series.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's 3 Ground Zeroes and all the like PSP ones.
Yeah. But
whereas like regular Snake is the rest of them basically.
Yeah. But even talking about like other random things, just because I want to mention it, so it's funny. But like the torture scene that I was kind of mentioning, the people kind of like were spoiling this shit. Reminds me of a part where when you're doing
sorry about that.
No worries, Kumar. When you're going to do the torture scene, and it's like you have to mash circle to bring your stamina
or
up.
Press select to submit.
Yeah, submit. But then like how he should have goes like, and don't use an auto fire button because I'll know. And you're just like.
Fuck the auto fire.
As this like Snake's just cool with it. Like he's just fucking like, I won't, man. Just what is happening here? Oh yes, that's right. I have played Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. That was.
But almost like from what happens in that one, it's just like whatever. This is
for Revengeance or
Revengeance is just like this has no bearing on.
I actually have no
else.
idea how that ties in with anything other than being Raiden from 4, I guess, or Raiden from 4.
It's the. What's the word I'm looking for here? The
it's
the furthest in the future.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But anyway, yeah, Metal Gear Solid's really good. I'm totally hyped to get into that. Yeah, I think that's. Oh yeah, today I played some Fistful of Frags, which was a free mod available on Steam. That is standalone. You don't even need Half-Life 2 to play it, even though it works off the Half-Life 2 engine. Man, it's like an old-timey Western thing. Apparently, it's built off a mod that still exists that you can go ahead and download that has way more gameplay modes. There's like a co-op thing. There's like a weird like versus bots thing, like other game modes. So far, the Steam version only has Team Deathmatch and non-Team Deathmatch. Yeah. That game is really fun. It's like it's like a tiny it's a tiny download. It's like 1.5 gigs, I think, to download, and it's.
Sorry, my mind's still on Metal Gear. What are you talking about now?
Fistful of Frags.
Okay, yes.
Wow, shit, man, my brain even died there. Did I even say the fucking name or just go into it?
Snake? Right? Snake? All right.
Snake full of snakes? Fistful of Frags, for some reason, like, it's legitimately, that game is nothing but like Half-Life 2 deathmatch. Like, hey, just go down and shoot people in the face. Like, there's nothing other than whatever, just hey, here's guns, shoot people. There's extra stuff. There's like, hey, do you want to be right-handed, left-handed? Do you want to be good at dual wielding? Like, there's all that stuff. You can choose revolvers and stuff. And the guns, like, there's nothing particularly awesome about them other than like maybe the way they feel. But it's just like, hey, here's a Magnum. Takes like 10 seconds to reload.
The old-timiness of them is where I saw you loading one gun where it had to be like,
you put the bead in, you put the powder, you cranks it.
All right, one more bullet. Yeah.
Put another one. It's like a 6-shooter revolver. It's I'm like running around with this thing, like, I don't fucking find me. But I don't know, the way that the guns actually feel super inaccurate, but then when you like nail someone in the face, like they're fucking dead, and it feels really awesome. I don't know, Fistful of Frags is really fun, especially with friends. Like, that's why when I played it, I downloaded it this morning and I played it for like 20 minutes off cast, and I was like, no man, I gotta get more people into this. This is gonna be really fun. So today I streamed it.
I saw when you ended the game there on I guess the last game that you played, that server was full of.
Yeah, there was about, I think there's like 10 plus of us, like, not including me into there, and that was pretty awesome. But it's cool because it's dumb. Like, if you die, it's like, well, sure, I was dishing out a lot of the deaths, maybe I didn't feel this way, but like, even dying is kind of really funny. It's straight, like, it's not trying to be serious or anything. Like, if you get like a kick that happens that literally launches people across the world if they die, and like the ragdoll goes flying. You throw like dynamite and people go fucking flying. It's I don't know. Game's really fun.
It's a great gaming age that we live in, where it can just be like, hey, people on the internet want to play this game with me? Just go download, it's free, whatever. And everyone's like, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, sweet.
And then get 12 fucking people together to play a game. Like, when does that ever happen?
Yeah. Oh, let me just get this link cable, and then I'll download it to you, but you don't have the other connection to make 3 Game Boy Advances going. No, yeah, that was. I only think it was Game Boys that could do that for free-ish. But
DS having it wireless made it.
Yeah, DS I guess as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for stuff I've played this week. Warframe got a new patch that added dogs, as well as a new gun. Okay,
just randomly just added dogs.
The Warframe added a new patch as a gun that I haven't tried yet because we're still researching it to get it. It's like a Winchester rifle where like you shoot and you like crank back the backhand side and like click it, but it's like a burst fire, so it's like and it's like clicks and apparently looks like from the video it looks and sounds fucking amazing to use. Can't wait to try it. So I have nothing to say on it yet, but yeah.
How long does it take to research?
3 days to research it, and then you have to
build it,
copy the blueprint, and then you got to build it, which then takes like another day or something. Or you can.
So wait, is that something you do like clan side, or is
yeah,
that...
that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
That's why
that's cool.
Happy to have a clan dojo with a lot of people who actually play it decently.
Does it take a lot less time if you have a clan, or like what if you're not in a clan? Can you?
The clans, you have to make a clan, be solo, and go into it. The more people that you have in a clan, the more resources it costs to get. Like I don't know what it is. But let's say every time you go into a mission, you get like neurodes, plastids, like metal pieces, like just weird shit, like stuff that would build towards stuff. Then for the research, you'd go into it and it'd be like, oh, we need like 50,000 of these. Go for it. But if you're a smaller clan, it's like, okay, we need like 5,000 of these.
Dekizio gives us that name we were trying to think of.
Lever action rifles. Thank you.
we were trying to think of that the other day.
Fistful of Frags had one of those. It's like a pickup item, and I had it. And I was like, oh shit! Just like it was really fun. I was really enjoying that.
Oh, this is satisfying my Warframe high right now.
I'm being told tomorrow at 8 is when the research for that gun's gonna happen, so I'm gonna go fucking play that game some more. But yeah, I don't know. Warframe's still really good.
I do like that you have a big clan, or I guess we have a big clan in Warframe.
It's kind of cool because people play a lot, so it's like, oh no, this new research came out, and then people are like, what does it fucking take? And then you have like a FETO where whenever Light Rails came out, which I don't think we've actually deployed one yet, but when Light Rails came out to get to special levels, it was like, oh man, you need like 1.5 million credits for this. And we're like, oh man, like how are we gonna do this? FETO's like, how much is it? I got like fucking 4 million. Light Rails are being built, you guys. It's like, whoa, shit! Like this, I don't know.
Wait, how much is it? That's great.
He's like, I'm only gonna do this once though, because like I've earned this. But yeah, no, it's
take it from me. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. Thing is, whenever I had my whenever that big update came out and I bought my pack and I got like double money boosters, like man, getting that much, it's just like sitting there for like 2 hours doing like a few special missions, which wouldn't take that too long. But he's never used a booster. I think. So he's just been playing a fuck ton, which is awesome. But
again, what a great gaming age we live in, where it's just like, Warframe game's free. Now we have this giant fucking clan, and you have the time when research for a gun finishes, and everyone's gonna get into the game and buy it and use it. Great.
Yeah. Plus Warframe's just awesome.
A FETO has like 9 million credits apparently.
Now he's 9 million. Jesus Christ,
that's crazy.
I knew I was gonna forget a game on the Xbox One. I played Super Time Force.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's right.
That is a fucking another $15 game.
Man, so then Metal Gear 1 took you like...
Oh, yeah.
Because you played... Because Time Force was like half of one of those casts, too.
Yeah.
So it's like a cast and a half. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway. Super Time Force is a game that came out on 360 and Xbox One. It's going to come out to everything later. It just has that like ID at Xbox, which is any games for Xbox One or 360 have to be exclusive for a little while before they can go multi-platform. So it'll... Whatever. For now... I bought it on the Xbox One, Super Time Force. It's made by the people who made Sword and Sorcery, Cappy Games. But what it is imagine like Contra meets Braid meets craziness. Meets like internet memes just being shoved in your face constantly. Like the friggin' commander guy who's talking to you because like you're like an elite task force that goes through time. Is like, oh no, we gotta go to the future to get pop-up blocks, lol, fucking let's go get some cats. We gotta watch some cats go to the internets, JK lol. Like it's you're just like, what the fuck is
thanks,
happening?
Bye.
Yeah, kid thanks, bye. You're like, what the fuck is happening? But no, the gameplay is really awesome. You unlock characters and stuff. You start with 3. and then you pretty much go in, and it's all about manipulating time. So you can kind of go through a game, kind of like Contra style. So you have 60 seconds to go through every level because you're going back through time, but you can only go back through time for a certain amount of time. It's a lot of time.
You can go back to the very beginning if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. But I mean, like, the level has to be completed within 60 seconds.
How do I save my car? I can't remember that. Sorry to interrupt.
You have to go into a garage and just chill in there.
Which
no,
garage?
to your garage, your house. In Grand Theft Auto. So find your house. Anyways. So imagine Contra, where you're, like, running forward, or even Mercenary Kings recently, except for you can shoot in 8 directions, or every direction, I think.
That's every direction.
Was it every direction? I think it's every direction.
Mercenary Kings is closer to Contra than Super Time Forces.
So this thing is twin state craziness. Anyway, so like you go and you shoot something and you're like shooting a guy, then you die, then the game like freezes. You can go back in time to either the start of the level, like 2 seconds, and then spawn in as another character. And then the next 2 seconds of what that character does that you were playing before until he dies still is happening. So you can try to go back far enough to then get there beforehand, kill the dude who killed him, and then your dude is still alive, and then you can kind of like consume him to then be both of you playing at once.
And
it's all single player also. What?
And it gets you an extra health.
Yeah, it gives you extra health. The game is also only single player. But what's interesting is that you have 60 seconds, and sometimes there's too many things on screen shooting. So you'll kind of, and you can go back in time without dying. So you can kind of go forward, and be like, oh man, we're being surrounded by like these fucking like robot baby things. I'm gonna go with this rocket guy and fire missiles into like the bottom right part of the screen. Let's go back into that screen, fire towards the top left, go back, fire towards the right. So then when you kind of hit play as the character you're playing as, you walk in, and then the 4 of you in the past that you've just created kind of walk in and then blow up everything in within a second. So you're like, all right, progression, let's just keep going.
And that cuts down the overall time.
Yeah, it cuts down the overall. And what's awesome is sometimes you go into boss fights where by the time you get to the end, you're like, I have like 6 seconds to kill this boss. And you go in, you're just like, you shoot missiles up until it's like 0 seconds, and you stop, roll back, start the fight again with another person, shoot missiles into his face, go back to go to like the sniper chick, shoot the like little things that float in. And then the final boss scene is just like, you start it and it's you walking in, you split into like the 30 things you've just created, and just like fucking missiles and bullets and shit are just hitting the boss, and it just dies in like 2 seconds, and you just fucking run to the end. You're like, oh, that was awesome.
Sounds chaotic.
And it's chaotic, it's crazy, it's super insane.
The most fascinating part of it, I think, is the replay.
Yeah,
that
so
happens at the end.
Once you beat it, let's say you beat a level, then it does like the Super Meat Boy style thing where it'll go to the start of the level and it'll play through the
level in real time.
In real time, but following the character
like
that you have played through who hasn't died. That you kind of
point.
Yeah, that you were always the one that you controlled last, let's say, as you're going through it. But all the other people you've created, like the different...
I feel like it's the one that has progressed the furthest.
Well, it would be
so like when that person will die soon, it'll switch to a different one before they die.
It's the one that you would have ended up playing. Because say if you had died and went back, and then you would have gotten past that with that dude, then it just you'll skip become that
sticks
dude.
on that dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's the one you were playing. But yeah, but it does like the Super Meat Boy thing where you kind of walk forward and you see people like splitting off out of it and like shooting missiles and
people just get fucking killed.
Yeah, and get dying and you picking them up. But what's cool is that there's a lot of collectibles you can get. So sometimes you kind of go upwards in a level to collect something, and you'll rewind and then play through the main path. But that dude who went up to collect it still exists, and we'll kind of like just see him go off and do his thing. And it's mind blowing to explain. Like it probably makes no fucking sense, but seeing that game in action is like the coolest thing ever. And that replay going through with the replay music being super fantastic. That fucking game, Super Time Force, is awesome. Whenever it comes out, if you have an Xbox One, if you have an Xbox 360, I highly recommend dropping $15 on it. It's fucking awesome. If it ever comes out on the PS4 or the PS3 or the PC or whatever the fuck,
isn't it going to come out on the PC?
I'm pretty sure. I feel like that'll be the next thing before the PS4 and PS3 because of the way ID at Xbox and stuff works. But yeah, it's good. Super Time Force. Anyways, I've been talking for a while. Kumar, have you played anything this week? I just realized
I played a ton of shit.
Normally you
this
go
week.
last.
Yeah,
but Kumar has not.
Actually, not so much a ton of shit. I shouldn't say a ton, but I mean, I played a bunch of stuff. I think I mentioned last week that that I had started playing Velocity Ultra.
Oh yeah.
So I finished that.
I also tried that game.
Was it really
Cannot wait for Velocity.
I tried it too.
I think it's called 2X or something.
Okay.
The sequel.
Is that due out anytime soon or?
Sometime this year, I think is what they've said.
Okay.
But I don't think they have a hard release date.
Okay.
Well, Ultra is like the HD version of like an old PSP game, or a mini or something like that.
Cool. All right.
But man, I had so much fun with that game. That's my shit. That's my jam.
I still have it downloaded on the Vita, but I haven't actually tried it yet.
It's
Yeah,
solid.
you should definitely check it out. It's again, it's a smaller game, and it's something that won't keep you busy for too long. But if you like it, it's going to keep you entertained for a very long time. I played some more Spelunky as always.
Yeah.
What else did I play? Oh yeah, Hardio was kind enough to gift me Crisis on the PS3.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I went back and played that. I think he had that ready for me.
Did you ever
like,
play the
it's been
original
months.
Crisis? I know you played Crisis 2 a lot.
Yep, I played through the first one back when it first came out on PC.
Yeah, like that was 07.
So it was nice to kind of go back. I haven't played it for a long time, but man, that frame rate on the PS3 is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, wait for Crisis 3. Yeah, okay.
No, for Crisis.
Just Crisis?
No, this is like the original. I'm talking.
They re-released Crisis 1 on consoles like
right.
Yeah,
a year or two ago.
Yeah, I forgot
That's
about that shit.
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I can't see that working too well.
So finished that as well.
Okay, cool.
It was a lot shorter than I remembered it.
Did you play it
Did
on
you
the mode?
play
Well,
it-
that's because when you played it when it came out, you spent 8 hours picking up dudes and throwing them into the ocean.
Probably.
Yeah.
Did you play on the hardest difficulty?
Everyone's talking
did,
like
yes.
Korean and stuff? Or?
Yeah. Everybody talks in Korean and you don't
Yeah.
understand a damn thing they're
There's no
saying.
crosshair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I played without crosshair anyways, so that was
Okay.
that was jokes. But
The first
playing it
video
on hard
game
was-
Kumar ever broadcasted to the internet on Twitch TV was Crisis 2.
oh yeah, that's true.
Because we tested it out to see if it would work way back before we met you, Riccio.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah, man.
It was
I
Crisis
don't
2
remember
that he was testing.
That shit's history, buddy.
Wow.
That's back when we couldn't get anything to work and gave up on it.
Yeah.
Mine was condemned too.
And then that was like that was a
that?
much better
Mine was condemned.
way of us streaming my shit than what myself
Mine
and
was
Dan
Super
had come
Meat
up
Boy.
with before, which was me pointing my phone at my computer screen and FaceTiming him.
What are you saying? That's how we played the first thing, or like the first one was actually
No,
broadcasted
I
out to
did
like,
that.
The Crisis 2
when,
was actually on Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Swag.
Swag.
Swag. See?
No, but we have FaceTimed a lot of games.
That's what I thought.
I watched him play the last 3 fucking hours or whatever of Mass Effect 3
Jesus.
on FaceTime.
It was awesome, too. It was so glorious.
But dumb at the same time. Like, really dumb.
What else did I play? I played a bunch of the stuff. Like, what's the free stuff that's been on PS Plus recently? I didn't get a chance to try Stick It to the Man, I think, which is this
Yeah, I still
month's
haven't done
title.
it yet. Yeah.
That's the PS4 title this month, yeah.
Yeah.
What else has gone on this month? I don't even fucking remember.
We didn't even talk about we played fucking Sportsfriends and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we kept mentioning the multiplayer cast and then not talking about it.
Anyways, we'll wait for.
Kumar was not here for Sports Friends.
He's a bitch. Oh,
Thanks,
so
man.
we had to move.
Piece of
But
shit.
I'm sorry. Other than that, free games on PS. I know there's been a lot of sales recently, but there hasn't
Puppeteer
been.
was on there, wasn't it?
Puppeteer, I think, just started this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried
This week?
Puppeteer? Yeah,
Nope.
I think so.
I've not tried it.
Kumar, have you tried Puppeteer yet?
Just
No, I have
you'll
not.
Find
Was
the
that this
PlayStation
week?
blog release if you Google it for like 2 seconds.
What was that, sorry, Kumar?
I'm
Is
a
that-
hunt the
was-
dangerous
is that
man.
this month?
Dangerous
Yes.
beast. Man.
And this week,
The
I
most
guess?
dangerous
Or...
game.
Yeah. Trying to find the US PlayStation blog. Every time I type it into Google, it fucking brings me to the European one, and I'm like, it's Canada.
Did you know every time I go to Xbox.com, it's like, you live in England, right?
Yeah, and you're like,
What?
what are you talking about? Yeah, I think other
Played
than
a,
that.
played a bunch of...
No,
more
you
Mercenary
need to
Kings as
Google
well.
specifically for
Oh, it's raining.
May 2014
Oh, it's raining.
update because you're never going to find it otherwise.
Hate rain.
PS Plus.
Typing. You.
What are you looking up right now,
You-
Richard?
Skullgirls Encore.
Skullgirls was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is this
What
week.
have you been playing then, Kumar?
The fuck, that's weird.
Yeah, so I played more...
Super
more
angry
Mercenary
at me.
Kings.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Have you
Sorry, what
gotten
did you say?
Mercenary Kings. Have you gotten more frustrated with it?
Yeah, I have.
That's because you're playing
I
a
just,
single
I
player.
just wish the multiplayer would work. Like, and on top of that, I wish the subtleties that I kind of complained about last time.
Mhm.
I wish those were fixed. They just
So
pissed me
I
off.
missed you talking about it last time. How far are you, and like what is your complaints?
I'm in the. I believe I'm in the 4th rank, whatever that is.
Okay, so then you're caught up to me and Dustin then, I guess. Although me and
Yeah, I
Dustin
think that's where you
haven't
guys
played
said
it
you
in a
were,
while.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Kumar.
Yeah. So I checked out Child of Light as well.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have it, but I got to play it. A buddy of mine ended up buying it, so I got to. But he bought it on PC, I think.
Okay.
It was hooked up to his TV, but I don't remember seeing a PS4, so I'm starting to think maybe it was PC that he bought it.
Okay.
And it's funny because he bought like it's a limited print physical copy.
Oh.
And he paid $90 for that game.
Oh Jesus. Okay, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Probably has some pretty cool art stuff attached with it. So
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a really, really
an hour
nice.
to play
Just
this
like the jewel case for it and everything is really nice, and it's a good game. So I mean, he
a
spends
lot of smaller games do that.
sparingly, I guess, if you will, on most games. But then when it's something that he really likes, he'll just go all out.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So I got to play that finally.
Have you
Game's
been-
beautiful, man.
Oh, it is. Everything about it is awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that soon. I'm just, I'm still like, I want to catch up on PS Plus stuff. Like, I kind of want to start BioShock Infinite.
Oh yeah,
Sometime soon.
go for that.
Don't.
Because you'll finish
Don't,
it
did you
before
say?
Devin does.
I'm done that game.
Oh, you did finish it?
Yeah, I'm done that game. I
Why are you
did
saying
that.
don't, though?
It's good.
Yeah.
The game has the most repetitive.
Hey
Yeah,
Devin.
but Kumar's going to knock it out in 2 hours.
Yeah, all right, fair
Hey
enough.
Devin, go play the DLCs now. Do it.
I got halfway through the first DLC, and I've been meaning to go back to it. I just haven't.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Kumar,
Yep.
you've also been being pretty risky lately.
Okay. How?
Risky and
Risk of rain.
rain
Raining?
check on
Oh yeah.
In my escape.
risk rain.
The car's going to
Yes.
explode literally
I
in a
need to-
second.
Segue,
Get out of the fucking car, Devin.
I'm
please.
trying.
You guys.
I have been
I
playing
saw
Risk of
Let's
Rain
Play
this
now.
week.
Yeah, we played some Risk of Rain. I don't remember if we talked about it on the last podcast. I'm pretty sure we did. Podcast.
He's been playing it for a
Well,
while, so I would
yeah.
guess that you did.
Yeah.
Postcast.
Oh, that's
sure we
right. We talked about last week how you also played Teleglitch and stuff too. That I retracted.
Yeah,
what
I did,
said.
I did.
So
Teleglitch was cool.
yeah. Have you played any more Risk of Rain this week?
Yep, I played a little bit on my own just to kind of play around with the different characters.
Have you unlocked more characters?
I have all of them now.
Oh, right.
Of course
Well,
you do, Kumar.
I feel like you've told us this before,
you
whether it was on the
do.
podcast.
Yeah,
or not.
I mentioned this last week, I think.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I have all of them. So
Kumar,
I've kind of just been going through
Best
and
at everything.
trying them out.
You're
That
British.
sniper's amazing.
I love that charge up shot can insta kill like bosses when you get proper
Well,
damage
you'll
upgrades
you'll
later.
kill like I killed a magma worm.
Yeah,
I killed a magma worm in 2 shots.
it goes to erupt. You just wait till it comes back down.
Yeah. Well, it's because it tells
die.
you where it's coming from, right?
Man.
So if you can time the shot perfectly, then you'll just smoke it.
There's one of the items that you can get where it's like if the person isn't hurt yet, you'll do like double damage or something stupid. And if you do the charge shot on a boss, that first hit will either kill him or he'll have like the smallest amount of health left, and just
Yeah.
be like, huh, well then, tickle, boom.
Also, I redact what I said earlier about Battlefield being easy to play when you're casting.
I tried to go back to that this week again, and
Did you get shit kicked?
it's not that I got shit kicked. I just kind of was playing it, and I was just sort of not wanting to be playing it. I just kind of was like, this is getting okay.
I still really like it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like what, there's certain parts where you'll be playing a match, and then like some crazy shit starts happening, and you're so glad that you chose to play it. But
Yeah.
then there's sometimes you're just kind of playing, and you're like, I want them to fix everything so that the next one that comes out is just like mind-blowingly somehow perfect and awesome. And
Well, apparently there's talk of them actually doing that. Like they're
redoing
apparently going to release it before they've even fixed Battlefield 4.
Really?
If
Like
they
there was a bunch of rumors saying that they're gonna have a Battlefield 5 reveal or whatever the next Battlefield is.
as
They'll
much
have a
as
reveal of it this coming E3.
yeah, as much
Is
as
that that's not an annual franchise though?
no,
No.
they're
No, it's
slowly becoming
fairly
it, though.
close though. I feel like, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. But
2 and 4 was 2 years?
3 and 4.
3 and 4, that's what I
Yeah.
meant, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh. Which is a real shame considering how much more time they had.
But if they go back and change a lot of netcode or fix a lot of stuff, the Frostbite engine for online stuff, and they were to release the next one and be like, okay, listen, you guys, the other one's like fucked beyond repair because we'd have to do too much change to the old engine, but we've went ahead and fixed this. Well, not even upgrade. Like it would suck if it's full price, but if the next one they put out is actually fixed, and that means that onward from that, it'll be a better online game, then I'd be totally down for supporting another one.
Well,
but
I mean, on the other hand, I don't think they really care about satisfying the consumers that complain because there are still people who just like Call of Duty, just like, I'm going to buy the next Battlefield.
Yeah.
Get that premium
Yeah.
right off the bat.
the thing is that I'm trying to say is that if the next one comes out and it's nothing but them going like, oh yeah, we fixed it, we retooled the engine, like the netcode's way better, all that stuff's really crazy, and the next one comes out and someone's like, no, this shit's still completely fucked, then it sucks because everyone's going to rebuy it because they'll think they've done it. But then I think if they do it one more time where it's still super fucked, it's not over, but something else is going to come.
If you think about when Battlefield 5 is coming out, though, if they're staying on that development cycle, guess which Call of Duty that launches against? It's the new Treyarch one.
Yeah, which is... Ooh. Dude, they also did the reveal it was last week for Advanced Warfighter.
It was before the last podcast. I don't know if you guys talked about it.
Is it called Advanced Warfighter?
Did. Advanced...
Advanced Wars, yeah. Warfare. Advanced Wars.
All I remember is Kevin Spacey.
That's right. We talked
Advanced
about it last
Warfighter
time.
was already a game.
Yeah, we talked about it last time, but...
Advanced Warfare.
That one actually looks pretty cool. But anyways, yeah. I hope the next Battlefield
House
is
of Cods.
House of Cods.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, Kumar, anything else?
I played some more SteamWorld Dig.
Oh, I haven't finished that. Well. Oh, I haven't finished that. I want to play it, more of it.
I wish it was a little bit longer. Like, I wish there was more to it.
Yeah, it's only 2-3 hours or something, right?
It just finishes up too quick, yeah.
It's cool, though. It has a good progression from the moment, like the amounts that I played.
Balance-wise, it's well done. Like, in terms of like from the exploration perspective, and then being able to go and upgrade your shit and do all that stuff. It works well, but again, it's 6 hours all in.
Oh, is it? Okay, that's not too bad then. I thought it was like 2 or 3.
No, it's a little bit more than that.
If you're looking for a game
if you're
like that,
speedrunning it, you can probably get it done in 2 hours.
Okay.
Actually, come to think of it, there's a trophy for finishing it in 2.5 hours, I think. But like if you go and play it like organically, then I think at that point it's probably, like I said, for me, I think it took 6 hours.
Okay, cool.
If you're looking for like a digging game like that, you should check out Super Motherload.
Okay.
I ended up playing that one for longer than I played SteamWorld.
Oh shit.
That one's PS3, PS4, I think.
That reminds me, you guys.
Maybe Vita too. I don't know.
Quick thing before I forget about it. Slayer, someone from the channel, was nice enough to kind of donate me a cool indie game that's still in development. It's still in alpha stages, which is kind of crazy to say it's in alpha because of the amount of stuff that's in that game. Anyway, Slayer's been really good at being like, hey, Riccio, you should check this out. And me being like, whatever. It's going to be another like little tiny like indie game demo thing. And I kind of looked at it and I didn't realize there's an actual like purchasable, like bigger, whatever, not just demo. So it's like, fucking, here's a code. I bought it for you. So now you have to play it. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll try the freaking game.
Nice.
He picks out some pretty fucking awesome games.
What game is this?
Called Factorio.
Oh yeah, I watched you play that.
So Factorio, what it is something. Let's...
Wait, quick. Is Kumar done?
Kumar, you done?
I played a bunch more Fez as well.
Oh right.
I finished my first playthrough, which I'm guessing is probably only halfway through what you'd actually get. I guess if you keep going through it.
You have a 209% point something.
Is that the total?
Yeah.
Oh geez. Okay, so I'm at 145, I believe.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of...
Have you been using guides and stuff to figure shit out, or?
No, not even.
Yeah, you're probably going to hit a roadblock at some point, because I think there is one puzzle at some point in that game where the entire community of people playing that game just had to brute force trial and error it.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to hit a wall at some point and have to go look on the internet.
One day I'm actually going to redo that on cast because I don't think I fully appreciated it last time because I just kind of got that thing that you get whenever you beat it, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm good here.
Yeah.
I know it was a lot more. I'll do this at one point. Never happened. So I'll go through it.
Well, I mean, just reading the internet while that game had first come out was an experience in itself.
I read about the internet finding things, but I never read what they found. So that's why I think if I go back and see the craziness, I'll still be kind of shocked a bit.
Well, yeah, but this Kumar talking about Fez this way was a you not knowing that you played as Raiden moment.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, what is this a puzzle game? I don't know what
should I talk about what had me really, really confused?
Go for it.
So
Fez spoilers, I guess.
I won't ruin like what actually results in like what hits the progression point, but you get to a point where hang on, actually. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
You 2 seconds.
I don't know if I should.
Was there a guy hanging from that fucking billboard?
No, it's a billboard. Yeah.
It is.
It's part of the billboard.
By design?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how long Sooner is going to be.
Why don't you talk about Factorium?
Factorio. Let's take a little break for a second. Factorio is a game that Slayer got me. It's pretty much think of like top-down Minecraft, I guess, but not really Minecraft because it has nothing to do with Minecraft except for survival and getting resources. So let's say it's a survival game.
That new genre that Minecraft has created, kind of.
Sorry, guys, I'll be back in a sec.
Cool, no worries. I'll talk about Factorio. So you kind of start, and the tutorial is really cool about the way it kind of teaches you how to play the game. So you start your dude, And it's like, so this is a survival game. Go ahead and mine that iron. And you're like mining it, and you're like, and the game's like, man, this is taking a fucking while, huh? Why don't you go over there and get some of that coal? We'll make you a drill. And you're like, okay, cool. Or we'll make a drill. Then you kind of put a drill down, and it's like, wow, that drill's going a lot faster for that coal. Fully there's a way for that iron. Fully there's a way to get that iron into like a box or something. Why don't you mine some more iron? And you get some more iron, you build like a hand that picks up whatever the hell comes out of the drill and then puts it to the left. And you're like, man, if only there's a way to store shit. Why don't you go ahead and cut some tree down?
This sounds cookie cutter-esque.
Kind of, but like it builds up. And it's like, so why don't you cut down that tree and build a box? And then it's like, okay, cool.
Clicker, sorry.
I'll put a box. It's like, so it's mining and it's going into it. It's like, oh man, but now you need to somehow get coal into that drill because, or else it's just going to run out of coal. So why don't you go put a drill on the coal machine? You're like, okay, cool. That's pooping it out. It's like, man, but if only there's a way to get that coal up to the drill without you having to do this. So why don't we make conveyor belts? And then it just keeps going. It's adding more stuff until like, it's all about making like a factory, like something that's automated where you should just, everything's taken care of itself. And the tutorial kind of keeps building more and more stuff till like,
isn't that what Dwarf Fortress is?
I think
it's
it's
like
kind
really
of
complicated.
Yeah.
This is all sounding familiar to me now.
So yeah, I've never actually played Dwarf Fortress, so it might be like.
But I no, neither have I. But from what I hear, I think that's
things
what
building
this
onto
is.
like more stuff, trying to keep. Yeah, I think so.
But also, Dwarf Fortress is really complicated, apparently.
But so this game, the tutorial is good about introducing things in a way that like, man, there's got to be a fucking better way to do this. And then they show you, and you're like, oh, that means when I built this thing here, like, oh fuck, I should have gone. And you kind of like keep reorganizing the way your stuff is going to kind of make it better. But it's cool because by the time you're done with the tutorials, the first set of tutorials, it's like, okay, cool, you've got stuff mining out iron, and then you got it going into a box, something pulling it out of the box, putting it on a conveyor belt, bringing it to a smelter, smelting into a bar, putting it into a box, bringing it to somewhere else. And then, but during the entire time, you have like something shitting out coal and then bringing it to like the other things and like filling everything with power. So like, oh, okay, that's really cool. Then you start the next tutorial and it's like, all right, now there's creatures in the world trying to fight you. So you have to shoot them. Well, you can build like a turret. So you learn turrets, you build lights, you can build walls, protection. But then it also introduces like water generator power. So then you build from like a river, let's say, you put it into a generator, but then it has to be like hot water. Put coal into it. How do you get the coal? Get coal, and then like, but like, oh wait, now you got to build like power lines around to like power everything up, and then shit gets so automated and really crazy, and it.
You just do you every once in a while have that moment where you sit back and go like,
you just watch it like,
yeah,
everything's fucking going,
everything's working as intended,
and then it after you have that down, then it goes one more, and it's like, cool, now we're gonna show you how to do research. Except for research, you have to get certain things. And then you have like buildings that assemble things. So if you have multiple conveyor belts with hands pulling it in, like, okay, I need copper, I need like actual hand things, I need metal things, I need iron. So you start feeding more things there, that automatically assembles it, poops it out. So if ever you're like, man, I'm always making conveyor belts, then you can kind of automate that to being made. And then apparently when you're done researching, I didn't get even past that tutorial because it was just blowing up my mind to try and make it all automated. You can get robots and shit. Yeah, that was fucking really awesome, Devin. That was really damn it. But that was really fucking cool though. Apparently you can keep going until you automate like robots, and I don't know what happens with the robots. Like I don't know if you can straight up tell a robot to be like, hey man, take that fucking shit. Yeah. Can you just go fucking build like another? Because you can get like a train station, which then does rounds.
What if you can program the robots to do whatever you want?
That's what I don't know yet.
Code basically.
But I think you have to, because you can get like train stations like, oh man, there's only resources over here, and then it goes back and forth. So there must be a way to be like, oh, instead of going over there to get that, something has to be able to bring it to the train to like tell the train. I don't know.
For some reason that reminded, well, not for some reason, but that reminded me of a game called Hack and Slash. Have you heard of that game?
Yeah.
Double Fine, but I haven't seen it. I haven't actually seen it.
Do you know what it is
at all? Guys, sorry.
No. Not really.
No?
Other than Hack and Slash.
So
no.
It's
oh, okay.
I'm going to tell you because then you will probably play this on stream and kind of goof around with it.
Yeah.
It's in early access right now, but all they've done is removed the last chapter.
Okay.
So it's kind of complete except for the last chapter, and they're just kind of ironing stuff out.
Cool.
So what that game is it looks like a Zelda, like a Zelda, like classic Zelda, like top-down adventuring type of thing.
Okay.
Except you get captured and you break your sword, but inside your sword is a USB port.
Okay.
And everything in the world has USB ports on it. You can attack them with your sword and use the USB port, and then you can change coding on things in the world. So to open a door, you put your USB sword into it, and you set door status to open, and then the door
you have to actually
opens.
like write the line of code, or is there a line of code you have to go?
There's a bunch of it just like opens up like variables. You just have to go through it and be like, okay, this one open.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
And it's like, then it's like, okay, these bushes, when you kill them, you drop 1 hearts. But what if we hack one and now it drops 99 hearts? And status is on fire, so it'll burn automatically.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. And you can do it to enemies and change all their like behavior, so you can make them like a companion character, but you have to like reprogram them. And
that's kind of awesome. That's actually really cool.
They've made it in such a way that they don't want the game to just hard lock and crash all the time because of what you're doing to it. So they've made it so that everything will keep running. It just might slow down a little bit depending on what you've done. Like, oh, I spawned 8,000 turtles in this area. So the game is running at a frame a second, but it's still running.
That's kind of fucking awesome. Yeah.
You might want to check that out.
I kind of want to check that out now. So, yeah. But
just as factoidum?
Factorio?
Factorio.
Sweet Tooth's asking if I seen the trailer for it. I watched the trailer for it, and that's one of the cool things where they show you like little bits and pieces of people who've been working on like their well, it's the developers, but I even watched some other videos where just seeing people who've worked on their factories, let's say, for like upwards of 10, 20 hours, and seeing like just them standing in the middle and kind of seeing everything just go like, oh, here's iron going here, it's turning into a coupling thing, it's going over here, it's turning into something else, it's going into power, it's research is going this way, oh, there's a train coming in, cool, now we needed this stuff, and just watching people's shit go is, it's a cool thing where you play the game and then you kind of marvel at what you've created. And
yeah, just that feeling of like, hey, I set this up.
Yeah.
It's working.
But what's insane is all the stuff that's in Factorio and all the stuff you have to pay attention to and all the stuff that just exists in it. And just to be like, oh yeah, no, it's still an alpha. It's still an alpha. Well, we're still adding and tweaking stuff. And so, what the fuck? It's kind of crazy. But and I think that game you can buy into it for like $15. And
I believe that's what Hack and Slash costs.
Yeah? Okay. And once again, Factorio's got like the oh, do you want to be like a $15 person or do you want to be like a $30 person? Then you get like more stuff and you get your name in the credits. But it's from their website, so it's not really Kickstarter. But yeah.
Cool. Prison architect style.
Sure. Yeah. Which apparently is now really fucking crazy, and I want to.
Yeah, I keep getting emails about patch notes to it.
But
emails, updates. I don't remember how I get them. Anyways.
So Kumar, what were you talking about before you left?
Yeah. So again, I'm really sorry about all the ridiculous delays here, guys.
That's okay.
So So what happened at the end of Fez? I got to a particular spot in the game, and as you'd expect, really crazy, ridiculous shit happened that had me more confused than anything.
Okay.
And I ended up proceeding to what I believe was an end credits screen.
Yeah.
And then glasses, like shades, sunglasses, proceeded to float down from nothing. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, there was now a first-person view.
Yep.
And I was like,
"This changed everything."
I don't get this.
So that's all I've unlocked before. So if
so you've gotten to that point.
I've gotten to that point, and that was it.
Okay.
So that's what I still want to go back to and get past that. But
so yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I went so far as to use a pen and paper to decode some of the shit in this game.
Yeah. No, that's the type of game it actually is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can only imagine what's gonna happen now when they add in a completely new perspective.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of scared.
That I definitely want to go back and try Fez and see all the craziness that even if I'm using like a guide to just go along all of it, just to see like do it and then be like, oh my god, they did not do this. Oh my god, they did this, and just kind of freak out. But it makes you kind of sad that Phil Fish is the way he is, I guess, because people pissed him off really hardcore.
So that then 3 days after he announced Fez 2, he canceled it and quit game development.
Fez 2's done.
It's a little bit sad.
It's like, oh no. But hey, maybe one day it'll come back somehow. But
you never know, man.
For some reason, it makes me want to tell Kumar to go play Frog Fractions or something, and just see like I want to see Kumar just
play. He should play that on cast.
Frog Fraction. Okay.
Purge that name from your memory, Kumar.
Yeah.
Do not touch it or look at it.
Once you're all set up in Toronto, you want me to...
until one day you cast it yourself or find yourself at Riccio's again.
Okay.
Marathon Frog Fraction.
Sure.
Let's do it. Yeah. Anyways. Anything else after Fez, or do you want to see more Fez stuff? Kumar boy?
Sorry, say again?
Do you want to talk to more Fez stuff, or is there anything else you've played?
He's too busy playing Battlefield 4, man.
It's just one of these things where I have no idea how that's going to go.
Cool.
I have a feeling that experience is going to be one that probably lasts a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much shit still to do, I think.
What are you playing on? PS4 or Vita or what?
I'm playing it on both actually. I'm using
It's got
the
cross-save.
Cross save? Okay, cool.
the cross save. Yeah, like I'm just saving to the cloud save slot,
Sweet.
and it works pretty well actually. I've only had problems like once or twice, and then you just kind of let your Vita connect,
Okay,
and then you're all set.
cool.
That game looks vibrant as hell on the Vita, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wow.
It's a perfect game for the Vita.
And
It looks really good on the PS4 too. Like I feel like they did make it look better.
It's cross-buy as well, right?
It's all three.
Yeah.
Maybe one day if it goes on sale, I'll pick it up to just play it again.
You have it on PC, right?
No, I have it only on 360. The
Oh,
original.
okay.
Original launch copy.
Yeah, I just wanna say. No. But yeah. Anything else you've played? If not, I want to bring up.
Kumar,
a game.
have you gotten the one? Have you solved the puzzle that's in the trophies?
Sorry, say again.
Have you
Which
solved the puzzle from the trophy?
The puzzle from the trophy.
If you read one of the trophies,
I don't believe I had it. It doesn't ring a bell.
just read the
Why
trophies.
don't you go
now.
look at the trophies right now and get that real
Oh,
quick?
like the one that just had like LLR something or
Yeah,
another?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was, and then I actually ended up I did that in game,
Yeah.
and it ended up leading me to picking up like some relic or something, right? So I went to go see that relic, and then sure enough, I see the trophy there, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in this game.
There's a
though.
lot of hidden
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But
It's craziness. Like I don't even know how. Like for the people who've actually legitimately figured it out on their own, their brain power is significantly higher than mine will ever be.
It's pretty mind blowing.
No?
But anyways, do you have anything else you want to bring up? If not,
No, I think I've covered pretty much everything.
I think we should go to news then.
Sports Friends.
Oh, Sports Friends. That's right.
Devin and myself played Sports Friends last week on some point in time. Some weekend? Was it the weekend?
That was last weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was weekend. I'll play Sports Friends, which is a game available on PS4 only right now. It's going to be on PC.
No,
some
no,
point.
it's
PS3 as well.
PS4, PS3, cross.
It came out last week, right?
Yeah. That game was some of the funniest shit ever. Someone's actually went ahead and clipped everything. Merrick64 for my channel, I think.
Thank you, Merrick.
Yeah, went
you,
ahead and
Merrick.
clipped all the best parts of it, as well as clipped the whole thing for like the 43 minutes of whatever it is, thus guaranteeing that cast will never be deleted. And I have the whole thing locally recorded as well. So I think I'm gonna crap out that entire. I think
You guys having a fist fight playing Johann Sebastian
Yeah.
Joust for the first time is
Yeah.
forever immortalized.
that us playing that whole game was only like a 45-minute thing.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was only
With
that
the
long.
majority of it being that fucking get on top.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Game.
So I think I'm just gonna crap out that 40-minute thing, not like unedited, but maybe the times we
I'm
walked
sorry,
away or
I
did
gotta
something.
tell you about this.
What's up?
I looked over to the screen to watch Sompy riding his bike,
Yeah.
and I just casually thought that it'd be a smart idea to jump out of a helicopter in Battlefield
Yeah.
and try to steer my shoot while watching him
Yeah.
drive. So it felt like I was playing, like I felt like I was moving in his direction.
Oh my god.
And I just ended up getting myself killed in the most ridiculous way.
Nice. Oh, Battlefield. But yeah. Not Super Sports Friends. Sports Friends was one of the funniest random fucking mini game collection things for local play.
It's weird. It advertises 4 games, but it
Yeah.
actually has 6.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
secret codes.
That hidden bong is...
Just like a wobbly ass fucking bar. It was so amazing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, expect some sort of video of Sports Friends at some point.
Well, it's
I've-
out there for
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out
watchers. Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Riccio
/videos. But I'm
Slash
actually gonna
836. I don't know.
slash 8356009. No, but I want to get more stuff up on the YouTube channel because we've had an overwhelming amount of people being like, so you guys gonna put some game videos up soon? We're gonna put some out soon. I've actually got some free time now, so I'm gonna stop just casting for 9 hours and then stopping. I'm gonna actually start making some random edits and stuff to put up. A lot of it's probably gonna come straight from the cast since I don't have time to do stuff separate from it because most of it I just want to it'll either become lots of clip videos or just straight up like, hey, here's me playing through Metal Gear Solid, check this shit out.
Again, for everyone asking, Rich and I will continue and finish Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, Valkyria is still going to happen.
Pretty much any other Let's Play on the channel?
Maybe consider.
Probably not.
Especially since on
dead, maybe.
System Shock, I've actually finished it on stream instead. And
yeah. And Kumar's actually finished Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
And
Mia's Mod I'll probably go and finish on stream as well.
I'd play Hotline Miami again, though.
Yeah, but that kind of requires you to also live in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And I can stream from here.
Or forget about the
and
entire
not be a
first
bad
game.
friend.
But, yeah. Hold the Phone, Survivors VIY has now got an English version. Everybody got to go fucking play that. It's that weird thing when you walk through the forest, it's like wolves and shit. What? Anyways.
Oh, Survivors or whatever?
Yeah, Survivors with an E.
Yeah.
They now spelled it properly, I think. Yeah, anyways. That's pretty much it, I think, for games we've played.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything
How do you
else.
tag people in Battlefield? R1?
Yes,
Clicking
R1.
in one of
yeah.
the sticks?
No, it's R1.
Yeah, it's our one.
That's like the request order.
Last of Us is the sticks. Man, we all buying fucking Last of Us PS4.
Oh, hell
Rocking that shit
yeah.
day
I'm trying to find a way to get one of my E3 coupons on it that I had by canceling Watch Dogs on PS4 because I have it on PC now, and by canceling Daylight, which fucking Future Shop is still telling me has a physical release coming later this year, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, it's not going to be $50 as well, so please cancel that shit for me. But they haven't gone back to me yet, so fuck that. Anyways, I'm hoping to hopefully get Last of Us for cheaper because $69.99 plus tax to $80.
I thought there was a $10 upgrade digital thing in the works.
No,
There's all kinds of rumors floating around about that stuff, but
there's
knows
weird stuff
what
saying
it's
that if you
actually
played the PS3 version, you might have access to certain upgrades earlier. I think depending on your rank or something.
It's all like in-game perks, I guess.
There's
I
not
think
even
so.
a firm release date for that game yet, so
Yeah.
who knows what.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be E3 is gonna come out and be like, go download it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm with you on that. Be like, and we had a great year with The Last of Us, which you can right now get on the PlayStation 4. Oh,
Mind blowing.
It does not have Kinect support.
Yeah, Microsoft starts off like, hey, go to the Xbox Live Games Marketplace and download Last of Us. Everybody just fucking face melts. PlayStation comes out, there's
People
like,
are crying.
we lost the rights to it.
No.
It's not coming out for PS4 anymore.
No,
PlayStation
Sony-
comes up and be like, new fucking Mario Kart for PS4.
Imagine.
No. The craziest thing would be if it was like, yeah, come check out The Last of Us on the new Xbox One. Yeah, we bought the Xbox One from Microsoft. It was losing money, so we bought it. We're the #1 company.
Sony's press conference is like 3 minutes long of them starting up. They hit like next slide on projector from Sony, and it just adds Sony in big letters like hyphen Microsoft. Being like, they just raise their hands in the air. He like rips the headphone mic out, drops it, fucking walks off stage.
Jack Tretton comes on, just like,
I left Sony to go to
clapping.
Microsoft, motherfucker.
yeah.
And Kazurai comes out, drops the PS4. No one gives a shit anymore. Anyway, yeah, that'd be it.
We now made an adapter that allows us to connect our Xbox One to our PS4.
No, Shu Yoshida comes up on stage. He's just laughing. He's cackling. He falls over. He goes, Half-Life 3, and then peels off his face, and it's fucking Gabe Newell, and he's just like, I own the fucking Sony, everything.
I own Microsoft.
People are crying. Someone killed themselves in the audience. Can't even handle this amount of hype that's happening in this Sony press conference.
The hype is so
and
real.
then Rockstar comes out, and then just goes like, agent's canceled, and then just fucking just now's the time for them to announce that that's never coming out.
Yeah, they come out on the stage and be like, we were working on Grand Theft Auto 5 HD, but I guess whatever.
Rockstar's like, yeah, we can't top that.
Instead, there's another concert outside.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to news and stuff. Oops, I'm on the wrong YouTube down. Moving on to news.
Just laughing. Half-Life 3.
Yeah, space like just starts melting, revealing Gabe's face underneath it. Like,
But it's him just like Gabe, like in that weird pose like this.
Yeah, but Yoshida's arms weren't like that.
Yeah.
you know what? How mind blowing would it be if because they always do indie games, right? If Sony were to go out and just be like, all the shit that Phil Fish has been through. If Sony went up to him, like personally mouth him, and be like, listen, we got you covered. We'll
Here's your new identity.
You don't control your
Fish Phil.
You don't control your Twitter anymore. It goes through this person, and then they feed you the Twitter. Like you have no way to get to it. we got you covered. And then like they just come out and they do like that 9 shots of indie games thing again, and the last one comes up, and then Phil Fish comes on. He's like,
and then he melts, and it's Gabe Newell. We bought Phil Fish.
Phil Fish is making Left 4 Dead 3, whatever.
Go Left 4 Dead, you look left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, fucking spawns in a thing, you get sunglasses. Don't give a fuck. No, these are weird.
So ridiculous.
Gabe Newell appears in every conference. Yeah, we bought this company.
These are weird jokes that not everyone's gonna get, but anyway.
I don't care. I am loving this.
Except for the
shit
Ubisoft
right
guy who goes, we partnered with Valve. I hope you like
we
it.
thought maybe you'd like this Half-Life 3. I don't know.
It only comes out on the new Ubisoft console.
No, he comes out. Guillermo comes.
Ubi QB.
We just modified the whole bunch of GameCubes.
Guillermo comes out and he has like the Watch Dogs app. He's like, I hope you guys are excited for. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's the second one coming out. I just hit this button. It's coming out for the stage shuts down. Comes up and it just has like Sony Microsoft merged, and he's like, I hope you like it, and then just all the consoles mashed together. It's like cross-platform play for everything.
He just
Halo coming out.
He picks up a PS4 and Xbox One, just starts hitting them together.
It actually makes like a Ubisoft logo with controller ports. It's just like, we did it, you guys. We stopped everything.
Yeah, the Ubisoft console is just a fucking Ubisoft sphere with controller ports around the side. Only wired controllers for some fucking reason. Because they partnered with Mad Cats.
You break off half of it, you put it on your face, it fucking transforms into the Oculus Rift. They're just like, what do you want? What do you want?
You know how rich that would make Mad Cats?
Yeah.
Partnering with Ubisoft for something.
No, yeah, Ubisoft does that whole announcement. They're like, this is all sponsored, all because Mad Cats is creating all of it. And everybody's like,
so the controllers are going to feel like shit, huh?
well, had me going.
Yet again, Gabe Newell just comes out. We bought Ubisoft!
Gabe Newell's like, we are Mad Cats. That's the fucking controller.
All these machines now only play Dota!
I really want.
You can only buy hats!
You know what? That exact thing.
Titan keys!
No, but I want that to happen at either Microsoft or the Sony conference for Gabe just to come out and just stand on stage and be like, Dota! Just like scream it out, and everyone's like, "Oh, you fucking understand?"
Like that fucking Microsoft guy last year with Peggle 2.
You were so hyped about that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop.
Maximum Peggle.
I want these guys to be on the stage managers.
Alright, so Gabe, we're gonna need you to wear this silicone mask. I don't even work for this company.
A mere mention of Mad Cats and Lexi is sad.
No, but you know what'd be really cool if like Microsoft straight up they know this time that they're gonna fucking go up and they're gonna fucking show the Call of Duty thing. If like they just embraced it, where they just kind of like, it's like, oh shit, we're done talking about movies, games, and all this stuff, and they're just like, it's fucking Call of Duty time, and the whole stage like fucking transforms, like explodes, like fucking SWAT teams come in and shit, like put the game disc in and be like, let's fucking do this. Like just be like, yeah, by the way, here's a new Call of Duty, by the way. But just have like the most extravagant, over fucking blown reveal for it, and you'd be like, wow.
Kevin Spacey's just on the stage clapping.
Yeah, Gabe Newell's face peels off, it's Kevin Spacey, you'd be like, advanced, and he just fucking like cybernetic jumps off stage and shit. You're like, where the fuck Kevin Spacey? Is he okay? Is he
Did they spend $500 million on this single promotion? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It's all that Dota money.
It's all that Dota money.
Good use. You guys all bought the compendium, so we sponsored this random fucking Call of Duty stunt.
We bought Blizzard!
Just changing his fucking feet to like robotic cybernetic things, just like jump off stage and go.
World of Warcraft is now World of Dota.
We've been funding this game for 14 years, secretly the whole time. Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm is now just called Dota. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Just Gabe Newell going on stage at any of those conferences, like breaks up the conference by walking on stage. He's not even supposed to be there, which is bags of money and just goes out. He's like, until he's had enough, like until he's shot out enough money to be like worth more than their company, and he's like 3 hours of that, bought it, goes to the Microsoft conference when it starts, he's just like, all right, we own Sony now.
Y'all
too.
idiots should have made Dota.
You guys don't understand, man.
I wonder how much money they've made from Dota.
I have no idea. Just from
that
Steam.
prize pool is up to what, like 7 million or something?
Yeah,
now?
and they take 70%.
Crazy.
Like when it started, they're like, "Hey, we just hit 4 million," and like you check the next day, it's like, "Oh, hey, we just passed." Like,
yeah.
Fuck, these things are $10. Anyways, moving on to
They're
the
a fucking digital book.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knew?
But each one only gives like $2.50, and they're getting like millions.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, didn't they start at 2 million? Wasn't
so,
there
yeah.
like
Yeah.
default pool?
yeah. Anyway,
I like that there is kind of like weird precedent for Gabe Newell doing this because he kind of did that at the Sony conference like 3 years ago or whatever. When he came out, it was just like Portal 2 shit.
Oh yeah.
And like it's gonna have like Steam on PS3 and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was pretty crazy.
Devin, you could take one of these fucking planes. Why'd you just fucking die? What happened?
Did someone shoot him?
Yeah.
Through the window?
Yeah, a fucking sniper shot me in the face.
Anyways, moving on to the news
They're
stuff.
fucking amazing. They're just like...
No, but yeah, a few years ago when they announced Portal 2, because up until that point, Gabe Newell had always been like, I don't like what Sony's doing with their architecture and stuff. We're never going to put Valve stuff on Sony platforms. And then it was the year after
Sony drove a dump truck full of money up to his house.
It was the year after the hack stuff when they
knives.
started doing a lot more indie things and when they'd really gotten off on the board with Plus and all that stuff. When that Sony turn started to happen, they had the press conference and they had like GLaDOS said some shit on stage and then Gabe Newell walks out and he's like, fucking Portal 2 Steam on PS3, what the fuck ever. Apparently I'm gonna leave and work on Dota.
Yep.
Dota.
Sounds about right.
That's how I remember it.
Moving on to news, y'all. Hey, Diablo 3, what you guys been waiting for?
Yep.
On the consoles?
Yeah, that's right.
Reaper of Souls, PS4. Xbox One also officially announced for this release date.
Also 360 and PS3.
Really?
Not for...
When I read that article, it said all four. I was
the
pretty
PS3
sure.
and 360 is to bring your people up. No one else is PS4. What? Okay, then. Oh, wow. Okay,
That's how they're releasing the expansion on the...
I guess that makes sense. So it's $60 for PS4 and Xbox One and $40 for PS3 and 360.
Yeah.
The PS3 and the 360 versions will also allow you to upgrade your characters only up to the Xbox One / PS4 one, depending on what your console you're playing on. So you can still buy the PS4 and I think somehow get your characters up onto it.
Cool.
So that means that version that you've been playing on PS3, you can move all those guys over.
Yeah, which I don't really...
Well, you're probably not going to get the PS4 version now,
not
I
anymore.
wouldn't think.
So. Maybe I still want you to be able to play with you guys, but I don't think I played enough of it.
Well, also, I use that game as like my podcast style game, so I'm not going to play with any of you motherfuckers.
Nope. And I'm going to try and stream it to my Vita.
It'll be really crushed, but totally probably still good because I know they're working
just
on it.
Just to confirm here, it is offline, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just so I can say the date, August 19th, 2014,
Yay!
it'll be coming out for all those consoles. So if you guys have been waiting for the console version,
Just waiting
August
for Riccio
19th,
to rip his face off and be
2014.
like, Gabe Newell just bought Diablo.
It's gonna be pretty good. Also, what
This Diablo game is actually Dota!
Also, what Hardy has been
You can
saying.
only buy hats. No
Also-
money hat auction house.
Also, what Hardy is saying in the channel. Diablo 3 is currently celebrating its 2-year release thing. So if you are currently playing on the PC, it is... I think it's only PC.
Really? Diablo 3's been out for 2 years.
That's fucked, man. I remember that when we were hyped for the
I
trailer.
remember when we did the fucking first podcast with gameplay on it. It was because Riccio just really wanted to sit and play Diablo.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Roughly?
Yeah.
It's when the podcast started.
No.
No, that was...
It would have been the first year the podcast started, yeah.
that
But
was 15, 16?
Yeah, that was
One of those
episode
episodes?
16.
It was in the teens.
But either way, they're giving everybody 100% magic find for legendaries, as well as double drops for like shards and stuff. But pretty much it's just raining golden items, which is pretty fucking rad.
Yeah, 1 year release. I didn't think it was 2.
It's not 1 year because
No, it must be actually 2.
yeah, because Diablo's expansion was at least a year and a half.
And we have
Yeah,
over
May-
2 years of podcasts.
May 15th, 2012, so 2 years release. Unless Hardy is maybe thinking about the PS3 one if they did it for that one, maybe. But I think they also didn't release it on May-ish. Either way, for PC, 2-year release, they're giving everybody like double legendary drops pretty much. So almost every like third legendary or not legendary champion pack or unique monster that you fight fucking just drops legendary. Whether it's a plan, an item, or something, you're getting a goddamn legendary, and it's fucking crazy.
Wait, so not... I'm going to sound really stupid when I ask this. Diablo follows the same like loot name rules as Hearthstone and because World of Warcraft? Is it like purple epics, orange legendaries?
No, the orange is the legendaries, but it is like it goes common, which is white. There's grays. Then there common, uncommon, which is grays. I think. Then there's blues, which are like magic. Then there's uniques, which are green. Then there's legendaries. Oh, there's rares that are yellow as well, I think. But there's not like
Legendary's orange.
Yeah, but Hearthstone follows WoW, where there's purples, which are epics and stuff, which doesn't
Yeah,
exist
okay,
in
alright.
Diablo. So there's that stuff.
Borderlands has some of that shit too.
Yeah.
It's like green is magical, gray
Yeah.
is common, and
There's
there's
like pearlescent and like
Well, there's legendary, and then pearlescent is actually above that. Well, no, pearlescent is almost like a weird like a foil gun or whatever. Like it's like, hey.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But anyways, yeah.
Loot.
Other than that, I'm kind of going through these things and weird thing because once again we kind of fucked up the new stuff. Drive Club got a release date, and then people were like, "Hey, it sucks because if you buy it via PlayStation Plus, which is the upgrade, if ever you'd lose PlayStation Plus, you wouldn't be able to play the game anymore." Then they kind of went back and they're like, "Hey, you'll be able to buy it. It'll be an upgrade from the PlayStation Plus free version."
Hey, all that shit we just said. Nope.
Yeah, so the upgrade's gonna be $50, and then you'll be able to play it whether or not you lose your PlayStation Plus or not. But Drive Club's still looking really good. I forget what the release date is. I'm gonna go try and see if I can find it really quick. But I can't remember when it comes out. I think it's August or September or something. Look for it really quick. Drive Club release date. I totally forgot to write it down.
I just want that fucking play.
Isn't it also in August?
October 8th.
Oh, October, Jesus.
Yeah. No, October 8th in Europe. 10 in the UK, 7th in North America. So they're all the dates.
Huh. All the dates.
Speaking of November, Far Cry 4 got announced for the PS4, Xbox One, 360, PS3, and PC coming out November 18th. And yeah, the box art looks pretty crazy.
I was reading some weird conspiracy theories on Far Cry 4. About how everything ties together in these really weird, fucked up ways. It's pretty amazing.
Where do they say it's going to take place in? It's Kirat?
Isn't it like the Himalayas or something?
Yeah, fictional place in the Himalayas.
The one thing that scares me about it is seeing the box art, it coming out just over a year past Far Cry 3's release, I think.
No, it's 2.
2?
Yeah, because that was our first Game of the Year podcast.
But I think, that's what I mean, is I think it was like a year... Like, I don't think we've reached 2 years yet. I think maybe we're getting close or something.
It will be when it comes out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, when it comes out. Yeah. But God, I can't fucking do this when Devin's playing. When I look at it, it looks like they're pretty much trying. I don't want to say copy paste. I know it's going to be different. It's going to have cool stuff. But if you look at Blood Dragon versus Far Cry 3, they know how to innovate ish. But
the cover looks really fucking similar.
It looks kind of similar. It looks like it's going to have.
Guy dies in the first 10 minutes.
What? Yeah.
but I mean, like,
Far Cry 3 spoilers, maybe.
It looks like it's going to be a big-ish island, let's say. Not let's say an island, but an area that clearly, like, oh, Himalayas can't go, like, low past a certain point or something. And then let's say it'll be, like, a crazy dude, like, little crazier guys. And then you'll just kind of go through... Same thing, like, outpost stuff. They'll be hunting. There'll be all that stuff. And then it'll... Like, I'm hoping
they say in
that
the
it'll
press
feel
release,
different.
They kept talking about, like, hey, you can craft all your own stuff. And
Remember they had McLovin do that weird fucking promotional
that thing was actually
shit?
really awesome.
It was so good.
But,
all the little ones after. Did you guys ever watch all the, like, little 1-minute ones?
No.
Yeah.
Afterwards?
Yeah,
There's like 20 of them.
I know there was the ones
And
where...
just, like, torturing
Yeah,
him.
okay, the torture when they put it to, like, different channels on YouTube. And people,
Michael Mondo is just such an amazing actor.
Yeah. I'm so sad that what they did with that character. Anyway,
what did they
Far
do?
Cry
To...
3 spoilers, maybe.
Yeah,
that was.
Well, yeah, sort of. But yeah, no. I hope it's going to be different enough. But I'm still excited for it. But
do you know the definition of insanity?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see whatever they're gonna show at E3 because God knows they're gonna show something fucking crazy to be like, hey, look, guys, it's fucking different. Look at this shit. And
hey guys, we hope you like this new game we just decided to do. It's not Far Cry 4. It's something crazier.
There was some really good stuff on Vinny Caravello's Twitter.
Yeah.
Where he was gonna make a joke about Far Cry 4, Fore, and about it being a golf game, and then he got legitimately excited for a Far Cry golf game.
Oh my God.
And then there were people replying to his tweets like,
"The minigame."
No. Like with lines, it's like, that's a nice fucking club. Like using boss lines, it's like describing golf things.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's like, did I ever tell you the definition of a drive or something like that? I don't even remember what it is.
That's one of my favorite video game villains.
I bet he wasn't the main villain.
Bullshit.
I think that's literally what they're going to do with this main character is they're going to make him like the Voss of just like some creepy, really fucked up guy and make sure that he's the center of attention for the whole game.
If they bring Voss back, who even cares?
It's Voss shaved.
He dies in 10 minutes and then it's just Voss back.
That'd be amazing. Literally starts with he's like, oh, you'll never escape the Himalaya. Gets his face ripped off by Voss. Then Voss just wears his face stapled the entire time. And he crashes like fucking robot things from... Oh, wait, no, wrong game.
And then the main fucking character just never acknowledges it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just like, shit.
They don't even really mention that main character.
Doing fucking
or that he's dead.
Doing
mushrooms.
Doing mushrooms again.
Whatever, you guys.
Yeah, same dude.
Anyway.
Man, I know last time I went on vacation, everyone I know and love died, basically.
One dude
Let's go to the Himalayas.
One dude got sexually molested.
What? Wow. Yeah, that was a... Anyway,
that was
spoilers.
a fucked up part.
If it's actually...
Far Cry 3's been out for 2 years.
Yeah, if it's Brody, though, again, that'd be fucking amazing.
It's just... No, but like, the dude who got sexually molested goes on vacation with him? Nah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't think that guy ever wants to go on vacation again.
Never leaving America.
Hey, guys.
Although, I mean, maybe he can't, based on how Far Cry 3 ended.
By the way, did you guys, when you finished that, did you take both endings? Like, or did you see both
I've seen them both,
I went back and watched both of them. They're weird.
Yep.
But they weren't that different, but yeah.
What do you mean they weren't that different? But I feel like, different?
Again, like,
you
the
insane?
bad ending was really bad.
Did you actually fucking watch them?
Yeah, like...
It's leave or stay are the choices.
Yeah.
If you leave, it's like, oh, yeah, that's Far Cry 3 spoilers, okay, everyone? Listening? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you leave, it's all like, yeah, we got on the boat and the survivors are okay and we're going back to society. And if you stay, everyone still gets in the boat and leaves, but what's his name, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Jason Brody? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jason.
He stays and he's like, has sex with the lady and then she kills him.
You forget that he kills his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Her fucking, like, throw it over. Yeah.
Which ending did you choose?
I chose the one where you go with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, you don't kill your friends.
And not stay and get killed and kill everyone you love. Yeah. That's,
But, anyways. Other news things. Mario Kart 8 got some reviews super early. Like, it's coming out on the 30th. Reviews start coming out on the 15th.
Wow, Devin. Over the fucking line.
Anyway.
Just killed that fucking dog for no reason.
Mario Kart's getting ridiculous reviews. I just want to point
What's
out.
wrong with you?
Don't judge me.
But Richard, don't they do this all the time with Nintendo titles?
Yeah, but what I wanted to point out is that the game is getting like 9s and 10s from a lot of places. I think Game Trailers gave it like an 8 or something, but they're pretty generally like high scores. What's crazy is that Mario Kart 8, they put, I think it was on Polygon, but I think it was posted somewhere else first, but they made a graph showing the Mario Kart games that have come out versus the hardware sales on the systems that it came out for. Okay. And it always seems to sell for about 20% of how much of that console... Here, I want to see if I can bring the graph up. It seems to sell for like 20% of what that console's overall sales units are.
I saw that graph. That's right.
I can't find it anyway. But it seems like the Wii U currently has only sold like 6.2 million consoles, I think, on that graph. And they were saying, like, that means that despite this being the best Mario Kart game in, like, a really, really, really long time, it's only going to sell, like, 1 million copies and could be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because of the install base of the Wii U.
Yeah. It kind of makes me sad, but it also kind of makes me realize that I wonder if this
also, the DS was the best-selling one of all time because everyone had fucking DSs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes me sad, but I also hope that this game is the most kind of... People who, when they had the Wii, kind of bought it because it was like a casual, cool, like driving game, and everybody who kind of wants. Every time I'm playing, I'm talking to people who don't play games normally, like family or random other people. They're always like, do you have like a driving game I can play? Because that seems like gas go, like whatever, fuck it, you're gonna go drive around. And I feel like Mario Kart could be one that would maybe sell a lot of Wii U's, but also I feel like out of the 6.2 million people who bought a Wii U are probably the most hardcore Nintendo-y-ish possible people.
They're going to buy it
anyway. You think that most of them will buy Mario Kart?
I think most people who own a Wii U will probably buy Mario Kart because it's one of those games that kind of guarantees, like, this is going to actually be probably fucking awesome. If I own a Wii U, I probably should go out and buy this. But, yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes me sad that despite the Wii U putting out amazing games, realizing that something that could be, like, the best seller for that system is still just, like, super garbage amount of units. Which... sort of sucks. I don't know. Either way, I just want to point that out. I don't know. Mario Kart 8 looks like it's going to be really fun. So
you're getting it right.
You know what? It's a Mario Kart game, so it probably will be.
Yeah. Other than that, some stuff was semi...
Also, real quick, Dikizio, I don't know if you're being fucking serious, that you were still playing Far Cry 3, but I said spoilers beforehand, so you should have shut off your ears.
Just knocks his headphones off. I'm just like... Basically, we're sorry to kids. But,
I'm not.
Devin with the real talk.
I'll jump into the rumor stuff-ish for now. Halo stuff. Halo 5 got announced today for coming out in 2015 fall. It's gonna be Halo 5 Guardians. Was it Halo 5?
Yeah, the Guardians.
The Guardian or Guardian. Fuck yeah, Guardians. It's just Guardians. And that's
weird.
due out for Halo. The Halo 5 is due out for fall 2015, and they were always kind of announcing like, oh, but there'll still be like a Halo experience sometime this year, and everyone's been kind of saying like, oh, it'll be the anniversary edition for Halo 2. And then rumors came out today that they're going to put out something called Halo the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One, which will include Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, but not Reach and not ODST, so pretty much all the games that actually have Master Chief as the main character, and it'll be an HD re-release for all of those. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of... If that is actually what they're coming out with, it sucks that got leaked early, because I feel like everybody expecting them to go like, oh, it'll be a Halo 2 anniversary, it'll be Halo 2 anniversary, and them just coming out on stage and be like, yeah, it'll be Halo 2, and 1, and 3, and 4.
Well, I bet you the way they would have done it is be like, Halo 2 HD also includes Halo Anniversary from our past releases, also Halo 3, also Halo 4.
Yeah, and just like people like, like just, yeah. I don't know. The thing is...
I really wish they would have done Reach too, though.
Yeah, because Reach was a fucking awesome one, but...
Fuck you, Master Chief isn't in Reach. Can't have it in that fucking collection. It says Master Chief Collection. What the fuck's wrong with you?
He is for a second. But the thing
There's
is...
debate over whether that actually is him or not, so shut up.
The final cutscene is like the starting cutscene of 1, though.
Yeah, but he's not in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak.
No, but yeah. But
he's on the ship that's flying.
Yeah,
like,
there you go. See? No. But anyway, the thing is, if they put out this actual collection, I think that'd be fucking awesome, because I would totally play through that stuff in HD. But not only that, what makes me sad about if they do that is that I've been really pumped because the Halo 2 multiplayer is something that I've really enjoyed, and also I guess Halo 3.
Halo 3 multiplayer was rad. Yeah. Halo multiplayer until 4 was super rad. Even then, 4 was pretty good.
I like
just
4.
not what you wanted from a Halo game.
So that's what I'm scared of, is if they're tagging it all as 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then it's just the 4 multiplayer.
It's like the 4 multiplayer but changed, then I'll be super fucking sad. But now it feels like that'd be just the easiest thing for them to do if they've been working on 1 through 3 to HDify them. 1, 4, I guess. But I don't know. Now I'm more excited than ever. I kind of still want it to just be Halo 2, but I would also be super excited if it was all of them, because holy fuck, $60 for 4 Halo games, and like probably all the fucking DLC thrown in, and like all the like if there's all the maps and stuff.
Whenever they've done their like stuff like that, it's like, hey, this Halo 3 ODST disc just has all the fucking DLC maps on it.
So I can't wait to see. I can't wait for A3. It's like what 3 weeks away now.
Yeah,
and it'll be fucking mind blowing.
Remember the days when they sold the Halo Wars Collector's Edition, and you got a Halo 3 map pack early for buying it? Those were the days.
Wouldn't it be insane if after all this they're like, oh yeah, no, it's not Master Chief thing. We're actually putting out Halo Wars 2. Everybody's
that'd be rad.
Yeah, I'd be excited. All units. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, Halo stuff. Halo 5 coming out in 2 years sounds pretty cool. They said they're gonna try to hit 60 frames and all stuff. So
Hardy says nope, $70.
I feel like they're saying that about everything though.
Because Canada.
Yeah, they're always gonna say 60 FPS until it comes out, and it's like, hey man, it hits 60 most of the time.
There was some shit that I was, because I've been home and on Reddit a lot, where someone kind of caught the moment on the Watch Dogs page where they updated it and took off 1080p 60 FPS.
Yeah. That was Kona, you son of a bitch. But yeah, no. So we can talk about that. Watch Dogs.
It was on Reddit. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But Watch Dogs showed up on the Sony PlayStation Store. I don't know if it was. I think it's on not the Sony Store, but on the Sony page where they post games.
It's the website.
Yeah,
store.
Yeah. But it said that Watch Dogs can play on PS4 in stunning 60 FPS 1080p, and then they got rid of 1080p. And they got rid of 60 FPS, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? And then I think Ubisoft put out a thing like, oh, this plays at 60 FPS, it's just not 1080p. And then Ubisoft was like, hold on, what the fuck? It actually plays at 900p, and it's 30 FPS capped. And on Xbox One, it's 792p, 30 FPS capped. And then they put out a video of, Watch Dogs 101, where they showed some multiplayer stuff. They kind of showed, like, the overall what's in the game. Like, here are the mini-games, here's the storyline, here's the characters, here's the multiplayer. Like, here's this total package we're giving you in this game, and look how fucking crazy it looks. Which looked awesome, except for people like, hey, it's a YouTube video, maybe it just looks like shit because of that. But at numerous times during that video, at YouTube it caps all their videos at 30 FPS, but at numerous times when they were showing footage from it, it was fucking, like, clearly stuttering and having issues running. So I'm like super sad that game was supposed to be 60. Now it's capped at 30, and it might not even hit 30 properly.
That game was like the prodigal son from E3.
Yeah.
And now it's
that was Riccio on the floor, unable to contain himself.
Yeah. And what I'm kind
of that was E3 classic moments is what that was.
What I'm kind of excited about is that now that I'm getting the PC version, I feel like I'm happier about that, but I'm also more scared.
Well, yeah, you're scared if you're saying if it's optimized.
Yeah, because I understand like the PS4 and the Xbox One maybe not being super optimized. I realize that this game was supposed to come out at launch. That's probably why those optimizations were weird, and they've kind of worked on it a lot.
And why it's been
delayed, and they've probably been adding content and trying to still work on it and all that stuff, but it still might not run the greatest. But that makes sense because they're going PS3, Wii U, 360, Xbox One.
I thought they canceled the Wii U version.
Wii U one's like a little delayed, but they're still working on it.
Oh, okay.
And then there's
Ubisoft has this weird soft spot for the Wii U.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is that whenever they were having issues with a lot of the actual other versions of the game, they had to pull the Wii U people off because they were the only people who understood how to work on some of the next gen stuff because the Wii U had like some weird memory stuff and all that shit. So
weird.
It's weird. There's this weird story. I don't know exactly the proper story, but it's something like that. But anyways, it kind of makes sense that the Watch Dogs being one of the final games, because now the new Assassin's Creed is like one for the old gen, one for new gen. But Watch Dogs is still across everything, which makes sense why the optimization is probably super fucked. But I really hope on the PC it's going to work good, because if it works at least well on PC, I'll be happy. Yeah, anyways, Watch Dogs officially runs at really weird resolutions, which is totally fine, and at 30 FPS, which if it hits it constantly will be pretty fucking awesome. And I'm still excited for that game, because that 101 trailer where they kind of showed all the features was pretty fucking awesome. That game still looks like it's going to be pretty great. But,
hey, bro.
Yeah. Also, the 360 version, the PS3 version of Watch Dogs won't have one of the game modes, which I forget what it is.
Watch
like multiplayer-wise?
Yeah, it's like collection or I don't know which one it is. One of them's missing. I don't know which one, though.
Just Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Honestly, whatever. Last of Us.
Yeah. Speaking of Ubisoft stuff, Division has officially been announced for pushback till 2015. I thought it was 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
What if I need to play the Division? What will I do if I play Division? Is there some sort of companion app that I can control a little UAV robot in the Division?
What you're going to want to do is you want to insert one finger into your nose, put the other two into your eye, and get your friend to punch you as fucking hard as they can until you're dead. No, the thing is that...
That's a recommended thing from Ubisoft.
Yeah, you go, I don't know if you like this. I do it to shoots adrenaline in my... No, no, it's...
I do it to my friends all the time.
Yeah, but Division got pushed back. It's weird because people were like getting legitimately sad about this, and like... To me, when I see the Division, I think of like this will be fucking out in years, whenever the hell it's good or whatever. Like,
yeah, whenever.
No part of me thought, hey, 2014, it'll totally come out. Even at the end of this year, like that's not fucking happening. There's no way. In fact,
especially after like Watch Dogs got pushed back, I was like, yeah, the Division will be,
but
not happening.
Yeah, but yeah, either way. Division being pushed back, that's totally awesome if that game ends up being the most amazing thing ever. Because if you think about it, they're going to get Watch Dogs, where they get their first attempt on new-gen consoles. They have the Crew, which is going to help Ubisoft learn how to make a big
Assassin's Creed already came out?
No, hold on. Assassin's Creed had loading when you get into zones, but the Crew is apparently going to be a big fucking map with no loading to go from one side to the other. So to bring that into, like,
Crew's
learning...
also a racing game?
Yeah, but I mean, like, in Division, it'll be smaller maps, sure, but to have, like... less loading and more transition, just learning how to work on the new consoles. Like, the more releases, like, they had Assassin's Creed to learn up until Watch Dogs. Then they have Watch Dogs to learn up until Crew, let's say. Then they have, I guess, Far Cry. Although Far Cry's a multiplayer
games
game.
to look as good as they show them at E3.
Yeah.
I don't really care how long it takes. Like, I'll play Hearthstone for 6 years until Watch Dogs proper comes out. I don't care.
That's actually... Okay, so, moving away from all that random Ubisoft stuff, Last of Us, they said that for the HD remaster, what they're going to do is they're going to try to make the poly count for the models in the in-game, pretty much they're going to take the cutscene models and just fucking make them the in-game stuff, which sounds like that'll be fucking mind-blowing to watch, because
that game looked good.
And I can't imagine watching, like, actual Joel fucking mash someone's face that looks really excellent into, like, a pulp with, like, a fucking stick. Like, I'm excited for multiplayer now, because it'll be like, dude, I fucked that guy up, like, his face is mangled, and you have, like, actual, like, PTSD or whatever post-traumatic. Like, you just start freaking out because everything looks so real as you're bashing things. Like, that'll be fucked. Because the melee combat in that was ridiculous.
Ugh, it's
but
brutal.
Yeah, it was brutal.
That looks pretty cool.
Cannot wait for all of us to play multiplayer again. Yeah, that's gonna be so fucking rad.
Yeah, lots of that on cast.
You're getting it right, Kumar?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
and he's gonna platinum it again.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
First playthrough going through on Grounded, the new like super hard difficulty.
Yeah, actually.
Do it.
Probably.
I don't even know what
changes.
changes.
If it's available, then yeah, for sure.
Anyways, now this stuff super hot. Anyways, that has a Kickstarter now.
Super hot.
$15 to get in at the lowest tier. That will give you a copy of the game as well, and it's due out at some point.
Son of a bitch!
Hey Devin, this isn't a Let's Play, you motherfucker. But yeah, Super Hot's got a Kickstarter. Go check that out. That game is amazing. It like within the first day, it already met its limit, or not its limit, its goal of 100K. So Super Hot will be coming out at some point, and it looks like from the footage that they show in the video, it's looking pretty goddamn good, to the point where you have a katana that cuts bullets in half, and there's some really interesting shit going on there.
Goddamn.
But yeah. Last week whenever we were talking about that EVE Online thingy where people went and they scratched out names on the monument, those people have officially been banned from life from playing EVE ever. All their accounts, everything. So
oh shit.
Apparently me being like, it's so
Is
cool.
the monument in real life or is
Yeah.
it in Iceland?
It's
Or sorry, or is it oh my god. Or is it
first.
in EVE Online?
You heard it here first.
it's in real life.
Iceland
Okay,
is
alright.
not real life.
But yeah, it's in real life. So I was telling Devin, like, it's so cool how stuff crosses into, like, from EVE to real life, and it's kind of interesting. Those people have been fucking banned from that game, despite having played, like, years and years and years
because
into
they
it.
vandalized the real life monument. Okay.
Yeah, so they scratched out fucking 3 names in it. There's been, like, I think 8 accounts banned across 3 or 4 people or something.
Yeah.
And they're just banned for life.
Jesus.
So I can't imagine someone putting that much time into EVE, and then just being like, and it's gone. Just being like, what do I do? Like, I don't know. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think we have the title for this week's podcast. Real
Iceland.
life or Iceland?
I'll write that down. Everybody gets to hear me do it. Anyway, other than that, Titanfall got some patches on PC. They finally patched in the ability to use a 144 hertz monitor. The excavation DLC came out, and a few people found some random bugs where if you run the game on PC, let's say it's 60 FPS, your gun shoots at a certain speed where, like, the video the guy shows is that at 60 FPS, you unload a clip at, like, 3.5 seconds or something. At 144 hertz, so at 144 FPS, or I think he showed it at 120 FPS because that's as far as you can go up to, the clip would unload in, like, 2 seconds or less than 2 seconds or something.
Okay, wait. Does it just look like it's unloading in 2 seconds, and then the server interprets it differently?
No, it's like it's actually the counter that empties it. So it apparently it's just because it's tied to whatever. Because even the mouse acceleration or the mouse sensitivity is tied to what your frame rate is. So if ever you're getting shot on the PC version or something, or it's maybe it's on the Xbox One version and 360 as well. But if your frame rate goes down, you turn slower, and I guess that's tied to more things in the background. Whatever tick rate is counting stuff. What
other game was like that recently?
I can't think of one. I know there's probably one, but I can't.
Dark Souls on PC was that way. When people unlocked the frame rate, it did weird things.
Double speed and all stuff. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that came out. People also were getting really pissed because on the PC version, at least, they took out Capture the Flag mode and Pilot Hunter, unless you play in the variety game mode playlist. But what everybody's pissed about is that they took out CTF as a just playlist that you could choose. And the reason it did is because no one was playing it. But apparently since launch, people have been waiting for the patch that allows you to not get a flag when you bring it into a Titan. Yeah. Because what people do is they'd save all their Titan cards, like their backup Titan. They'd start it, throw down a Strider, grab the flag, and be like, beep, 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 and the match was done in 2 minutes. And people would just keep, like, one person on the team would save it and then just keep doing that and ruining it. So Respawn puts out a patch, takes off the ability to get into a Titan with a flag, and then 15 or so hours later, they're like, well, no one's playing Capture the Flag. Let's just take that fucking playlist out of the game. And I don't actually know if that's the full reason, but that's apparently what it seems to have amounted to. And it kind of sucks because it's still on there on the Xbox One and all that stuff. And that game mode was the funnest to play when you had a group of friends that you wanted to play serious with because of all the parkouring and all the craziness. Like, it was really a cool team game thing. But anyways, yeah, Titanfall apparently got excavation. I don't know anything about that map pack. I've heard like nothing about it since it's come out, other than people being like, "Hey,
isn't it a free one?"
No, it's if you have the season pass, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
But yeah,
I have the season pass for that game. I should try it. Not like I played anything but fucking hard points or whatever it was anyway.
Yeah,
I thought I lost my pants.
In other news, the Xbox One or the Xbox Live stuff got some changes. Games, what is it called? Games with Gold or something, where you get free games with Xbox One similar to PlayStation Plus. Starting on Xbox One in June, with the 2 games that I haven't bought, Halo Spartan Assault and that Max drawing crazy thing that I want to buy.
Oh.
So those 2 games coming out, sweet, I got it for free. And they're also dropping the paywall that you need to get to Hulu, Netflix, and a few other apps. You don't have to have Xbox Live Gold anymore. You can just get them. And if for some reason, since you've owned your Xbox One, if you've been paying for it just to use those, you can call them up, cancel their Xbox Live, and they'll give you back your last month.
They're only doing that in 6 months or something.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Good to know then. So there's that. So maybe if you guys have been doing that, get in touch with what those guidelines are.
They aren't taking the paywall off for 6 months.
But they're not.
But because you still want to use it.
Oh, they'll.
If you buy gold now to continue to use it until they take the paywall off.
Okay.
Then you can get a refund for it.
That makes sense. It doesn't make sense they're doing that way, but it makes sense that they would with what they're doing. Okay, cool. And other than that, I just want to mention the Wolfenstein new trailer and how fucking badass that game looks. I went from not fully caring about it to being hyped as shit, and looks like it's gonna be a hell of a time. And people said that it's gonna take 20 hours to go through that game if you try to get all the collectibles and scour around and stuff, which sounds retarded for a shooter. But I'm super pumped because Wolfenstein.
Oh.
But it looks like it's going to be a whole ton of fun. And the story looks like it's going to be over the top, just non-stop fun. But yeah, I'm psyched. Plus, every trailer for Wolfenstein has amazing music, so go check all of them out. Wolfenstein New Order, if I should mention that. But someone's battery's dying, so we're going to finish this off real quick. That's it for news that I can think of. I think there was some other stuff that they maybe announced, but I don't have it written down. I got to start making... I don't have my paper thing with a pen here yet. It's still in a box somewhere. So normally what I do is I read it on Reddit and just be like, okay, I'm going to jot that down. Ever since I packed shit up, I haven't had that. So I've just been terrible.
I tripped on a fucking rock.
So that's it for news. Moving on to new releases. We've got...
some big stuff this week.
Yeah,
so you said.
Yeah, so the week of... I guess technically if you're starting on Monday, May 19th till the 25th, we've got games such as Wolfenstein: A New Order coming out Tuesday, Transistor coming out next Tuesday, or Tuesday on May 20th.
This coming Tuesday, right?
Yeah, this coming Tuesday. As well as... well, that's on this list. The Forest, Early Access is coming out on Thursday of next week. And... a game that I want to mention because somebody I know has been working on it or has been working with friends or his friends have been working on it. Something called Always Sometimes Monsters is coming out. I don't know too much about it. I know it's an indie game. Apparently it's going to be pretty goddamn cool. Some people saw it, I think, either PAX or something recently, and it was actually pretty awesome. So Always Sometimes Monsters is coming out next week, so go check that out. I think it's a weird... it's a funny thing, but I don't know if it's an RPG, but it's cool. I don't know enough about it, but hey, could be pretty rad. I think it's that's
cool knowing people who have worked on games. Or contributed to a game in some way.
Yeah, I think the game itself is based. I don't remember if it's this or another game that I was reading about, but it's based on people who are working on a game and the weird shit that happens when you're building a game. But then there's a weird open world
this is what the
RPG
game's about?
or something around it. Yeah, so there's a lot. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looks like it, from what I read when I remember reading about it, it was really cool and interesting sounding. So Always Sometimes Monsters coming out sometime soon, next week, apparently on Wednesday. So check that out.
You should get a stream early copy stream.
I'll see if I can check that out. I know I'll buy it because I've heard that dude talk about it enough that I'm actually kind of excited to see what it is. So I think his voice is actually in it, just because yeah. Tears asking me if I ever finished Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. No. Well, I have, but I never finished that DLC area, and I deleted it because it was taking up too much space on my thing. Because I figured I can't go back to it anymore because I'll be friggin' garbage at the gameplay. But yeah, anyway. Moving on to comments and questions. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to let us know in the chat. Other than that, we will read
off. Are there any on previous podcasts?
Yeah, we'll read the podcast ones, and... yeah, Beastwolf1 says, have any of you ever required medical sealing of a wound you got from doing something stupid?
Thank God, no.
Medical sealing. I don't think so. I've never had stitches. I've never had No, I don't think so. I think the worst I've had is my collarbone breaking and my wrist being fractured or sprained.
But you didn't actually require sealing.
No, nothing ever busted out or through my body.
Medical sealing.
Yeah, I think it means like
it's like stitches or like
cauterizing, I guess, or
something.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a story, Kumar?
I'm an idiot, and my friends and I used to build potato launchers a lot, and we would use things such as aluminum as the actual barrel for a lot of these things. And there were times that the aluminum wouldn't hold, considering how much gasoline and fluid we were using to launch these potatoes.
Oh my god!
So this particular instance resulted in one of the aluminum tubes literally just exploding.
Oh my god!
And
Jesus!
Yeah, I needed some stitches.
That sounds vicious. I can only imagine a lot of blood for some reason.
No, well.
Also, the suddenness of it.
Yeah, it's like,
this is gonna
we gotta get you somewhere.
It's one of these things where you only bleed a little bit, but the aluminum ended up kind of getting stuck.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it basically plugged itself.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't feel nice to pull that shit out, though. I can tell you that much.
I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine, but I don't want to. But I feel
fucking
bad.
action hero it just right there. Just be like, huh? This giant shard of glass in my arm.
Bring me vodka.
Yeah.
Puts on like a fucking bandana for some reason. Gets ready. He brings band-aids, but lights them on fire and then eats it, and then fucking rips the thing out. It's like, I don't need this shit.
Devin, your answer?
Being stupid on a trampoline. And
oh no,
that never ends good. Go for it.
I was jumping.
As long as you didn't get stitches on your neck, Riccio can handle the story.
Well, what ended up happening was there was myself and one of my buddies who owned the trampoline, and we were jumping on the trampoline.
Yeah,
and
watch that. And you're like,
we were jumping up and down on the trampoline, and I decided that I was going to start doing front flips, and he was doing back flips. And we managed to land a whole bunch of them.
If it would work
no double bouncing.
Well, like what happened was he would bounce, I would bounce up and do like front flip, and then I'd come down and he'd do a back flip. And he was significantly larger than me.
Oh, okay.
And bounced me high enough that I went over top of the screen that like covered the trampoline.
Okay.
And landed on the porch.
Oh, okay. That's great.
And split my chin
Riccio's dying right now
open,
he can't handle that.
and I had to have it glued back together.
Oh man.
See?
He can't handle like neck area stuff.
Yeah.
So you've just killed him.
It was pretty bad.
I pushed my eyes in so hard there's like some weird spine, like fucking flashes going out of my brain right now.
Yeah, I was pretty fucked.
Alright.
Or seeing my buddy who we built a tree fort in his backyard, and somebody had already built one, and he fell out of the tree fort and got a nail from here. Got a nail from here up to here.
I just don't know what to do with my head
ripped
anymore.
Did he go like? Could he like feel it like, in his mouth or something?
Yeah, well, it went from here and it hit the bottom. You know, your lip meets your gums. Yeah. It was punctured there.
Oh. There's things on my desk. Just gonna look around.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. I can't stay off my headset as if it's like Skype. You're still in the room here.
Or my
God damn it! I heard you through this.
Or my dad told me the story about a guy
no,
who
that's fine, Devin.
shattered his
done.
ski pole.
How the fuck do you turn
and
off
got it right here.
Devin's mic is gone. It's
in his neck. He got it in his neck, and they had to extract pieces of fiberglass out of his neck.
Okay. I remember my dad opening a garage door and getting a spring right above his fucking eye, and that was the scariest thing I've ever seen. I was like, ah! Just like
you were nearly blind.
Yeah, that was fucking terrifying. Anyway,
one of my dad's friends.
Shut the fuck up, Devin.
Was wearing safety goggles and using a bandsaw.
Sorry, he's dead.
And the piece of wood he was working on shot back up and pushed the glasses into his eye.
Okay.
And popped his eye.
Oh, Devin. Devin. Have you written the Saw movies? Shut the fuck up.
When I was younger, my brother and I were playing on a playground.
All right, we have another question here. It says, Beast Wolf 1 says, the one that...
it right above his eye, and it swelled up so big, it actually covered his eye. and it had to drain it.
His next
because it just filled
question.
up with blood, and they removed.
I'm gonna turn off Dan's mic in case it's coming. I'm gonna turn off my. There's no more mics on in this room, Devin. Okay, anyway.
It's mainly for your enjoyment.
I hate you. Anyway, the next question is a confusing one.
I had a buddy who
Man, Sweet Tooth, look at that shit.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth's got 2 questions.
He had a bullet through his right arm.
What the fuck?
At least it wasn't his
How
neck.
did you manage to do that?
If it was his neck, he'd probably be
I don't think he
fucking
wanted
dead, Riccio.
Well, no, I mean like...
Did your dad shoot you?
No, okay, anyway. What?
Feel free like a hunting accident.
Feel free to write your response to that if you want to, Sweet Tooth. We're going to the next question, though. Beast Wolf says one that I don't quite fully understand. The one that's never on anymore. Sophie, question mark?
What?
Do you think that the Unity name of your channel will be claimed by the Unity engine? I don't know about the Sophie part. I'm scared.
I'm not sure who Sophie is.
Is that...
Dan, care to field this one?
Something we're not getting? Is that a reference that we've made or something?
I don't know. Fuck.
Also,
Can you imagine,
you
Riccio?
guys in your silly naming of this?
Unity has an E in front of it, so I think we'll be alright. But no, I think we'll be alright. I think...
A website with silent letters was a great idea.
No, it's there.
Unity.
Yeah.
Unity.
But you say it Unity.
Yeah,
Unity.
but there's Unity. Unity.
Riccio, can you imagine getting a
Wow.
nail gun?
So the thing is that I don't understand the first part of the question. I think we're gonna be alright with that naming thing.
I'll watch my brother put a nail gun through his hand.
It for the comments on YouTube.
It's pneumatic.
That's
punched straight through his hand.
Also, we have a copyright, so let Unity Engine fucking try it.
Yeah, we do own the copyright.
Fuck yeah.
Sweet Tooth says, "What's the most amazing moment you've ever experienced in your life currently, and why?"
Watching somebody slit.
Oh wow!
Just blood
Devin,
everywhere.
Pulling a knife through the man's throat.
You know what's the best part about slitting Devin's throat is that I don't have to hear another story, and it's just one throat slit that I have to endure.
You could cut
So
the top
Devin,
off.
if I were to just rip out your throat and eat your fucking neck,
You could cut the top
Okay,
off that
anyway.
beer can and stick it in the side of my neck,
and then I'd punch it,
extract it out,
and then fucking
and then it would
shove a
just
straw
bleed
through your fucking
all
eye hole
over, and it
and
would
drink your essence.
splay
Drink
all
your
over
fucking
your
essence.
face,
Okay,
and you
anyway.
just, like,
To
have
answer your
blood in
question,
eyes
this
and-
conversation right here.
It's
Okay.
just horrible.
Anyways, what was the question again? What's the most amazing moment?
There's Sweet Tooth.
All right, so Sweet Tooth's arm shot thing says, "No, it's helping someone learning how to handle guns. This bloody kid got smart with me. He showed me a way. Accidentally unclicked the safety, and obviously hadn't told anyone the bloody gun was loaded. He dropped it, hit the floor like those stupid movies, and fired somehow. Didn't hit bone, but it still hurt like hell.
Jesus
That'd be the
Christ.
confusing thing. Like, wow, thank God that didn't hit me. Why does my arm burn? Oh, and then realizing that's like,
So sorry, I missed that.
Sweet Tooth got shot.
You got shot?
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth was shot.
Jeez.
Lives in the
terrifying.
ghetto.
Officially the most street smart person we know.
Seriously.
Damn, Sweet Tooth. Yeah. Other than that, what is the most amazing moment you've ever experienced in your life, and why? Unless
This conversation right here. This you guys fighting over describing
I'm just gonna
slitting
make
Devin's throat.
I'm just gonna make a super realistic in the Unreal 4 engine, just a demo of some dude getting his throat slashed, and I'm just gonna.
It's gonna be like, "Hey, Riccio, come here. I bought this Oculus Rift. It's really cool. Just put it on. Oh, cool. It's a nice little farmland. Oh, I can look all around
Now
myself."
slit.
And then I turn around, it's nothing but full screen neck slits, like fucking GIFs everywhere, and I'm like,
you must not be able to handle like Final Destination and
Yeah,
shit.
seriously.
I
could
watch
not?
those every time. I'm just like, the thing is, you'll notice if I watch like a movie, like I used to watch like, was it Halloween, like H2O and stuff, where there's like a lot of like throat slicing.
I just want to point out real quick that Sweet Tooth says he's been through worse than being shot.
What the
Anyways.
fuck did you? What?
Anyway,
What?
that's terrifying. I'd go to school the next few days and just always be like this, like chilling.
So could you imagine?
And so many of these were all like my neck. If you look at all my old shirts, they're all stretched because I'd always be like,
Hey, Riccio, could you imagine? So
terrifying.
morticians have this big giant needle that they stick in people's arteries.
So
and
hard that it pulls shit from your ass out through your fucking neck.
No,
artery. I'm
it-
gonna kill you.
it's for bleeding out all the blood, and then they
like a
pump them
pig.
filled with
I told you about
With,
the
like,
way
water
Netflix started
and-
with House, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna make a little
yeah.
make them breathe. I can't watch the rest of the first episode. But no, did I ever tell you guys about the collarbone thing that exploded? Because I saw Lexi freaked out about it for a second there. How I was
No.
in high school, and then Wrestling was still a sport in our high school, and really awesome. Totally prepared for it.
You know what could be bad?
Hold on, let me finish this for a second. I will kick your dick so hard it's gonna explode out of your neck, and I'm not gonna care.
Across, and then they could have just bled you out like a stuck pig, and then strung you up.
So, anyways, I was totally doing this wrestling thing, and it was great because the friggin' the phys ed teacher, which is like, we're really proud that this sport is banned in so many places, but we are still going strong because we're preparing for it, we're properly training all that stuff. We've got these mats which are garbage and like they're Velcro.
Is the too long didn't read of this? You're the reason that there's no more wrestling in high schools?
Actually, I don't know if they still do it.
And so like all the
I was being nice. Anyway. But then they're just like, oh, we're totally prepared for this.
You can't silence the revolution.
No, you're still unmuted. But no, so yeah, no, I said
I'm still unmuted.
Yeah,
okay.
But no, they're just like, oh, whatever, we're really proud. But you look at the mats, it's like there's Velcro between them.
Is it those shitty blue ones?
Yeah, but the Velcros were like they had like linted shit in it, so they weren't sticking anymore. I'm just like, oh, yeah,
basically loose mats.
Yeah, we're really proud. We're really proud. And then that day, they're like training us or whatever, and then we never actually did anything. And the next day we come back. And then it's like, all right, you guys, like, we'll get people who are, like, equally weight and all that stuff, whatever. And then I was, like, semi-heavy, like, kind of like I am now. And I went against somebody who was also equally heavy. But then it's somebody who, like, lifts me and then, like, kind of, like, slips because the mats are garbage. And then I go backwards. And then his weight, my shoulder. And all I hear is, like, like a pop, like a, ah! And it was like, what the fuck was that sound? And I'm not feeling pain yet. And then he's just, like, he stops. And he kind of gets up and he's like, no, I'm fine. They look at me, and then I start getting up, and it's like ridiculous pain. And my teacher's like, oh, I don't fucking know. And he's like touching and moving arm, like, oh, you probably just no, like he starts moving my arm just up against the wall, and I'm like, this is fucking so much pain.
So what have you broken?
Just my collarbone and I've like sprained my wrist or whatever.
Really?
But the thing is, so I'm up against the wall, and then they're like, okay, we'll just keep you there for now. The nurse is gonna come. We'll just keep doing the next person. Like they don't even fucking stop. Next guy comes in and it's my super tall friend Phil, and he gets flung and then bent and then he's like curled and his neck is like upside down bending and then he just gets like the most insane neck injury and they're like, okay, we're done for today. Also, incidentally, I didn't know that guy until we went to a hospital, which was my high school was a French one, which was like 3 towns over.
Yeah.
But my parents picked me up and we went to the one near where we actually lived. His parents picked him up and actually went to that same hospital, so we ended up meeting in the waiting room, and then the guy was like, oh, how'd you guys get your injuries? He's like, oh, well, the funny thing is we go to the same school, same phys ed. It's like, yeah, anyway, we ended up becoming friends. I busted the shit out of my fucking collarbone, though.
Really? So,
and that sport is...
you guys are making me feel real better about how I never go out and do anything.
Yeah, that's why I don't do that shit.
I've broken...
I'm done.
This knuckle.
Gross.
This knuckle.
Gross.
These
this
two knuckles. Neck? No. These 2 knuckles. Mm-hmm. My growth plate on my right foot, I shattered it.
Groin? Oh, okay. Your growth plate?
Yeah, so it's like the growth plate is the.
You learn a lot about the human body when you break it.
A little. There's a little piece of bone that grafts onto this like chunk here, and it actually grows when you're like a teenager, and it's your growth plate. Okay. So that's broken on pretty much most of my hands.
Yeah.
And like my foot. And I've
that's why Devin's the shortest.
Separated my vertebrae twice. And I've gotten multiple stitches and cuts. Have my chin glued back together. Have my eye, like this part, glued back together.
Okay.
I busted out my lip.
Okay.
So where like my tooth was out through my lip. It's fucked.
How much of this was just plastic surgery to make yourself look pretty?
No. I
was born with my tooth kind of.
I was in a bike accident and it like tore up my leg here, and I had to have like 20 stitches all across my leg.
Oh wow.
That's crazy because I still did a bunch of like active shit when I was a kid. Like I've fallen off my bike hundreds of times. I've just never.
Yeah.
I've lucked out and never had like a serious sprain. Running or something one time, I don't know. I just severely bruised my. This is really dumb, but my pinky toe on my right foot.
Yeah.
That's the most. Actually, well, no. I have slammed this finger in a car door, and in like a hockey rink door.
I never busted it. Or just like, but not broken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like,
no, it was just like swelling and like bruised. Yeah. It was never actually like broken.
Wow.
Yeah.
But same finger, and it's got hot glue gun. This ring finger. I don't know why.
And I've got 5 concussions.
That's not good.
Like actually, like
Who are you?
been concussed 5 times.
Wait, where are we?
Jake Dog.
I died once.
Jake Dog says, "Why do I hate neck injuries?" It's funny because that also reminds me of there's this Bruce Willis movie. I can't remember what the fuck it was called. It was like something Sun or Rising Sun or it was
Tears of the Sun.
Tears of the Sun.
Yeah.
That movie like straight up starts off with them going through like a jungle and like slitting like 17 people's necks. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. I'm like, oh fuck.
Is that the moment when you realized you hated neck injuries?
No, it was way past that. I just when I realized it was happening in sessions, like, oh, that must have been the only. Oh my god, what's happening in this movie?
It's weird because Netflix keeps recommending me that movie. It's like, hey,
I think I have to watch it now.
Fucking watch this.
That sounds totally rad.
Does Star Wars have that? We're like, we're just gonna slice your throat.
Lightsaber just cauterizes it.
If you're adverse to like losing your hand injuries, then you probably shouldn't watch Star Wars. But
I hate my hand.
Gaming
never does anything right.
But other than that,
what's it? Yeah, in Metal Gear Solid, they introduced the character Vamp, and he's murdering people in a hallway.
Yeah, I saw this today.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Before that,
podcast listeners and Kumar and stuff.
Yeah.
No, were you talking about here?
No, I watched.
Oh, he's okay.
I watch his stream every day now because he's
proper time.
And
Proper
Vamp
time.
is like spinning and killing people, and he deflects like bullets and like stabs this guy in the chest a bunch, but then he like goes up behind him and like slow neck cut with the knife, and the whole time Ricio's just like, oh, he was dead. You didn't need to do this. What are you doing?
And he's just standing there for like a good 2 minutes, just like blood just flying out. And I'm like, oh. Oh, no, it doesn't actually do that, I think. But
I hope.
Yeah.
You must hate Dexter then, because there's a lot of.
Actually, Dexter I didn't mind too much. I mean, there's a lot of cutting, but I think it's either neck things or like anything with like arteries.
Yeah.
Like what was that? Drive.
I still hate the
Drive
scene
the guy when he's like,
oh.
it's okay, you're dead now. I'm like, oh my god, if you just, did that happen?
Yeah,
oh my god, I'm so gonna
that
die.
fucked with me.
That makes me chill.
You know which scene is awful?
What?
Yeah.
From Black Hawk Down.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Is
I've
it the
seen
RPG
it, but I don't remember
one?
it.
I vaguely remember something.
There's a leg scene where
where you have to get the artery
has taken like I don't remember the exact premise, but I know that he's taken like a really bad bullet wound right to like a main artery in his
femoral
leg.
artery in his leg, and they have to reach in and grab it and clamp it.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys seen 127 Hours or days? No, 127 hours.
Oh, where he has
days.
to cut his like legs.
Dude,
like,
doesn't he just cut off his arm or something?
yeah, he cuts off his arm.
He cuts it off, but like spoilers. The way they show it is just like
You told me about this. It was fucked.
his arm's pinned, but like he can't cut it because his knife is dull. So it's just him being pinned, and then like his arm stuck. Then him like leaning all the way back to like the top bone like explodes out of his arm, and then leaning all the way down to the other bone explodes out.
Oh,
and then him trying to like
stab
the shit out of
slowly breaking.
yeah,
the bones
and
in
it goes
his
like
arm.
into like X-ray and like showing it like all the like mushy like and, like and then he's like sorry everybody, you guys can skip to like 2 minutes after this, and then he's like cutting
well into the spoiler. At least I give fucking warnings ahead of time.
This is for the grossness.
The
not
kid's
spoiler.
was gonna watch 127. He was watching 127 hours right now,
But
and
no.
you ruined this for him.
But no, so this is more for the gross to skip it, not for the spoiler. Spoilers. That's the only reason you watch the movie. And he drinks his own piss, I guess. But no. So once his bone is busted, he starts like stabbing it until there's like a wound, and then he has like a plier or something.
Yeah.
And then he's just trying to like cut the artery, and he's like, but he can't feel it because like he's just numb now. And then it's just like showing this for 2 minutes and just digging into his hand, and then until he starts cutting it till it's separated, and he's like, all right, we're out. But it's just for that like 2 minutes that you're watching it, you're just like, someone went through this shit. I don't know how the fuck that happens. It's disgusting. 127 hours.
Fucked.
Yeah, damn ratio. I just fucking started. Honestly, if you want to have a good time, get like 10 friends together, watch 127 hours, and just put buckets near you guys. Cause I had one guy like gagging when we were watching it. And I was like, I shouldn't have done
Apparently, Tears of the Sun.
Yeah, apparently Tears of the Sun.
Yeah.
Rachel, can you just shave the bottom half of your like goatee off and just leave your
stash.
pencil thin creeper stash?
No, that's fine.
It's perfectly manicured, and it's freaking me out.
So Staggerman has a
Do
question.
you freak out when like shaving and stuff? Then
No.
okay.
Kate, have you ever shaved with a straight razor?
No.
My
No,
dad
unless he would pass out.
Oh, look, there's one here. I'm just gonna. Oh, this is not it.
So my
That's
dad.
it. I'm just gonna kill myself right now because I can't handle this pain ever.
There's a barber in my hometown that does a hot shave with a straight razor, and my dad took me there to as a father-son bonding experience. I've never been more scared in my life. My dad just sat down in the chair, fucking got lathered up, guided him. My dad was like, "Great, we're done." But my dad has a full beard, so it was just here, and this guy was like, "Oh, we'll do you." Fucking peach fuzz. It's not like I needed to shave.
Yeah.
Got lathered up and just it's and then he's like, tilt your head back.
Every moment
and you're like,
passing over that, yeah.
And I'm just like.
Fahrenheit reminds me that it's not an artery, it's a nerve that he's cutting. So he's feeling the surface. It's so fucked.
That's fucked.
All right.
Okay.
The movie's pretty
You're
great.
a horrible person.
Anyway, Stagman says, Riccio, when are you going to quit being a scrub and play Chrono Trigger? Soon, I'm guessing. So,
You haven't played that ever,
After
right?
Metal Gear Solid.
after Metal Gear
Hey,
Solid,
Goombar.
all of them.
Yep.
Including Peace
Have
Walker.
you had to do something horrible and slit someone's throat?
No, I am not a murderer, Sompy.
Super hardcore.
You know what's weird?
I
Is playing through
fire potatoes out of an aluminum tube, but I do not kill people.
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and I really enjoyed the throat slitting for some reason. Because I was like, yeah, I can fucking kill people finally. Anyways,
I apologize for having you watch Game of Thrones then. There's some pretty gnarly shit in that
Oh,
show.
fuck
Really?
yeah. There's some gnarly ass.
It's always just one-off stuff, so
Yeah.
you're never going to be like, I cannot watch this episode,
I can't.
but...
I gotta find more time to watch it because I got 4 episodes in, and so far I just don't give a shit about it yet. I can't.
Well, it's still set up at
Yeah.
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 I'm just like. Anyway.
Stronix is 100% sure that Kumar killed him once.
But anyways, other than that, that's it for comments and questions. This has gotten
Seriously,
weird.
just stay indoors in a super stable building with no obstacles in it.
This might be the longest podcast yet, so I think we're gonna go ahead and try to end.
How long is it? How long is it?
3 hours and 38 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's been a while since we've all been together. So yeah, Devin's dead now. But yeah. So other than that, I think that's it for comments and questions. I don't think we got anything on Twitter. I think we're good.
Somebody
And,
link up throat cuts.
That's fine.
Just from Tears of the Sun. I want a quick cut of all the throat cuts in that movie.
Other than that, I think that's it, y'all. So if you guys,
super gnarly shit in Game of Thrones.
I played through Walking Dead episode 3. Holy shit, that game gets real good compared to the first 2 episodes of season 2. Holy shit!
Speaking of
Gets the sword through the mouth.
no, not I'm talking about
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
season 2-ish somewhere.
Walking Dead
Yeah.
season 2 episode 3. Kumar, did you start season 2 yet, or you haven't bought it yet, right?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I'm just waiting for them to release everything, and then because I hate the wait.
Have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I muted you, bitches.
That's good. No,
That's
yeah.
fine. That's great.
I'm worried for you now, honestly.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, Kumar, did you say you picked up season 2 or no?
No, I said I'm just gonna wait for them to release all of them because, like I was saying, I just hate the wait.
Yeah, see, episode 1 and 2 they were okay, but they weren't that good compared to what Wolf Among Us has been. Which, by the way, apparently Wolf Among Us episode 1 is free on iOS if anybody has that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I have an iOS.
episode 3 of Walking Dead kicks it right the fuck up with amazingness, and
I watched you play that whole thing.
yeah,
It's funny because I've gone from starting episode 3 of season 1.
Yeah.
I just went right into that. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. All I know is that no one cares about Alvin.
Nice, Dan.
yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say his name.
No, if you watch,
yeah.
that was the biggest who the fuck is writing this shit moment for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Anyways, you guys, I think that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Devin, I don't know if you want to end this stuff because you normally do.
Yeah, all right. So if you guys are tuning in on iTunes, hey, what's up? Thanks for getting this far. This is a really fucking long podcast. So
Rate and subscribe.
yeah, rate and subscribe. I don't think we have anybody who
Hey,
ever rated our shit.
Ever since we switched to the new website, our iTunes stuff has been super fucked. Picture doesn't load, and half that shit doesn't load. Podcasts still show up, so it's still okay. But that is
That's bad because I'm gonna be switching servers again soon. So
well, WordPress is just horrible for that stuff. to be
yeah, I'm
honest.
going to probably
Sucks.
do a Drupal site, but we'll see what ends up
I don't know what
with.
that means. Go
It's
for
a
it.
new CMS.
Do it. I don't know what that means either. Go for it.
If you guys are checking us out on YouTube, Riccio is going to be uploading some clips for some shit we have done last week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
In the past.
In the past. And if you guys are brand new and have made it this far, or just decided to skip to the end,
because of all the fucking spoilers.
All the fucking spoilers. So many spoilers. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Oh my god. Shit.
Oh wait, I watched that movie.
So thank you guys for tuning in, and it's been a wonderful podcast. I have been Sompy.
I've been Riccio.
I've been Dan.
Riccio.
And I'm Kumar.
Really
and we are the Unity Force. Put your fingers up. Like Team Venture. Team Venture style.
We have to do 3 because it's Unity.
Team Unity.
Although that could also be gang signs. So.
Shit. We're not a gang. We're not organized crime. Hide the drugs.
Take care.
We should probably hide these illegal narcotics.